We're live.
Hello and welcome to Plat Chat VALORANT episode 271. We're going to be talking about the best teams heading into stage 2 and also some of the worst teams heading into stage 2. And then we're never going to talk about them again because they're the worst teams. And no, actually, we'll have to talk about them because every team gets into play-ins. So,
yeah, we were just talking about the schedule. It is the play-ins get a little weird, and dude, TMV was saying that probably like 50% of the games might not matter. They come to last week, and I've looked at it, and I think he's probably undershooting it with 50%.
Yeah,
it might actually be more. So, yeah.
Well, what's awesome about this system is that jumps points matter a lot.
That's
and
cool,
what's bad about this system is in 2 of the regions, the champs points don't matter at all.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, some of that is just kind of like luck of the draw, though, isn't it? When you come up with a format and then certain teams kind of like go crazy and other teams flop. It's going to be very tough for some of these squads to be able to make grand finals and actually qualify. It's going to be brutal.
Yes.
Including all the tier 2 teams, which is the whole reason we're doing this whole play-in stuff.
But imagine if
Yes.
they did make it, TMV.
If they do, that's crazy.
Yeah.
That is crazy. I'm obviously I'll be rooting for it, but do I think it's likely? No.
We should at some point, I'm not saying in this episode, but we should at some point try to like call a tier 2 team that has the highest chance of making it, and we'll just like, root for them, follow them all the way through.
Yeah.
I think we
We'll
did
curse
discuss
them,
this
you
at the
mean?
very
They'll
beginning
go
of
out
the year.
instantly,
Well-
lose to one of the worst teams in whatever region it is.
What at the very beginning of the year, I think we were talking about like percentage chances of this format actually leading to a tier 2 team making it to champs. I remember, Sliggy, you were extremely pessimistic, and now that we're actually on the doorstep of it, I think you were bang on with that one.
Yeah. It's actually just not possible, to be honest. It's not possible for them to do it, but they can give it a good shot. And I mean, dude, if a team comes like 5th or 6th, that's like impressive. But they gotta come fast or second.
Yeah.
So
Well, anyway, we'll talk about that kind of stuff when we get closer to play-ins. This is our anticipation of stage 2, and now none of you were present last night for the scenes that went down. But the North American Plat Chat Members Tournament winners from last season wiped the floor with us. I was playing alongside Bren, Shio, Minnie, and Mimi, and we got destroyed. We got absolutely destroyed. If you want to become a member and destroy us potentially in the future with your elite gaming skills, or maybe we'll wipe the floor with you, then you can. Yeah, become a member. Connect
You will
to
not
YouTube
wipe
Discord.
the floor with them, from some of the stuff I was seeing.
Well, it has ever happened before. This team that we played against was exceptionally good, but it would help if we had ever launched the game recently.
what kind of ranks we talking?
There was an Immortal 2 player he dropped 370 ACS in the first map as Clove.
Okay.
I went
Nice.
2-7 against him. He was doing unbelievable things to me. It wasn't good. But the members also get to ask a question every week. And this week's member question is, which Valorant agent would be the best social drinker? Why they need to know this, I don't know. Which Valorant agent would be the absolute coolest person to head out to the town with and grab a beer after a long day of losing RR in increments of 12 to 26 at a time?
Coolest person. Dude, I feel like as much as I hate Wingman, being able to like bring out a Wingman, like all of his little bits, like that'd be pretty sick, to be fair.
Yeah.
And then I could punt Wingman after a few pints. That was pretty good as well. So yeah,
It'd be good, yeah.
For me, I would say Gecko.
Is it immoral to punt a creature that can't feel pain?
No. Not this
Okay,
guy.
that's how you're going to
Wow.
Not this guy.
Okay.
I mean, are we diving deep into the philosophy of that? To give you my answer, I mean, as someone who doesn't drink, I would like to get Cypher very drunk, because of course Cypher knows everything. So think of the secrets that you could learn from Cypher by just, getting him very drunk, and then he just tells you everything he knows.
This question is like, how would you have a little bit of fun at the pub? And TMV's like, I actually
Tell
want to
me
socially
everything.
manipulate this guy
Yeah.
into leaking blackmailable secrets of everybody.
Who doesn't like gossip?
I think it's a bit more than gossip. It's state secrets, isn't it?
Yeah. You'd be ruining countries and lives and all sorts of things.
I haven't said I'd do anything with it.
I mean, I think you just holding it would be enough pressure. But
Sheep
I mean,
Esports would have some insane articles after TMV has been on the lash
nice
with
everything.
Cypher.
yeah.
Who have you got, Chobra? Surely you got someone good.
I mean, I just figured a lot of the cast would be good. Like, I think Raze would be good just to bring the spirits back up. Just get a couple of drinks. Maybe listen to whatever she's listening to, the music, and put it on the DJ,
Yeah.
whatnot. Yeah, just chill, and then blow up the bar, then go back home.
Damn.
Yeah, no, I think that's pretty accurate anticipation of what would happen. I mean, I thought you were going to say, I mean, like, Jet, you go for the ones with, like, the drinking culture as well. So, like, Jet or Phoenix or
Yeah.
something
Sova,
like that.
Jet, yeah.
Sova, yeah. Get some beers with Killjoy. I don't know, that kind of thing. All right, let's move on to something much sillier, actually, which is the Pacific segment, and we'll begin with a VFL promotion because TMV, VFL is back.
It is, and trust me, if there is ever a time to play VFL, ever, and I do mean this is your time to play it, because as Sliggy was hinting at, these games will mean fucking nothing. So, and if you're watching this, you're gonna be watching them anyway. So give yourself at least something to root for. Because the teams don't care. You'll be watching Paper X. They've already made the champs. They don't fucking care. They aren't practicing. They won't give a fucking shit. But you might as well. And you can test yourself versus people like me, people like Sliggy, maybe the people here on this show, by playing VFL. It's completely free to play. So, you can just sign up with Discord. Completely free to play. You build a team of 11 players. Now, the way it's going to work, this is crucial to know. The way it's going to work is, obviously, some teams play 2 games in a week. Others only play 1. You will only get the best score. So obviously for the teams that play 1, that's just whatever they get. But for the teams that play 2 in a week, you just get their best of their 2 scores, essentially. So there is still an advantage to playing 2 games a week, but it's not like, make or break. So yeah, you just build a team. Again, free to play. You will need it to have fun this stage. We're only running it up until the play-ins, because then, that's when basically the stage actually starts. So if you want to have at least something to hold on to whilst you're watching VCT the stage, then please play VFL to help just keep your sanity whilst watching it. Because even Sliggy won't know what to do. He won't know what to say when watching these games. He's going to have to try and sell it, and he won't be able to.
Dude, I might be skipping some of them, to be honest.
Wow.
I was looking at, but dude, the schedule's so crazy. The EMEA's doing the weekend now as well.
No, it is wild. It's actually absurd. Yeah, I've decided for stage 2. I mean, just to let people know as well, I won't be watching Pacific and China. Like, I just don't think it's even feasible for me. I'm just gonna focus on 2 regions out of the 4, because normally I try to do 3, but for this schedule, I don't even think that's gonna be feasible with like travel as well.
I like how you snuck in China in there as if you normally did watch them, and you're like,
It's a great point.
this time I won't be able to.
No, it's a great point.
This time,
I do like to catch, I like watching the first week usually, and then I'll watch some like playoffs in anticipation for the tournament and that kind of thing. But bloody hell, the Chinese schedule. We're not talking about China today, I don't believe. The Chinese schedule is absolutely nuts. Wolves play 3 times before EDG plays their first match. They've played 3 matches before EDG play 1.
Yeah,
It's
a lot of
crazy.
I guess they finish early again. Is that what we're doing again?
probably,
Yeah, but it's also because the teams that were going to EWC, they didn't
Yeah.
schedule for the first block, but then they're putting so much in the first block that you end up missing out on like a full super week. And none of the teams even made it deep enough for it to matter, but they're just kind of twiddling their thumbs anyway.
I mean, I think that's kind of on them to just go like, mate, let's go home. Let's go home early. Sometimes it's better to just do that for sure. But yeah, we'll see what happens. I won't be watching China. Dude, actually, that's a lie. Maybe some Summit. Like, I like doing...
Yeah,
people are playing
yeah.
Summit. Like, I go check out some Summit games.
There's been 2 Summit games in China already. Yeah.
Yeah, they don't know what they're doing on defense still, but that's okay.
Oh.
That's every map though. So
Yeah,
nothing's
every map's
changed.
like
Okay. We're not going to be talking about China though. Let's dial in on Pacific. We've got some Pacific news before we talk about some of the predictions, power rankings, and that kind of stuff. First of all, Carpe has retired. So T1 made an announcement about this. Carpe retires. I mean, dude, I've been following this guy since 2016, maybe 17. I can't remember. Like 9 or 10 years though, from Overwatch now through to Valorant. And strangely enough, I did not think he would be this impactful in a genuine narrative way in Valorant. And yet, he is intrinsically tied to the biggest achievement that T1 has ever had in this game.
Yeah, that's what the documentaries were good for as well. You actually got to see like a bit of insight. Obviously, when he like wasn't on the server, no, dude, he was good, man. Like every time I was watching that, I was like, man, thank God Carpe's here because he's just like holding the whole team together in terms of glue. So it'd be interesting to see how this works. I mean, he stopped playing, hasn't played like for a year now. Basically, it must be, I guess, and obviously had a couple of games here or there where he was like a sixth man. Is he like fully done with Valorant? That's what it's saying?
Seems like it. The implication seems to be because of upcoming military service, but that's not 100% like confirmed because of the reason. But age-wise, like he will have to do it soon enough anyway. So,
and
it
how?
Seems like they're just
remind me
ramping
how
up
long that is. Is it 2 years?
On average, 2 years. Kind of depends on
Right.
where you go and whatnot. But yeah,
Right. Yeah. I mean, maybe he would come back, but considering that he wasn't like a top-level player in, like a full-time top-level player at least, though he did play on a top-level team, it does seem unlikely. So, he's a lovely guy, though, that's been around for a long, long time. So,
he was a beast in Overwatch, right?
he was astonishingly good in early Overwatch. Yeah, really, really sick player. And like just a fun player to watch as well because he would turn around unwinnable scenarios with his like clutch mechanics. Not like we're not talking across the entire spectrum of Overwatch, the greatest of all time hit scan player or something, but like early doors, like this kind of play in the spot where you should just never win this. He's just owning people. For the time period, this was like exceptionally good.
Nice.
All right, let's talk about some of the Gen.G stuff. Gen.G have made some roster moves. They've added a couple of players. They've added Efina and they've added Raxcal. We've heard from Arnold about like he was addressing the failures of the team and the long-term vision. And just a TLDR, what he was saying, he was like, we have Texture. Texture made a commitment to this squad. And so our short-term goal has to be to win right now and pair it with a long-term goal of being successful in the future, bringing up the Gen.G Academy player. I can't remember his name at this point. I don't know if you do, Chobra, off the top of your head.
Raxcal.
No.
Oh, you mean you mean
the
Siesta.
guy who's like 14 years old or something that they signed.
They signed the other day.
He's farming up. You mean the one that's already farming up on onside gaming?
Yes.
Because they loaned
Yes.
him. Yeah, Siesta. Yeah. That's
Siesta, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they've got this guy as their long-term plan who is phenomenally talented and I think becomes available next year or something.
He
like late
should
next
be
year?
with the changes next year as well. He should be available.
Oh,
yeah.
right, of course. Yeah, the changes. And so what Arnold was saying basically is that they have a short-term plan to actually win right now or at least play a damn lot better and, be good to Texture basically on the commitment that he made to the team. But it's going to be paired with a long-term plan to actually like integrate Siesta and be good for next year. But in terms of this year, I guess if we just focus on the short term, how are you feeling about Gen.G? That's not a great face you're making there, DMV. It doesn't fill me with confidence.
Well, again, if we're talking about Pacific and we're talking about like making essentially at this point in the year it's like make champs or failure essentially, right? You've already got like Paper X are already guaranteed going. You've then got one of Nongshim or T1, will be the next in points almost certainly, and then there's a pretty big drop off to fourth. The thing is, like, I can see like again the middle of the pack in Pacific, I think is going to be pretty tough from like where they were. Is it possible Gen.G can rise? Like, yeah, maybe, but as you can see, they're on one champ point. They ain't making it off that, obviously. So they're going to have to finish in the top 2. Are they going to definitely be better than, all of those other teams above them? And maybe a good tier 2 team, who knows? Like, I don't think it's very likely. Even if, I mean, like, they'd have to literally return back to, the 2024 version of themselves, pretty much.
Yeah.
Something close to it. And they're miles off that right now.
Yeah.
Early 25, if they could dial back the clock
sure.
a year and a half, they'd still
like
be there as well.
Toronto Gen.G, sure, yeah.
Early Toronto Gen.G as well.
Early Toronto
because even
Gen.G.
the later Toronto Gen.G was not.
Yeah.
It was it. Yeah, it's tough.
Yeah,
Dude,
I think.
it's
Oh yeah,
Go on,
go
you go.
ahead.
I was gonna say it looks pretty rough in Pacific for just points, man. Like there's so many people that have to get top 2. It's essentially, I mean,
It's wrapped up.
You could almost get rid of it with Full Sense and Global. Like I feel like the other teams would have to mess up so bad in terms of T1 Nongshim, and then there's so many teams that just have to get top 2.
Yeah,
You're really hoping that Paper X just relax themselves.
Yeah, absolutely. And they're already through. Like they're
Right.
absolutely guaranteed.
Yeah, it's weird because Gen.G, like I'm looking at this, I'm going, yeah, dude, this is upgrades. Like this is good. Like I'll be honest, I didn't love Lakia IGL at all. I didn't like Karen on Senti. Like if I get rid of both of those two, I'm pretty sure that's an upgrade. So that's good. But in terms of like what they need to achieve, yeah, it is rough. Like it's not good. But I think it's a better chance than what they had originally.
So if we zoom out a bit, Chobra, how confident are you in the more long-term thing that Arnold's talking about? So if we're saying in the short term, like maybe this is the right move, but holy shit, like you have to climb the mountain in one jump, it's crazy. So, but if we're talking about the long term of getting Ziesta in for next year, of building from this core that they have currently, like, do you see a world where they inspire enough confidence to be able to even like keep the talent that they currently have? Because that is the real like next goal for them. Texture's under contract until the end of next year, but Karen isn't. Karen's contract ends this year. So how, like, what do you see being realistic as the outcome for this squad?
I mean, I think they have to be shooting to keep Karen as well, right? The way I see it is because unless you can convince me that you also have somebody already in mind that will fulfill a very, very reliable IGL role, like going to next year, maybe Efina, proves that, coming back to tier 1 as well. Unless that happens, you'd have to kind of be, the brand would have to be that we've got cracked players, right? We got Texture, we got Karen on Comfort, we got Siesta, right? That has to be the core that you're moving forward with. And you would need Karen to instill that confidence. So I think they'd have to perform well enough or at least have a playbook that allows them to just express themselves kind of freely and give that freedom so that, people like Karen feel comfortable saying like, you know what, I trust in this team, I trust in the coaching staff again, like I want to play with these guys again. Could they do it? Yeah, sure. Like I'm told that Efina's calling has improved a lot. How much we'll have to wait and see, right? And how much of that gels with Solo, we'll have to wait and see as well. I mean, Efina's been around for a long time as well, so he knows Solo, like they know each other, so hopefully that should make it a bit smoother. Can you give us a
little history reminder of Efina, because he hasn't been at the tier 1 level in so long.
No.
I've got to be honest, I've forgotten about him.
Yeah, so Efina used to, he played from the very beginning. He was on the sister team, Quantum Strikers and TNL Esports. That was sister team to Vision Strikers way back when. So he's been an OG. If for those who don't remember, like they used to be the rival to Vision Strikers. Then he kind of went full streamer mode. So he was on F4Q, he was on Team IM, he was just doing the streamer team thing. But then he came back to T1 Academy, and I'll be honest, when that happened, I was like, I mean, dude, you've been kind of out of the game for a little bit. You've just been chilling. Like, I don't know what T1's doing. But he actually was putting up really, for a while, he was actually leading the team with like good numbers and leadership in the Sentinel role. Then he switched to Initiator, and the numbers don't look good. But that's when I'm told that he's learned a lot of the IGLing again in the current meta. So I assume he'll go back to Senti and still call. And then like Ash can go to Initiator, and Raxcal will be the Flex Duelist. So, like, the roles should work out better, right? But, I mean, we'll see. We'll see. But I will say, the one respect I will give Efina is he comes back after being on stream teams and meme teams and actually puts up numbers, grinds all the way through an academy system, and then gets back on a tier 1 team. Like, you got to respect the grind for sure.
Yeah. Respect to him. Let's move on to talking about some of the people that they are going to be fighting against if they end up in play-ins rather than playoffs, which is absolutely possible for this Gen.G team if they play anything like they have been this year. We already have some of the Pacific teams that have qualified to play-ins. We've got a team that won through the SEA Challengers circuit, and that's Sharp Esports. That's really cool. Then there was a team that was fighting with them in SEA that ended up going to the LCQ, who went through, called 555. And so you actually have 2 Thai teams that have qualified now for Pacific play-ins with, I think there's another one that comes through Korea and one that comes through.
And Japan.
Japan?
Mhm.
Right.
That is
So this is remind me, this is Sharper? Okay. So this is
Sharper.
Sharper. We've seen PTC before at Champions 2021 because he played for Full Sense way back when they were like were they a
KO
full tie
god.
team? They played against Fnatic and Cloud9.
yes.
They were in that group, I remember.
That was
'cause I
the
was quite
John
excited about
Olsen.
them.
Yeah, him
Yes,
and
John
John Olsen, the tie
Olsen.
team. Yep, the duo.
John Olsen. And now we have a tied Laz instead of a Japanese Laz.
Yep.
This is good news for Primi though, right? He doesn't have to learn another language, and there might be a lot of up and comers for the
Yeah.
future. Realistically, that's how I'd be looking at this, being like, oh, okay, this is actually pretty good. There's a good amount of talent out there, and that you would be able to make a tied team that should be able to hold themselves at the top. Not saying that Full Sense are fully out of it. It's just feeling a little bit doomer after London, but it's good for the scene for sure.
Let's have a look at 555 as well, Kurt, if you wouldn't mind. The team that they played against in the grand finals. And then 555 went through the LCQ and qualified. Surf is the big name that
Surf's
you'd
a
probably
beast.
remember.
Yeah.
He was kind of like the new rookie-ish player that was being added into the title. Now, I can't even remember. What was the name of that team at that time? Were they called Zersha?
Zersha.
Right.
Yeah, he joined when it was Zersha.
And he was the replacement for Padifan or something, and was like coming in and playing some
Yes.
duelist, some
He
sentinel.
was the
and...
cracked duelist, yeah.
But he wasn't
Yep.
always playing. He was sometimes benched, I seem
Yeah.
to remember.
Yes. Yeah, he
So,
kind of struggled a little bit. But I would say that Endoist is the one to really look at. Like he's kind of the upcoming prodigy for Thailand. Like a lot of the other ones that we're talking about are like, okay, they've had their peaks. We'll see if they can get back to it. Endoist is the guy that's been putting up numbers. And numbers wise, like he's been putting up just as crazy stats as Siesta has, obviously just in different leagues. So we'll see. We'll
Holy
see if he can
lightning
actually put
fast.
I was gonna say,
Another-
shout out to Lightning Fast, man. He's doing good out there. Holy.
Yeah. So is this one from the LCQ? It must be, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I remember looking at the SEA calls and his stats weren't as high, but that's cool to see that he was, in like a bit more of like an open field. He was really having big impact. Are there favorites that we know of to come out of the Korea and Japanese qualifiers, Jobber?
Korea, originally you would have thought Onside Gaming, which is where Siesta's currently playing on loan, but they like fumbled their upper finals against Arret Gaming. So we'll see if they can bring it back. Honestly, Arret's got some of the other names that have like been around in challenges for a couple of years now. So I guess it wouldn't be shocking, but I think you'd still be expecting Onside just because of, if anything, like Siesta and maybe Cloudy and Wolverine, like that core, because they're just mechanically very, very good.
Do you know anything about the Japanese qualifiers as well? I know I'm putting you on the spot here, but I just to be clear, I don't.
I was looking at it. I was looking at it earlier. The Japanese teams, I believe, funny enough, all 4 teams have a Korean or 2 in them, so it's like half Challengers
classic.
Korea. You've got a lot of ex-Nongshim players. You've got Margaret on QT.
Margaret,
Dig.
dude,
Yeah,
holy
you've
shit!
got
Wait, which
freaking
team does Margaret
Persia.
play for?
Margaret plays on QT with PKM, so I'm very
astonishing.
partial to these guys. Euron's there as well from Zeta Division.
Yeah.
But then on Reject, you've got Depp and Persia playing there. So, and then Jeremy, who's
Jeremy's
also been
Oh
Holy.
man,
Dude,
Depp,
Jeremy's
Persia, and
been-
Jeremy.
Jeremy's been farming it up, but I see a lot of people get hyped about this. He used to farm it up when he played in Challengers Online before too. Like he's cracked online. He just buckles under the pressure. So we'll see. I mean, they've definitely got talented players, as we've often seen before. It's just a matter of whether they can put it up, against other teams when they go to international performances.
Okay, I mean that's going to be exciting to see. I am excited for play-ins. I think the play-ins, like, we're probably going to be a bit exhausted by the time it gets there because we'll have been watching some shit tier 1 games. But I think they're going to be exciting because anytime you get a tier 2 team in there that has the like passion to beat a tier 1 team, and the tier 1 teams are shit in their pants because no one wants to lose to the tier 2 teams, I think that is going to be fun. I think that's going to be like pretty high pressure actually.
Yeah,
Especially the first games, like those tier 1 teams who've been shit in the bed,
Yes.
out of form against what should be in form tier 2 teams feeling good. Like there is some potential big embarrassments coming there for some tier 1 teams.
It's like it's a taster of what should be happening next year as well. So that will be cool. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it'll be very fun. Let's do some power rankings, shall we? Let's do and I think very quick power rankings
Yes,
as well.
because we've got a gazillion games to predict as well.
Well, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
The Pacific and EMEA are doing a bajillion million games, aren't they? But I think just having a rough idea of where we're expecting teams to settle would be a decent.
Sure. This is where we think they're going to place.
Yeah,
Sure.
yeah.
Sure.
Okay. All right.
I think roughly. Because,
Yeah,
you know,
roughly.
the thing, well, but the thing to take into account as well is like, for PaperX, like PaperX should be a clear number one, but because they
Yeah.
don't care,
No.
I think it is quite reasonable to not put them number one in this
Yeah.
ranking.
I think we put them 7.
7 is
Whoa,
insane.
whoa,
What are you
whoa,
talking
whoa,
about?
whoa.
I think PaperX like if you think about it logically, should be putting, Jing on Harbor. They should be putting something on.
No.
They should.
No.
Why would they show anything?
You-
Slick?
you-
They've
you-
already
you would,
made it to champs.
No, you would at least show like a couple of stuff that looks like it could be feasible, so that teams then start anting away.
I would say I wouldn't even. They shouldn't even be practicing. They've just been to EWC
you-
in
you
London.
de-
They've had no break.
have-
They
but
should
they have
literally
to.
just take a 4-week break.
4 weeks is it's
take a
insane
full
time
break.
to take
But
a
dude,
break.
Okay, but even if they
chill.
take, even if they take a 4-week break during groups, you don't think they would get higher than 7th in the
That's what I
eventual
mean. I
bracket?
feel like-
yeah, they would make the run. They would.
I think
they
without
just would.
without practice, they come at top 4 still.
Yeah.
Top 4.
Yes,
Yeah,
I think
top
so.
4.
I think the only teams
Look
they're
at the
losing to are
players.
T1, maybe like a full sense or an informed DRX. And I feel disrespectful even putting them in 4th with no practice.
Right, I can't put I can't put DRX above them. Can you put at least
Yeah,
put
I
them
wouldn't
thirds
put
just so I feel a
DRX.
little bit better?
Yeah, I think that's fine.
There we go. This is
I think 3rd is extremely fine.
I don't know who else we're putting above
I think
them,
T1 should be number 1 personally. Now, I think we should have a
Without
conversation
Carpe?
about the roster move. But T1 were the best. T1 were the best team of stage 1 outside of PaperX.
Yep.
They had the fumble, obviously, but like over the whole of stage 1, T1 were the second best team alongside PaperX. If you don't believe in the roster change, I can understand that. But it's either them or Full Sense, isn't it? If we're not talking PaperX.
They didn't go EWC, right? T1.
No,
No.
Okay, then they have the extra time. Then yeah,
that's true. Yeah, they did have the time.
Yeah, sure.
That's fair.
I'm actually
Yeah.
looking back at this. I think Gen.G have a chance. God, Pacific is rough.
What?
Whoa,
There's
Jill.
No, not Gen.G 2. I'm not stupid. I'm saying that if Gen.G end up being good, there is a chance.
Like actually good though, like returning to where they used to be
Right.
incredibly good.
If PaperX don't try, how many good teams are here?
if
How many
Team
good,
Secret's the
reliable
only one
teams are
showing
there
up,
here?
They have a chance
One?
too. I mean, this
One?
It's not just what I
One?
think.
There is one good, reliable team if PaperX don't try.
And what that's T1 for you. You're the
Yeah.
biggest T1 of frauds guy of all
I
time.
know.
one reliable team. I mean, yeah.
I think Full Sense will be reliable in the stage day in day out kind of environment. I think what
Right.
we witnessed from them at London was like they fell through their floor.
Yeah, I mean, I
Sure,
can agree with that.
I'm,
With
I'm
that-
happy
that-
to put them second. I'm not against you. I'm
Oh.
just saying that.
I don't want to do Chobra's job for him here, but I feel like Nongshim.
You want
Thank
Nongshim up
you.
there?
Well, I was waiting for some. I mean, come on. They've been working on their roles. They've been working on their roles.
X-Ross is on Phoenix. That's all I wanted.
I
I should
think
put him
that's
in 1
fine.
probably.
Sure.
I mean, I don't think they should
Sure.
be one. I don't
I'm
think
not
they should be
against it.
one.
I've got nothing. Sure, put them up there. I genuinely, they're all frauds to me.
I think with Nongshim and Full Sense, it really just comes down to like who you just have more faith in, really, between the two. Like who chokes less in the important moments. I think that's really probably what it comes down to.
Well,
The
Full
thing-
Sense have absolutely
Oh, no, yeah,
like,
this is right.
ruined the faith that people have had in them at London.
Right, but I guess if you're considering the coaching change, right, then
Yeah,
you're just
yeah.
wondering, how much faith you put in that.
So if
I am.
if PaperX take their foot off the pedal and start losing, then the other two will realize that PaperX are going to go through from points and that they have
And
to
they
get
have
top
to.
2. So
Yep.
T1 Nongshim should be like really wanting it. So I kind of think that this right now, top 3 is cooking.
I
Yeah,
think it's
that's
good.
fine.
But there
Well,
are
Full
two
Sense
Then I
teams
would
that
and
go,
just put Full Sense fourth. Full Sense fourth.
Yeah,
then.
yeah, yeah.
there are two teams that go through on points, though. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Two teams
PaperX
are
are
going
one, and then
third.
those two will fight
yeah.
it out for the other one.
Yeah.
Right.
If they don't make
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah. But this is
I'm
we're
happy
just
with
thinking
full
like,
sense
what's
four.
the final placement going to be, right? Like not thinking about the points, etc. So
Yeah,
let's
Stage
not
two.
make it so that the top 4 teams are literally the champs teams, because I think
yeah.
I
That's
think
too
that
much.
ends up getting very metagamey.
Yes.
I do think there's a chance that we see KRX have some kind of read on how they want to play, with given that they've had a fairly long break.
Mm.
Yeah, they always make
Okay.
champs.
Like
Yeah.
I think they're very good with time, basically. Like if you give them time and a patch change, which is what they currently have, they normally come up with something good. And right now, they haven't played. The last game that they played was on the 30th of May. They've had all of this time to watch people play in London. They could have watched people play in EWC. They've been scrimming against people.
Sure.
I feel pretty decent about having some faith in KRX.
Yeah.
Sure.
When you say some faith, you're thinking fifth right here, or
Yeah. I'm
You're thinking
fifth.
you're thinking a fraudulent group stage run into
man.
the classic.
Wait,
Yeah.
are you? So you're just automatically lower on RQ and GE then? Just given.
Oh, I'm down on RRQ. I was gonna. Do you want a hot take? What if
No.
RRQ were on the bottom row?
Whoa.
I'm okay with that.
But
actually.
who out of this line do you
Vero.
put above them?
Actually, maybe even
Either
Team Secret.
DFM or Vero.
I don't think RRQ are going to go that far down.
I could see it happening, but
I could see it happen. I
But
could see it
that
happen.
also means that Gen.G and Varel would have to overperform. Remember, we've got Gen.G just kind of like chilling here.
Well, maybe
Gen.G
GE
have to look better.
underperforms.
No,
I-
of course
said
Gen.G
GE's
have to look
nuts.
better. But if we were genuinely ranking this based off stage 1, Gen.G would be bottom 2, wouldn't they? Maybe,
Yeah,
like
yeah,
bottom
yeah.
3.
but I do think their changes are like big. I'm not saying first, second big, but I'm saying like maybe sixth big.
Right, but we're still banking on 2 teams overtaking RRQ in order for them to fall into 9th.
Yeah.
I mean,
Could
okay, let's do GE
Could
first
happen.
then, because
Could
I'm
happen.
much lower on GE now. But
Oh
I
yeah,
mean,
we haven't talked about the elephant
yeah.
in the room.
Yeah,
Address me.
a couple elephants apparently, but
Yeah.
So let's get a quick gut check. Global without Frost, definitely worse.
yes,
Is it more worse because of how it's happened?
no,
No.
Okay.
no. But I think it's just worse.
Right.
I just like they have the firepower, but it's just going to be a typical case of a Pacific team that has firepower, that has a couple good calls. You have a decent IGL who has good gut checks, but so does a lot of other teams, and you won't have the other kind of like edges that you have on a couple of maps and things like that, in my opinion.
Mm.
Did G
Okay.
end up hiring someone for
Assistant coach.
Frost's?
We haven't heard.
Okay.
GE? Yeah, they've tried to. They've put Platoon to head coach, and they did. There is a report that they're hiring an assistant coach.
Okay.
Yes, there's a
it's-
report. Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
Xavi and Patman's old coach.
Oh yeah, it's their
Yes.
old coach. Yeah.
Yeah.
They're doing the nepotism
mean-
thing.
Yep. And I mean,
I saw
listen,
someone saying that they're doing a team secret and starting another family business, which I thought was very
Yeah.
funny.
Yeah.
That is really funny. We finally just got rid of the other one.
Yeah.
I don't think it's gonna be as bad as what other people think. I think I'm higher up on GE than probably others. I would say
Well, can you quantify that?
a 7th.
Ooh.
Oh, I was thinking.
Do you want to put
8 or
Gen.G above
9.
global?
Yeah,
I would put them 7. I'm fine with that. Put them 7.
I would be. I just gotta have faith when Karen goes to smokes that it all looks good.
Man, I think RQ might do better than GE though. Like, I think RQ will still just be okay.
I would be thinking about swapping Gen.G and RRQ. I'm okay with Global
Whoa.
being at 7th, but I would be
Gen.G
like,
and
it is
RRQ.
kind of like if you would. I don't know. It's stupid to say this because we have seen it, but like if you hadn't seen Gen.G, if you were a fan that came in a year and a half ago at Toronto,
Yeah.
you would have never known that this Gen.G was anything other than kind of a bad team.
Sure, but we're not. We've seen
But they
3
have
of them.
3?
But they have 3 decent players that we know about. I
Who's
think
the third?
dude. I mean, Ash is good
Ash?
if he's not on.
Ash on comfort.
If he's not on
Sure.
smokes.
Which
yeah,
he's not.
yeah.
Well-
no, I think you're right.
He's
there.
not right.
He
shouldn't be, he shouldn't be.
Surely.
He
Dude,
can't
it's
be
three
that.
three decent players. You've now got a caller who has to be better than Lakia because look at what we saw. and then they go in double duelist, right?
I mean,
They should be.
sure. You're saying he has to be better than Lakia.
Bro,
I
you
mean,
can't
if
call
I
worse than
came
that.
in, I'd be worse than Lakia. It's possible.
Sure, it would. Yeah, it would be. I agree. But that's,
I mean, you would be, but come
you're not
on,
the. You
give
weren't
a-
the best example to fight up against. Yeah, I agree.
I don't agree with RQ all the way up in 6th. The
No.
most I would give RQ is like 7th or 8th, maybe lower. Like
Okay, so
that's where I
who
would
do
put
you feel confident about having at 6th?
No
mean,
one. I don't feel
I'm-
confident, but
What if
them.
we
Yeah,
left it blank?
nobody really.
Most confident.
It's a
then?
mess.
Troby, you answer this. Go on.
Yeah,
on, Joe.
come
on.
I mean,
Who would you
honestly,
put at
Gen.G, I guess at that point.
Nice.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
are voting
All right,
for
no,
it.
I've been
yeah,
outvoted
yeah.
then. I've been
But
outvoted.
RQ
Yeah,
well,
fuck this
Yep.
guy.
Yeah, fair enough. Varel have made some roster moves that are
Yeah.
actually like
Foxy
fairly
9 is
decent.
carrying them up to 8.
Yes, that's what I think. That's
Up
what I
to
think.
He's carrying them up to 8.
This guy is determined to get RRQ in the bottom row.
RQ in the bottom.
Right,
This
let
could
me give you the RRQ slander, okay?
Go on,
They
go
have
on.
one good result in stage 1. They squeaked past the Zeta division. They squeaked past Varel. They got destroyed by T1. Okay, they beat Full Sense. They squeaked past DFM. They lost to Global, beat DFM in playoffs, and then lost to T1. Basically, they played one okay game against Full Sense, and then the rest were either against some of the worst teams in the whole time that they were squeaking past. And Gen.G was still playing well, so there wasn't even an excuse of that. Their best player was still fragging, and they're shite.
They've also made a roster change to get rid of their most underperforming player during that
Yeah,
stage.
yeah.
And how did he do in
Yeah.
EWC?
Don't know, didn't look badly. I'm assuming based
I
on your
mean-
tone, like I know better.
Yeah, it didn't go well. That is true.
Okay.
Whatever. Keep him
Listen,
in the bottom.
I'm just saying, if you put him down there, on your head be it. I'm not having this screenshot associated with me with RRQ in the bottom row when they
You
were
will.
up in, like 5th or something.
You will.
I think.
When they come 5th, who gives a fuck? No,
I think
they were slightly wrong about RRQ. It's not like
Slightly.
they make
5th to
changes,
9th is a bloody big difference.
I think we at least put them 8th. I can't get on board with it. I think Varel 9th is like us doing a niceness. Well, dude, I thought TMB was on his own. Go on, Chobi.
no.
Take the reins.
I think Varel gets 8th. Like get into top 8.
Over who?
But I would.
Gosh, you
I'm
love
also lower
Foxy
on
9.
both.
Come on.
I'm also both lower on GE and RQ. So
Okay, but wait, would you put them above? If you had to choose, who would you put them above? Both or?
I mean, I'd be fine with even Varel 7th, but that'd be hopium. So I'd be fine with Varel 8th, RQ 9th. You know.
Dude, going from Gen.G Varel being 2 of the worst. Yeah, look at the subtitle. Varel haven't won a VCT match this year. They are a shadow of their former
Yo,
self when they were in Ascension.
Foxy
I'm watching this
9.
team and they are lost. Horrible IGLing, no identity,
Foxy 9.
no clue what they're doing.
But you
He's
love
back.
Foxy 9.
He's
Yeah, but he's
back
not
with a
gonna get.
vengeance.
He's not gonna get him like 6 wins or whatever they need to hit.
It's crazy. We're just living in pure copium world for Gen.G and Varel right now.
Yeah, I agree. It feels
No,
like a
but
two. It feels like a
okay, but
2v2 right now.
Hear me out. I think
I'm not that high on
Varel
that.
has a better chance against play-in teams than RQ in that matchup specifically. I think Varel would.
The team
thrive
that
there.
hasn't won a match.
Yeah, but but they destroyed the tier 2 teams.
RRQ has had no reason to play tier 2 teams because they've been trying to get the globals.
Yeah, but they choke. In any ounce of pressure, they choke.
Yeah, but then they're not gonna choke.
They
to
play a
get
tier 2
ninth.
team. There's an ounce of pressure.
I mean, it's
Guys,
true.
we can't put
but-
Varel.
I think.
eighth.
Hear me out about the other argument.
Go on.
Remember earlier in the year when DFM were actually a competent team.
I'm more on board with
Yeah.
this. Yeah.
What if they became a competent
Oh.
team again?
They just
Are you not
haven't
having
been.
it, Trouble?
They just haven't. been.
No. I think DFM will just.
What? They
give us
literally
hope
this
for
year were
one
like- where did they
match
finish in
again-
kickoff?
2
It was
matches.
kickoff. It was only kickoff.
kickoff.
At no point in
That's
stage
one
one.
out of 2 of the stages that we've had.
Yeah, and they were still only like
5th,
what
6th.
were they? Like a 6th place team, and then
Yeah.
they dropped down to being an 11th place team, and you're like, hey, what if they got back up to being 6th?
6th.
Yeah. But you
Whereas
fucking-
RRQ have literally been fucking like top in Pacific before. You're like, oh well, no, there's no chance that they'll make it
They're
back
so
up.
fucking vision strikers.
Vision's trying.
Hey, come on now.
All right, this was supposed to be a fast power ranking. I'm backing off. So
Sure,
if this
keep
is
it
a
like this.
2v1,
I'm not even joking. If you switch Zeta and Team Secret, then I think we're good.
I would definitely put Secret above Zeta.
Yeah.
I think
Cool.
Secret,
yeah,
could do even better, but that's.
I think
opium,
Secret might
so-
even be better than DFM.
Yes. Yes.
But,
agreed.
Sure.
All right.
Wow.
We hate
You know
Japan.
what? You might as well
Some
turn
things just
Zeta
never
Division upside
change.
down at this point.
Don't turn
So is
that
Team
damn thing
Secret
upside
better
down.
than Varel?
No, I don't think so.
No. I don't know if they're better than Varel. They could place better. I mean, Varel's just such a volatile team, honestly, that like I could see them going anywhere from 7th all the way to 12th. Like honestly, so 9 is fine, I think.
Yeah. Lock it in.
When Varel don't win a VCT match in stage 2 as well, we're going to revisit this. Okay, so we've given you some idea of where we think. The problem is it is really volatile because it's right at the beginning of a stage and there's been a lot of time off for a lot of these teams and they made a lot of roster moves. So let's be even stupider and predict some of these matches based on absolutely no evidence as well. You can also vote on one of these for our Pacific Match of the Week, which we'll decide as we go through them based on which one we think the best actual game is. You can check our community tab to vote on the Pacific Match of the Week.
Paper X T1, no? Even if Paper X don't try, I mean, just...
Yeah,
Probably
should be that, yeah.
It probably
Yeah.
should be. Yeah.
Yeah.
Go on then. We'll do that one as Match of the Week. But that one is later on in the week, so we've got plenty to get to before we get to the Match of the Week, actually. We're going to start with what would have been a bottom of the barrel game in stage 1, but who the hell knows now? It's Gen.G versus Zeta Division.
Off to a great start, gentlemen.
Right. Phenomenal.
I feel great about this.
If this was stage 1,
What has Minnie told you?
What do you mean?
Like, you
No,
feel
that's
great
me.
about this. How can you feel great when you haven't seen them play in months?
Because
I feel
Karen's
great
back on
about this.
smokes.
Minnie must have told you.
Zeta
It's
haven't changed
giant.
anything. We're good.
what is your source for Karen is back on smokes, by the way? You keep saying it.
Wasn't he doing it in the
Common
EWC
sense?
qualifier? I felt like I saw it.
Oh, was
Yeah,
he?
I wasn't just talking.
I think so. He
They
went
played
back to, and that was before the
non-shim.
roster change. That was before the roster change.
Okay.
played
yeah, that was
non-shimmy
the
playing
30 that was the
smokes, yeah.
31st of May. Okay,
Yeah, but
yeah,
with the
all right,
new,
fair enough.
yeah, with the
God,
roster
They aren't
change.
stupid. They
Yeah,
aren't
so it's
that
had
stupid.
2
They
They
maps
aren't
on smokes.
stupid. I mean, this is the whole reason we're having this discussion is because Karen was playing Sentinel and Phoenix. Anyway,
Okay, yeah,
another
that is-
game coming up that would have
that is
been
good.
bottom of the barrel, but now we're actually saying is like bottom third of the barrel. So we've got Team Secret versus Varel.
Oh, this is
Ooh,
Nice.
I like
This is
this.
We've gone
Yeah.
50-50, and actually it's exactly 50-50 split based on who was gassing up Varel versus who was not gassing up Varel.
yeah, it's
In the power ranking. So, can we all agree that this version of Team Secret looks like it has more promise? Like, even the
Yes.
Varel believers
Yeah,
were
yeah.
expecting Secret to be a bit better, yeah?
Way
Yeah,
better.
I agree that without seeing them, this is a 50-50 game. So I'm glad that
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
it's gone this way. Yeah,
Okay.
Team Secret should be. I mean, but again, I mean, the bar is in the floor. Saying Team
Yeah.
Secret should be better is like, what do you want me to do?
But they were like towards
It's like
the
saying
end.
Liz Truss wasn't a good prime minister.
Towards the end, they were looking better and better, and
Yeah.
they got a win. So I don't know, man. I
Wasn't it
feel good.
only, I thought it was only one game where they looked better.
Yeah, they got the win. Oh, well, if we when
Yeah.
they beat Gen.G twice,
When they
yeah.
beat Gen.G.
This
yeah.
was the one that I was thinking of.
Oh,
That's
well, they
big
got a
win.
map off Nongshim as well, didn't they? On
Yes.
on Fracture.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm just looking back at it now. to
Jesus,
refresh my
silver
memory.
linings, holy.
Yeah.
Nah, this is good. I'm telling you, they got a bit of momentum. Even though they lost the EWC qualifiers, this is a good thing about EWC because you can just be like, "Oh, it's Mickey Mouse if you want to," and then if you win it, you go,
Yeah,
"Oh,
and it
most
matters when I
serious
wanted
tournament
to."
ever." Yeah, exactly. So if you're Team Secret, you just go, "Mickey Mouse doesn't matter. It's fine."
Yeah. 100 Thieves fans are out in the street with their trumpets. Meanwhile, everyone else like fucking got the clown
yeah.
ears on, clown nose.
Yeah, exactly that.
Okay, so what a barn burner of a start for Pacific, by the way, with these two matches to open up. Holy!
This could be, I think this could be alright, man.
Spicy
I'm alright.
Thursday
No,
night.
this is what you got to do.
I'm
You got
hoping.
to put these games on first when not everyone doesn't know what's going on. So
Right.
the people
True.
are like, oh, don't put it on later when everyone knows their shit.
Yeah, no, valid. And they might be good. They might be good. But this
Yeah.
third game, I think, will be good. This is
Yeah,
Full
yeah.
Sense playing against Nongshim Red Force. And this one... What?
Oh, wait.
Oh, that's
Chobra.
kind of crazy from us.
I couldn't even.
I mean,
remember
dude,
that.
until Nongshim proves to me that they can consistently beat Frost, it just doesn't happen. Frost just has their number.
I
Like,
thought
I
it was the
just-
only one.
Right.
I think that's kind of big. I think that's kind of big. Like if the players listen to Frost, I just think, despite the role changes, it's still the prep goes in favor, and the fact that Nongshim obviously playing most recently until in EWC, so they don't have the time to like retool for stage 2.
They're at a
Literally
map
played a game yesterday.
disadvantage because they have to.
So
all
all
the
of
EWC
that-
teams have to ban Summit.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah,
Exactly.
that's true.
So
Yeah.
that makes the draft easier. You can target the maps. I think just timing and everything, it goes in favor. It goes in favor of Frost, let alone Primy. But
yeah.
But in terms of Preds, we probably should have been at most 3-1 on this one, right? Like, this is
Yes,
much more of a
probability-wise.
50-50 actual, like, game rather than... Or maybe not 50-50, but, like, even if you think Full Sense are going to win, it's not.
I'd say it's like a
Large
60-40. I'd say like a 60-40 full sense, but I just
because of the
lean
veto
towards
stuff.
that. Yeah, the veto, the timing, and all that.
They should be 1-0 up because of Summit or
Yep.
one map that they can just anti. But we've spoken about the anti before with Frost, and then it doesn't. But that was
true.
kind of global crumbling as well. So I don't know. I don't know. I don't feel great about this. I'll be honest.
I'm excited to watch it, though. I'm excited to see what Frost does with this team, because back when he used to coach this squad, they hadn't solidified their identity as much underneath him. So, like, they didn't have extremely set, like, Primy is the guy and we all work around to, it was a bit more of a process where he kind of ended up becoming the guy, but was on lots of different stuff while Frost was with him.
And now he's on duelist as well, which in theory, Frost has at least said that was trying to do back when he was on the team as well. So I feel like he's coming back into the team, and that's like a big win because it's one of the best in the world. So
Okay, next game coming up. Oh, sorry, go on, Chopra.
Yeah, for everyone, I'm pretty sure Nongshim is like 0-6 against Frost. So like, I'm not even talking out of my ass. Like they just never have beaten him as a coach. So and he's going back to comfort
He's trying
players.
to curse this thing so hard.
Yeah, he's really doubling
Joe,
down
we know
on
what you're
everything.
doing,
You think I want to live in a
We know
world
what
where
you're
Frost
doing.
can always just come up to me and be like, "Your team's absolute trash"? I don't want to live in that world, but it just happens 2 years in a row. Like that's not my fault. Once the players prove it otherwise, I'll be back on the train.
Okay, good. Let's move on to our next game. The next game is KRX playing against DFM. I'm feeling pretty good about DRX for the reasons that I mentioned earlier. What is if they were playing at their floor? What's the upset chance here? Like, could we see
playing
a
at their
game that's
floor.
really competitive?
If they're playing, I mean,
They're playing at the floor. They're not even favored. If they're playing the absolute floor.
Well,
Mate.
what is the worst that we've seen from KRX recently? It wasn't that bad.
the whole of groups, but somehow they won. The whole year, actually, to be honest with you, they've looked shit this whole year. Let's be fully honest. They don't know what the fuck they're doing. The amount of alt rounds where they just go, fuck it, just throw them in. Guys, you have no guns. We're 10 weeks into the year, and you guys are just doing stuff that is like shouldn't be happening ever. And I just see it non-stop, game after game after game, and people are losing to it. I don't know how. They looked so shit this year.
But they won their group.
Yeah, they won their group. They won their group somehow.
Right, yeah, but Josh, do you remember? I feel like the narratives around Gen.G and DRX might be quite different. Remember that overtime? We were watching it together, Lotus, and you were like heavy in on Gen.G for whatever reason. And you were
wanted to believe. I wanted a shred of belief.
And then they lost in OT. I feel like if that, like, we're talking about a 1917 OT game. Like, if they lose that, you're probably like, oh, Gen.G, it wasn't a complete disaster. DRX ended pretty bad. Like, the narrative changes. This team is dog. They're not. They're not that dog. We're guaranteeing them.
They were dog.
They're better than DFM.
I agree. They were dog. They were one of the shittest teams I've watched this year. But can they be good now? Probably. Yeah.
But they were also, even when they were playing, like, if we consider stage 1 to be their floor, they were still better than DFM.
No,
yeah,
DFM.
Well,
you think they weren't better than
in
DFM in
stage
1?
They were better in stage
their
1.
floor? Nah, I disagree. Mate, they're playing Chamber the same thing. 24 rounds. 12 rounds have been played.
Yeah, but DFM
next game
also...
they play the same thing. 12 rounds in a row. They use all their ults and ecos.
Yeah, but DFM's not a takes advantage of that. Like, that's, you know what I mean?
So,
like, it has to be relative.
DFM were crawling around the map, scared of every angle. Like, they.
Yeah, I agree.
I 2G Valorant.
I don't want them to win playing how they played. But here we go.
Okay. There's some genuine vitriol being spat here.
Bruh, I hated
For a
watching
team that we guaranteed. For a team that we
hated watching them this year. But I believe that they're actually going to do good now because there's no
Okay.
way I can see that stuff again.
All right. RRQ plays against Global Esports after this, and this is really going to be a tester. Because this is a team that's been at the top versus a team that almost made it to the top and then kind of has made some massive changes.
God,
So
this
two
is,
of us...
this is the Chobra hate derby. The two teams that he can't
It
stand
is.
right now.
Yeah. No, I'm done with both of these, honestly.
Who would have thought?
For the audio listeners, myself and Chobra have gone with RRQ, and TMV and Sliggy have gone with Global Esports. Chobra, I'm going to start with you. The RRQ pick. You've heard what TMV's opinions are on this team. Why do you think there's... Do you think, in fact, that they're still going to be good? Because you were fairly happy about putting them down at, like, 7th, 8th in the power rankings, so you can't think they're that great.
No, I don't think they're that great, but I think they will be more stable. I think they just have a better chance of winning out a best of 3, right? If it was a best of 1, yeah, maybe G's even favored, honestly, regardless of the draft. But I just think that they will have better protocols, better stability, and perhaps even better mental, honestly, with all the changes that happened on the G side as well. So, and you know, it's not like a playoff thing. It's not an international tournament. RQ always does well when it comes back to group stages. So I just think put a lot of faith in that.
For me, one of the big arguments is just, again, time that these teams have had with the changes
Also,
that they've
yeah.
had as well. Like, I know that RRQ were playing at EWC, but they have made the roster move like quite a while back. They've got a vision for what they want to do, and they've got a coach that knows what the vision is too, right? Whereas with Global, the changes that they've made are going to mix things up inherently, and I think it's going to take them a little while to figure it out, even if it does go well for them.
Yeah, I can see that. I don't. This is a hard one. This is like a 50-50 for me. I kind of went off the thought that Alex's GE results in EWC, and I just went, okay, they... this is the maddest coaching
Didn't they play
ever.
like shit?
Yeah. But that, I'm
Yeah.
thinking without going too into it, I'm thinking they're thinking, guys, we're in an okay spot for VCT. We've done good to qualify for this. Let's just focus on that.
Right.
Because I think
they
that's
tossed.
one of those tournaments. Yeah, I think
Right.
so.
Okay.
But that could be the craziest hopium ever. But that's where I'm at.
I
Because
mean,
if I was in a similar situation to them in terms of where it is, would I go all out for this tournament, probably come maximum 5th to 6th, or would I just bomb out here and just focus on VCT where I'm already in a good spot to already make champs?
If I may,
You've got to pick one or the other.
they were also, Frost also went on record when he was still on G during stage 1 when someone asked about EWC qualifiers and going into EWC, and he said, well, better ask head coach Platoon because EWC is all his thing. So I'm just saying,
really?
you got to look at both sides of the coin here.
Yeah, but that also implies that they weren't putting as much focus on it, right?
yeah,
Yeah,
that
I mean,
implies-
sure,
Yeah.
but
But
just,
also the
you know,
coach that's now the head coach, it
Yes.
was his entire job. So,
yeah.
so yeah, I mean, he fucked it.
We'll see.
It's over. TMV, I want to give you a chance to speak on Global. I've already heard your slander towards RRQ.
My thoughts on Global is they are going to be... This game, I feel like, is either going to be one of their best performances because they are very motivated to prove everyone wrong that they are still good, or they're going to try and make a ton of plays, get caught off a lot, die a lot, get frustrated, and not know how to bounce back. I think this game is incredibly important for Global. Like, not just... I mean, they play Full Sense next week as well. So these first 2 games, in terms of like a mental kind of aspect, I think are, big for how they do. Because if they lose this game and then lost to Frost and Full Sense, their mental is going to be in the fucking
they're
bin.
done.
But if they win both of them, they're going to think that they are the best team in the world.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
God, how much that
What a-
could change.
What a game that one's going to be. Next
Yeah.
week, totally.
Yeah, this is this is the appetizer for the main course next week.
Yeah.
With those teams. Let's get on to our match of the week, though. This is the one that you can vote on in the community tab this week.
Say it.
Match of the week! And that wasn't even the right thing, was it? It was match of the week. I think it was something like that.
There you go.
Anyway, surely we're not keeping this going during stage 2. This joke is
Many
dead.
matches of the week.
Bury the joke. Bury the joke.
It's like joke boat. The more you do it, the funnier it is.
Yes, of course it is. Yes, famously. PaperX plays against T1. These are the two best teams, in my opinion, of Stage 1, though it didn't actually play out like that in playoffs.
We're idiots, man.
Well, I mean, it follows the same logic as the power rankings.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that is our logic. Yeah.
I would love some Plat Chat historian to go back. Have we ever guaranteed against PaperX? Maybe when they're at their lowest during stage
think-
1, like before.
No, maybe still not.
Nah,
Toronto, but probably not.
I think I had their back then. I don't
Yeah.
think I let
Yeah.
it slip.
That's crazy.
This could be an all-time first.
Wow.
Dude, because I mean, PaperX should be so chill coming into this. Like, I'm expecting Mix. What are all of the agents that Forsaken needs to play? I'm expecting all of them
I think he
for,
still needs to
for
play
all three
Gecko,
maps.
doesn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Gecko,
think it's Gecko,
yes.
Mix.
Isn't
Did he
that
play
it?
a
Did he play
Viper? Or
Viper?
he played a Viper, right?
Yeah, he played a Viper.
Yeah.
What he
Yeah, that
hadn't
makes
played,
sense, yeah.
I think he'd only played like in a show match or something, Reina, but it still
Yes.
comes up on VLR. Like it wasn't an official VCT match, so maybe he could pull out a Reina as well, but I don't
Like,
know.
I'm expecting them to be very, very loose. The loosest of loose.
Mm.
Could they still win though? Should we
Yeah,
have at
yeah.
least
Oh yeah, they
no
can still win.
guarantee?
PaperX playing loose, it might be a buff.
Yeah, it might be crazy.
Honestly.
Is Alex going to be
Ooh.
full chill?
Oh,
Whole
no.
game, even if they're losing?
You don't think so?
No.
I think he will.
No.
Vibing?
Nah.
No, that's just not in him. During the match, he's never chill. I just don't
Yeah,
think
I
that he
agree.
can do it. Yeah.
Mm.
But the players, they will be just
Oh, they'll be
completely
chill.
vibing. They will be vibing on the stage.
Okay. Let's move on to the next game. Nongshim Red Force plays again against Gen.G, who also plays again.
Wow.
I think this one makes a lot of sense, though. Even if you're up on Gen.G.
Yes.
Yeah. We
Guaranteed against them
We've
and
done
then
some
for
shockers though. I feel like we have some shockers. Yeah, that's what I mean. We go against them and then for them. I don't know. I could see Gen.G winning this, but I could see Nongshim
Yeah.
winning the other one as well. So
Yeah.
these are horrible. These ones are horrible when you haven't seen anything and you're just like, well, we haven't seen teams for literally 6 weeks. Some of them.
You got to pick 2 of their games.
You're just gonna go for and it's double. You got to double down.
How do they
I
decide
just-
which teams play double at the beginning? That seems like it
I
is
have
a
no idea.
disadvantage.
I mean, especially for Nongshim, it does kind of
Yeah,
suck,
especially
right?
for
Because like
double
you're just
sequence,
coming
yeah.
back and then and then you have to play double. But I don't know how they do it. I don't know how the scheduling's done. But I think the flow that they've figured out with the role changes and Russ being secondary duelist and Francis going back to calling and being initiator should help a lot. I think that should help a lot.
Is there a trap game component here for Nongshim that they like should be prepping more for the game against Full Sense because they're the more dangerous opponent and they're coming up first, and then Gen.G gets to like sneak in with maybe a little bit less prep?
Yeah. Plus Gen.G have potentially an easy game against
Yeah.
Zeta, build some
Yeah.
confidence.
Yeah,
yeah,
it will be like that.
I could see that. All right, final game of the week though in Pacific is again 2 teams that have played already. It's KRX playing against.
Look at this
Team
fucking schedule for
Secret.
KRX, man.
Yeah,
They're
The
going.
schedule gods
they're
just
winning their
giving them the
group again.
fucking-
they're playing DFM and then Team Secret. If they don't go 2-0,
Yeah.
it's a shocker.
It's a disaster.
yeah. That's really
But
bad.
also, these are like this Team Secret should be better than the previous Team Secret. I could see it being a bit of a trap game thing again, where Team Secret have got like you know
Yeah.
No,
a
I
good
agree.
opportunity to land an
Especially
upset.
first week.
This is probably like the ultimate 70-30 game where you just like you have to give Team Secret fair just because they have so much potential. We haven't seen anything. DRX, I'm telling you, their floor's bad. But again, I'm expecting DRX to look a lot better because I just
He
can't
hates
believe he
this
can
team,
play
he's
this.
guaranteed
Right,
to
I really do.
So bad.
I really do, man. This whole year they pissed me off so much. Like they really did piss me off so much. Like I'm just watching Mako and I'm just like, mate, how am I rooting against you? Like I have 5 years I wanted you to have success and I'm just like, look at what has happened to this team. It's so annoying. But I'm expecting them to change my mind this year. Right here
What?
with this game.
Can we just the Team Secret versus Varel game? What would we have given that a 50-50? I mean, 2 of us predid Team Secret, 2 of us predid Varel.
I think
Do they?
Varel well, actually no. Honestly, I think that
Yeah,
is
I'd say
50-50.
it's a straight 50.
Okay.
okay. I give a very slight edge to Veril,
Okay.
like 55. Yeah.
But that also means then that we're living in a world where there's about a 15% chance that Team Secret go 2-0 this week.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
That's-
I think that's possible. Honestly,
That's a
Yeah,
stunner of a week for Team Secret if they manage.
I think Secret's gonna look a lot better. I just hope that they actually go like crazy. I hope they don't try to just play stable. I hope they lean into the couple players that they can
what
really
is that
rely on
group?
to. Oh,
What
don't
is
get
that
me!
group, man?
Don't get me
What is that
started
group?
on that group.
I mean, look at
man.
it. What has who does Termy know, bro? Paper Rex who aren't trying, and then DFM.
The
Secret
thing is,
Battle.
this was supposed to
Mad,
be
innit?
the group of death when they drafted it as well, because Paper X and T1 were over here, I think, and DRX on paper.
They
was
switched
like,
it.
you don't think? I think when they drafted it, I was looking at that group and
Well,
being like,
oh
God
yeah,
damn,
but I
everyone
was
will be in there.
upset at the time because T1 once again just gets
Wait, this
automatic
is-
like talk to.
This is
Yeah.
it is mad
Yeah.
when you think
T1.
about it. You got to look at
Yeah.
T1's group here, okay, and then on top of it, it's a race in terms of who gets the points, T1 or Nongshim, and then
Yep.
after Nongshim come back from EWC, they make them play 2 games fast week.
Don't get me
Yeah.
started.
That
man.
is crazy.
Yeah.
That is okay. I mean, come on, guys, you got to make it a little bit less obvious than that.
But also,
That's
wait,
messed
why,
up, dude.
why are you framing it as a race between Nongshim and T1? Like, aren't
because they're
we-
the ones with champ points, they're closest.
But
Yeah,
wouldn't it
like if they
be-
don't make top
Oh,
two,
like if Paper
those
X
two teams don't make,
Yeah,
yeah, or,
Right,
yeah, and
if
Paper X
also
doesn't,
Paper
yeah.
X
Yeah,
doesn't
yeah,
make it. Yes,
Yep.
yeah. I
Yep.
see what you mean. See what you mean.
Yep.
Yep.
That's crazy, by the way.
It is wild.
Mhm.
That's crazy. But yeah,
It is
sure.
wild. All right.
What can you do?
Well, that's the end of our Pacific segment. That's us. Thank you, Chobra. Appreciate you
That's the
joining
end of our
us.
Pacific segment. As we claim
That's
there's some allegations against Pacific and the warm balls that they're drawing out.
Damn warm balls. God, it's a heat wave here. I
We
can
need
talk
a
about
heat
warm
wave.
balls.
Yeah.
Jesus.
All right, I'm out.
All right, thank you,
See
Chobra.
you guys.
We're gonna bring Minnie in and talk about EMEA now as well, because EMEA is the exact opposite, by the way. All of the stuff that we're talking about in Pacific of being like champs points are sewn up, there might be a bunch of shit games towards the end. EMEA is the one region where, oh my god, it's gonna be cinema the entire time, in my opinion, because the champs points, the race, in theory, should be incredibly good until the end, almost.
Look how off center.
Live from Berlin prison, it's Minnie.
He hasn't even bothered to put himself in the center of the camera.
Was on the other screen. Oh no, I'm gonna justify. I'm in a TFT game as well. I'll be honest with you.
How's it going?
I'm second from last, but I'm on an econ build, so it's fine.
Mm.
Is that's fine?
Yeah.
Like I'm gonna play reroll at 6. I just got invested, so I'm just saving gold right now.
Do you guys understand what you say? Well,
Yeah.
Slightly.
You're not a DFTer?
You play TFT?
Yeah, that's my I got a walk-in pad. That's my walk-in pads game.
Like you play TFT on a DDR dance pad?
No, it's in just like a normal walk-in pad. Like
The
you
faster
walk and then you play. I'm not
Right,
gonna, I'm
you're
not gonna
not
be
playing with your feet though.
No. I'm playing,
Right.
Mate, it's just a. It's just
Were
a
you
desk
playing that
goes
Valorant
up.
show match with your feet as well? Were you on the walking pad then?
I wish I was. Yeah, that'd be a good excuse. Yeah.
I mean, coming from you and Minnie, what I saw yesterday.
We were on high ping. We're on high ping. He was playing on LAN.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, yeah,
Big
but your
difference.
brain,
It was bad,
your
it
brain
was
wasn't
bad.
on hyping. Well, it is, but
Let's talk EMEA. Let's start with the play-ins, shall we? And we'll talk about
just
some of
reminded me, by the way. You're talking about this. You don't speak. You reminded me. Your teammates are like, "Where's the last guy? He's planting on B." You don't say a fucking word to your team.
Because I had it
Like,
under
where is he,
control.
guys? He's fucking planting on Sideshow's site. He hasn't said a word.
We can't be too
I
mean
had it
because
under
I think
control.
don't we have an EMEA team coming up, or is that next? or
Yes,
something?
there is a winner of the
Like,
EMEA squad.
Us 4 are gonna play, so we can't.
really?
Be too...
Well, I'm
Don't
looking
get
for
the-
better
Oh,
comms
we'll-
than Josh.
Don't
We'll
demotivate
win, we'll
us
win.
too much, you know.
Nah,
Well,
we'll win,
the
we'll win.
EMEA team of the members is apparently a little bit weaker than the North American team.
Oh, don't say that. They're better.
Yeah, they are bad. They're bad.
Yeah, no, they were god tier actually. God,
Yeah,
yeah, I
yeah,
think
yeah.
they were all Immortal 3 players, but when we
Mm.
beat them, God, that'll feel good. Yeah, and we'll have 0 practice as well because this schedule is absolutely brutal. EMEA also, by the way, doing the crazy stuff where they play like 1,000 games.
They're
at the
even
beginning.
crazier.
No, yeah, they're
They're putting in
nuts.
3 weeks rather
They're,
than 4.
they're doing the weekends now as well. the EMEA.
Yeah. Well, that's why they're in the closet too, because LEC's got the big stage because they're playing on the weekends, whereas they weren't previously.
Wait, we're in a closet?
Yeah, you're in like a little
That's my alarm
closet.
for Plat Chat. One sec. I like how relaxed I am.
Wait,
I'm just so
Sideshow
relaxed.
needs one of these. A little alarm for Plat Chat. That's a
Yeah.
good idea. Hold up.
It went off 5 minutes later. It would have been exactly the same.
I mean, the schedule said we were going to start in like 5 more minutes or something.
Yeah, we couldn't fill it.
No,
for
it's
long
fair
enough.
enough. Fair enough. Sorry
Yeah.
about that.
It's
Okay.
a rare Josh hosting not 5-hour episode.
Well, yeah, exactly. Well, I want to move us along. Kurtis showed the champs points, which are relevant. They're gonna mean that these games are incredibly important. But I mean, look at this. Some of these teams at the bottom, Giant X, now Na'Vi to me are the big ones because Na'Vi with Ruxic and Hero actually still might like be a good team. The rest of the squads down there, I don't know how you feel about it. We'll talk about it when we get to the playoffs. But most like the race at the top from 6 points or like even from 5 points upwards, it's pretty damn close
Yeah,
there.
this is good.
That's gonna make
Liquid,
every
Fnatic,
match important.
Eternal Fire, Eternal Mates. Can Eternal Mates still make that? Probably not.
No, because you get points for playoff wins
Probably.
as well, right? I think.
Yeah, but then you,
I guess they could be a
you'd
third
have
to
But you
fourth
need so
team
many
and then
teams to do
pray.
bad is the thing.
Yeah, everyone
Yeah.
would have to bomb out. I think there's too
Yeah.
many teams that would have to bomb out for it to actually
Yeah.
be possible.
Yeah, they'd be rooting on like Na'Vi making a run, but then coming third.
They'd be rooting on
or
all of the
something,
teams below them being unbelievably good somehow.
Yeah.
but then not
But
actually
not against them.
making
Yeah,
it.
so
not
where,
against
do you,
them.
where do you think the cutoff is for like can
I would
make
I would
champs some
say
points?
mates. I would say
Mates.
below liquid.
Okay.
Hmm.
So
But
they
even
could probably-
even then,
that's only
Eternal-
1 point difference.
Eternal Fire Fnatic Liquid might be wrecked.
Be interesting.
Mate, I mean, it all depends on who makes finals, doesn't it? If Foot and Vitality make the finals,
Yeah,
It's really
could
open.
easily
Then
have
it's-
then.
yeah,
one of those
yeah,
teams
yeah.
be able to overtake it. Anyway, let's talk about the play-ins team. So EMEA has 4 teams, that have already qualified for play-ins. 3 of them came through EMEA Stage 3, and then one of them has come through the LCQ, which just wrapped up yesterday. So we've got, through the EMEA Stage 3 Challengers circuit, the winner, Enterprise Esports, who a lot of people have been talking about them recently as more buzz has been happening around Tier 2. They've got a duelist who's putting out astonishing numbers. I think 1.4 rating over the course of the whole tournament or something. It's absolutely bonkers.
it's
This
mad.
guy called Kozzy. But they also have Magnum, Paditech, who you'll have seen before. Lime, you'll have probably seen in at least some like Ascension or something because he's been around
Mate,
for a long
did
time.
I just see Redgar third in the stats?
You did.
Yep.
Yeah.
You
and
did,
and
yeah.
Zipan up there too.
Holy shit.
Zipan was
Red
fine.
Guard and Zipan.
Either he's back or EMEA is fucked. And I don't know which one it is.
I mean, the top. And Shin.
It's
all-
a high
all
rating
names.
though. Like it's one of those things where like rating, I think, not to disregard, you know what I mean? Like
'Cause it's
ACS,
in-
like his
'cause it's
ACS is
initiator.
low there.
Yeah, it's
Like
initial.
Zipan
Zipan,
stats
though. What
there,
about your boy
it's like
Zipan?
both. That's
Yeah.
ludicrous that you got a high rating and a high ACS.
It correlates really heavily with KD as well. Like it really likes if you get kills without dying.
Sure.
And so if you just win a lot of your duels, it gives you a pretty good rating. But I mean, it is a fucking shooting
Kozzy's
game
first
at the
kill
end
to
of the
first
day.
death is 2.35.
Nah, that's mad, yeah.
It's crazy. That is astonishing. That's like tens at Reykjavik type numbers, actually, those stats. Yeah, so you've got Enterprise Reborn, who finished in 2nd place. And that means that Batunax is back to the Tier 1 level. One of my favorite all-time players that I have watched. If I don't get
Wait,
to see
it says
him
he's.
with
Is he IGLing?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, Josh.
Damn, he's
you're in
doing
for
it
a
all.
treat.
He did that one the last game for Apex on Lotus, didn't he? And they were looking really good to start with, weren't they?
They definitely did a game.
Or like
where
he was
scoring.
IGLing, I think.
Yeah, I
And it
think
was
that
the
is
best they
right.
did look.
Yeah,
But there was
right.
that freedom, maybe. So maybe.
But they always had that one map where they looked half
Yeah.
decent.
And you like Kachao as well, right, Minnie? I mean,
Yeah,
Kachao has been...
Kachao, and I mean, I'll be honest, I've not watched a single tier 2 game, but every
I
single
like his
time,
stats.
every time I stat check, I'm like that Kachao kid and Kozzy are 100% 2 of the best players in the world right now. Like,
Yep.
and they will be in EMEA farming in the next year, and that is it. Yeah, you need Kakuka with her Kachao Cars t-shirt.
Yeah.
that'll be happening. If
There's also
Rat
there's a
lost.
Lightning McQueen video that I remember Kurt pulling up a while back, which
I can't.
I probably get us DMCA'd actually.
That's a good deep cut though. Shout out. To
What,
that.
It is, yeah. See if you can find that.
LaRock is always posting like the Aura like anime gifs and stuff before games. I feel like LaRock is always posting car montages, which is pretty good.
Yeah, the problem is he's the right generation to have actually enjoyed watching it growing up.
You didn't like
Wow.
cars
Cars were
When you-
fucking shite.
when you were like, how old was that? Like 14?
How old was I? I was 42 when it came out.
Are you not much older than me? You're like my age, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm 32 now. Yeah. I mean,
I
no,
was
actually,
32
the first
yesterday.
Cars movie was pretty decent, to be honest with you. But
I
then
was
it just went
12 years
14
old.
when Cars
You were
came out.
12 years old and already jaded to cars.
Yes,
Yeah,
12 I
well,
think
yeah,
is a
you
bit
were-
old for Cars.
Yeah,
isn't
you're
it?
a bit old for Cars. Yeah.
That's the
I mean, well,
target
I was-
audience.
No, the target
like
audience is
8.
like 8 or 9.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I was like.
Oh
8
yeah,
when
that big
Cars came out.
difference there.
there's a massive
There's a big difference
No,
between
it's
12
not.
and 8.
That's
to be
50%
fair.
older.
No. My little sister's still watching stuff like that, so I'm at second hand watching Cars, and I didn't sit there thinking, "Oh, this is shite."
No, the first
give
Cars
me
movie's
fucking
all right.
Citizen Kane or
That's not
bust.
I mean, as an 8-year-old, I did enjoy watching The Weakest Link. That was my favorite TV show. Which, for anyone outside of the UK, is like the driest quiz show of all time. They were
Well, I mean,
playing
well,
for
no,
like
I mean,
20
they-
quid as
They
well.
they vote people off. That's the.
There
that's
was
the main
drama.
thing.
Yeah.
You got the
Yeah.
drama of. who's
And what's her
snaking
name
each other.
did give it? Anne
Yeah.
Robinson.
Anne Robinson.
Yeah,
Anne
she did.
Robinson. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
get
she
her
had
on
the
broadcast.
little wink.
Yeah.
Cheeks.
Cheeks.
Anyway, sorry. Let's talk about the third place team that qualified. Job Life. So Job Life is it used to be, so that was the team that played in the French circuit that and the coaches Lohan came from, right? Oh my god, what's up?
Hey, you're back. You're back. You're
I'm
back.
back. So Lohan coached Job Life last year, I want to say, something like that. Built the roster.
They're the team that got robbed last year. They got
Yeah.
They got one of their team like players timed out in like the final game, like one of the most important games. They basically had to play like 4v5.
Right.
Yeah. Well,
But
that's a
they've
good
got
team.
they've got a lot of people that you will know from Tier 1. I mean, everyone
yeah.
here has played in Tier 1, or Chua was supposed to, but I don't think has officially
got a
played in
visa,
Tier 1.
yeah.
No, he had visa issues. He was supposed to play for BBL, and then Magnum
Yeah,
subbed
yeah.
for him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, Chiwa's good. His
been
stats
around a
aren't
long
like
time.
superstar right now, but he's like, I'm excited for him. I think the most in that team,
Mm.
even though like Kamek and Doma are like known quantities that have done well, and Unfake on Redemption Arc, I guess. But even that team's interesting. They kind of got rid of Enzo mid-season and replaced him with Unfake, so there's a bit of intrigue there because even Enzo, I think, was fairly highly rated in terms of IGO and that kind of tier 2 kind of system.
Mm.
So yeah, decent team. I don't see any of these players. It's like because they're very much more known quantity. It's more like, I guess, less exciting than maybe the Kozi Kachao kind of angles.
Right.
But
Yeah,
still
yeah.
stable. They could still beat half the league, I think.
Then the team that's come through the LCQ is Eintracht Frankfurt. I know some of these players. I mean, Monster has been around a long time as a who was he playing for? Ascend or something?
Ascend, yeah.
Yeah, he was in
Like,
Ascend for a while. They went
after
Koi.
they came, after they won champs. But Musashi as well. I've been
Also played
watching.
on Ascend. Yeah.
Yeah, and both of those players are very good. I don't know about the other guys. If you could fill
Fizzy
me in
is good.
further.
Fizzy has been playing for a long time as well. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Is he on that old Saw roster?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I see a Portuguese
wrong.
name.
I
assume
think
they're
I've
on that
trialed-
Saw roster.
I've tried maybe Musashi, but definitely Fizzy and Monster.
I played chess against Musashi. We
Um,
drew over the board.
Monster and Fizzy are players who got fucked by the chamber meta in the sense that every team going into partnership, which was when everyone was doing their big contracts and like picking up all the teams, were like, oh, it's a chamber meta, and then forgot about traditional Sentinel players and players like Fizzy who were Monster, who were like some of the best traditional Sentis in Europe, didn't get picked up, and for whatever reason haven't been in VCT. Well, Monster got in there a little bit, but haven't really had VCT kind of big play. And so I felt a bit sorry for them because the team's inability to read a meta and Riot's maybe not showing where the direction may be going so clearly to some teams. Fucked over those players a little bit, I feel like.
Yeah. I mean, surely Enterprise are the team. Like Josh, you were talking about like the team that has the best chance. Surely it is Enterprise, right?
Yeah,
They've got
it is.
an absolute star player. In some of like the earlier EMEA tournaments, they've already beat some tier 1 teams. It's surely them.
And Magnum's stats right now are ludicrous. I think Magnum is maybe one of them, probably the most underrated EMEA player, I think. I think that he was extremely good when he wasn't IGLing on BBL.
He was so good when he was on
Yeah,
BBL.
and he's now like a 230 ACS Sentinel again.
Yeah.
And I just know him in a way that's like, I know he's doing the hard work, and I know he's a nerd. Like, bit
His
concerned.
setups are always
good
very
views for,
good
yeah.
as well.
Yeah,
He's
he was
always-
the way I coached him compared to Alpha was like, with Alpha I would like be like, oh Jake, we need to kind of map out the micro a lot, like map out all the setups. With Magnum it was like, yeah, you got your B sub, you figure it out. I know you do it kind of thing. You know?
Yeah.
And that's pretty, that kind of shows the level like where he's at with his kind of thinking about the game and stuff. So
Yeah.
Shout out to Magnum, I guess.
And then where do the rest of the teams come from for EMEA? Because I had more of an idea for Pacific, but for EMEA I don't really
Well, that's the
know.
4, isn't it? There's 4 teams.
Oh
Do we
yeah.
say 3 or do we say 4?
No,
yeah,
that's
total
4.
Yeah,
That is 4. Yeah. Sorry. Right. So these are the 4 teams that are going to be playing. Yeah. You said earlier, Mini, that Job Life could probably beat half of EMEA. Is that hyperbole, or do you actually
no,
think?
I was
like-
talking about I was talking about. Wait, I get confused.
said
Job
Job
Life
Life.
was the one. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
Doma on Job Life seems weird to me. Yes, they could. Yeah.
So does that mean that you are quite down on the bottom level of EMEA currently, or you think that these teams are good, or like?
I think it's a
explain to me this
mixture-
philosophy.
A mixture of both, I think. Like it's kind of like inside info because Doma's messaged me like we're pretty good. So I feel like I kind of trust his judgment on that one. I think as well, like when I watch EMEA, it's not like I'm starstruck by the level of the lower teams, and I'm trying to figure out on broadcast like how do I, how do I live with that a little bit at times. So yeah, I think they're just teams that will do well. Like we always see it in off season where I know it's not the biggest deal ever, but we do see that the level is quite close to some teams, and the tier 2 teams that have come up from Ascension, I think even globally, have done very well this year. Like BBL are one of our strongest teams, Eternal Fire are one of our strongest teams. These teams were playing against those kind of players last year, and like Doma's teams might have fallen short last year. I think that they were very close to BBL every time they played up until maybe the LAN and stuff. So yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Let's talk about some of those teams then that you think are possibly going to lose from tier 1. Let's go and power rank some people. We'll start at the bottom, and Mini can just place in all of the people that he thinks are shit.
Yeah,
and then we'll
sounds good.
figure
We'll
out.
be
the
here a
people
while.
towards the top.
Well, it's easier to think about the good teams. 'cause
Okay,
it's,
all right, fair enough. Let's start with the good teams then.
Wait,
Is this our rankings from?
Did we have a Town on Fire 12?
Bloody hell!
Is this?
Oh no,
us?
this must have been at the very beginning of the year when they didn't have their full team.
Oh,
when it was
okay.
off.
It was
So
off.
there was
Yeah,
kickoff,
yeah,
maybe
yeah,
stuff,
yeah.
right?
Oh, maybe,
Hopefully.
but the Eternal
Bro, I
Fire
don't
logo
know.
is there.
Fucking hell! I mean, brutal if we were that low on them.
This
No, I think
historically
it's
they-
might
probably
be-
because
They lost
Mini
something.
was big on SOP. SOP had gone to foot in stage 1. They hadn't done well in kickoff.
Oh yeah.
So we thought,
No,
oh well,
that's a
they've
great
lost
point.
their best player.
I'll be honest, I like to int
Oh,
the
yeah.
power rankings though, because I know they're better than Pacific. It's just Pacific have like some cool strats and stuff, and so I probably knew, but I like to int the power rankings sometimes. So I apologize if.
Well, could you stop? Can you not fucking int these power rankings?
Well, let's put Pacific.
Sure.
Okay.
I mean, there's
let's-
only one place difference. It's not a huge int.
We put Giants 4th. Holy.
I mean, this is an abomination what we've done here. I
If-
don't know
nah,
when we've done this,
no,
but this
wait,
is an
wait.
abomination.
This is our brain rot, not remembering stuff. Giant X were not a bad team coming into this year.
Into
No,
this
but
year? Yeah, they weren't.
Liquid made a Masters and we put them 8th.
I don't know what's going on. They went 0-2.
Okay. Let's drag them
we
all
were
out.
kinda-
Was I part of this? I don't know. Maybe I'm
I was going to say,
defending the
didn't,
wrong people.
didn't we get Liquid right on this one? I mean,
Well,
that's
yeah,
the
we
only,
did,
that's the
but
only
I'm just
team we
saying-
got right.
I'm saying from the time, how did we put them there?
Oh,
I don't know.
dude, don't question the
Top
only
three
one
is
we got right.
reasonable.
This
Top
can't
three
have been
is
after
not
Santiago. This
reasonable,
must have
bro.
been the beginning of the year.
Top 3 is not reasonable.
Wait, not right now, but in
Yeah,
like,
take them all down, Kurt.
that's a guess.
Yeah, no.
I think
actually, though,
actually
it's
we gotta
such an
start brand
abomination.
new.
We've got to
Yeah,
start brand new.
we gotta
yeah,
start brand new.
Whoever made this previous list were fucking idiots. We've got to fix this. We're going to have words with whoever was on before us.
Wanted maniac.
Wait, who's good now? Who's the best runner? Vitality, the best runner. Right?
Third and
Well.
Vitality are up there.
For
Yeah.
Vitality.
You have to say Vitality just because they beat all the EMEA teams.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for
even
sure.
even I'll agree to that.
For sure. So let's put Vitality number 1. And then Foot number 2.
Yeah.
Because I think we should be talking about Heretics as well. They didn't do well at London.
No. 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 No.
Mini's done with this.
No.
one, I
We're
think.
done. We're done. We can't keep doing this.
What?
You said Heretics third. Is that what we're doing?
They
We
won
can't-
stage
we
1.
can't- We can't keep doing it.
They won stage 1, Mini.
Is this for stage 2 power ranking?
This
Yes.
this Mini. This is where.
Yeah,
So
but I'm
the thing
not-
that we did in Pacific is where are they gonna finish? This is us thinking where are they gonna finish?
Yeah, third, sure, whatever.
Oh, I don't. I'm not arguing for.
Oh.
Dude, I'm down for Heretics to be lower.
No. I mean, like, yeah,
What's your issue, Mini?
just never do anything.
They literally lifted the trophy for the first ever time 2 months ago in EMEA.
Yeah, but
And then what?
then
No.
then
But that was the big thing that they'd never done before, and they did it.
Yeah, but then they've done
So
what
wh-
they did next before.
regional trophies are.
We're doing a regional power ranking, Mini. We're not ranking who's going to
Yes,
fucking
yes.
win champs.
Sorry, it's because my mindset going into these. Maybe it reveals about my fucking greatness. Is that I don't even think about. I'm not thinking about stage 2. I'm thinking we're getting to the LAN. How are we ranking? Like I'm ranking champs power ranking
but then-
regionally almost in my head.
but
Well,
then
Jesus
who-
Christ, who do you
Is
even
that the
have
problem
then?
with Zeta? Are you just like, guys, when we get to the international?
Yeah, when we get to the LAN, I'll help you guys out. And then like, mate, we can't get there. We need your help now. He's like, yeah, call me when you're at Masters, mate. I'm already there in my
that was
head.
my do a paper X, by the way. They were like, "Oh, do you want to come to Friar?" So I was like, "Wait to the playoffs."
That's fine with Paper X. It doesn't work with many others.
Yeah. So Heretics, I guess they got to be higher. But then
Well-
if they get the LAN, then I'm gonna drop them.
Mini, if you were still being very strict though, who would you have above Heretics to like do well at a LAN event? Are you thinking BBL or Mates or something? making a
EBL,
resurgence?
Eternal
Fnatic?
Fire, Fnatic,
Right. Okay. There is a decent crop of teams there. I think
even
we
maybe
should...
General Mids. I know
Yeah.
there's another tournament going on, and I'm not watching it too closely, but they don't look as bad as what they did in stage. You know what I mean?
Sure. Okay. I mean,
I
This is
might
hard.
genuinely about Heretics, like it's like how like I'm thinking like we might have just been huffing copium.
they won
Like
the
what-
trophy.
They did.
do.
I mean,
they
came-
went on a run during stage 1, and they can go on runs. They can go on runs
How's that different to Vitality?
because Vitality are good.
Well, they played better at London. Is that the difference?
Well, and other tournaments going on, like they're clearly in a good spot.
Oh, right.
My
right.
bets are that they win this stage. Like that's
Okay.
the obvious thing, right? Like
I mean, they should be. Yeah, they should
Sure.
be the number 1 team. I'm just saying, it doesn't feel like there's that much like clear air between them.
Heretics' floor is fucking low.
Not
Okay.
wrong.
Yeah.
He speaks facts.
Yeah.
Do we-
Yeah,
do
and
we need to
therefore
go-
we are basically placing a bet on where they're going to sit in that range. And I think you're on the vibe that like it's stage 2, they're always good regionally maybe, and they can do a run, and they're slightly better than those other teams that I mentioned that might possibly do better at a LAN event,
Yeah.
which is fair. But I
I'm
can't
down
sit
to-
here and not like if we did the podcast that way, then everyone's gonna be like, "Oh, Heretics, they're pretty good." And we can't. We need to. I'm just addressing the elephant in the room. Finally, like
Right.
I'm like. I like this team. I enjoy watching them play quite a lot. And when they're in flow state, it is like watching the best team in Europe, and they can be the best team in Europe. But then they just fucking disappoint me time and time again.
But it's within EMEA. They're getting at least 4th, right? Right?
Yeah, probably.
But then put them in 4th.
And then
4th,
who in
yeah.
3rd? Like
God
Fnatic?
knows. I did.
Eternal
God knows.
Fire?
It took us 10 minutes to put them in 4th.
Let's put some teams
yeah,
up
but
there that are in the run.
power ranking is just a way for us to talk about the team. isn't it?
I think the
Absolutely.
easiest thing to do next is put Giants in 11th.
Giant X in 11. I like that. You
Yeah.
lost your IGL.
Sorry, who even is on Giants for this
Who
stage?
knows?
Net.
Oh,
And-
yeah.
Oh yeah,
Nets.
Nat. Yeah.
And
Who else did they bring in?
who was the other guy?
Did they only announce
No,
that?
there was a Sheep Esports article about someone else as well.
They dropped Grubby, right?
Oh, it's Muselk. it's Musek.
Oh, yeah. What's that?
Who's a Turkish guy, I think.
Yeah.
But I don't know very much about him, so I forgot about him. But yeah, his name's Music.
I mean,
Musek. I'm not sure.
I feel like 11th is fine here, and if they do anything above, fair play.
Yeah, that's the guy they're signing. He went to
I mean,
Fortnite and then he came
Above
to Valorant.
that,
Losing
I
Cloud is bad.
go Casey.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's pretty reasonable.
Gentleman.
Yeah. Well,
Then
See, this is where it
Liquid-
gets hard. Isn't
I
it?
it
think
does
Liquid
get
without
hard.
Mini Boo is gonna struggle. I'm not liking this new version of Liquid that has 92 initiators.
who do you think plays Judas? Camo would definitely play Judas, right? And then
I'm not even sure.
I'm not sure.
Hammer might play Smokes because that was what he was thinking of playing at the beginning
Nah, he
of the
won't.
year.
well, then who
Smokes.
plays Judas?
Trex?
No, they
No,
would
no,
put-
no,
they would
no.
most
I
likely-
think
they would
I
most
don't,
likely put Purple.
I don't think
Waylay.
I think I have the feeling about Trex that he's a player who wants to play in a year.
Well, then
I
he's
don't
going
think
to
he
kick Purple off it then.
I think Purpo can play the second Judas though. I don't think that's a particularly
Didn't they
exciting
start with Purple
prospect,
main
but-
duelist and it didn't work and they changed it?
Yeah.
Am
Yeah,
I crazy? Didn't they kick off start like that?
yeah, pretty
So
much.
surely then and then Camo took over.
Yeah.
Well, partly. So surely it would
But
make more sense
I mean,
to put
the
Camo
issue
on
is
duelist.
they don't
So then
really.
what?
Yeah, they
Purple's
got-
on Smokes?
But they might have double Judas.
Yeah, I mean, they probably will play double.
Yeah,
Juice.
so
Yeah,
Purpo
in
Camo,
which
I
case
think.
Purple
And they
maybe
kick
will be.
Smokes? Dude, I just
think
don't like
kicks-
it. I don't believe
I'll be
it.
honest, I don't love it either. But it still should be better than other
Dan.
teams. Let's have a look.
The problem is now we're getting to the crop of like decent teams.
Yeah, I mean, if we don't and we can't work out their roles, are we not just putting them low down and then we just go, oh, it couldn't work out what the hell they were going to be playing? It's not our fault. We don't even know who's on Smokes. It could be 4 different players.
Yeah. I also think Genomates should be discussed at this point as well.
Yeah.
Has been down there.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
mean, with the little time that they've had between, they've swapped Mini to Duelist and Bippo to Sentinel,
It's a good
and
swap,
it's been looking better.
but also
But
they
I
probably
think
should have
that-
just made a roster move.
I think you just, I think given, like right now, I just pick up. I know it might be hard, but like my dream move there would just be pick up Magnum
Yeah.
and put him Sentinel. To be honest, yeah, I think they'll do better than before. But it's mad. It's really mad that like Bippo just decided to go in every single round, and I couldn't figure out why the coaches let him, and that was just half their problems. Was just that. But yeah, they have to be pretty low. So between them and Ting Liquid, I don't really mind who.
And then the next one is Na'Vi as well, depending on whether you believe in Na'Vi, I think.
Yeah,
I think I don't
Potential
believe-
man.
I don't. I
Na'Vi
don't
really
believe-
are potential.
they are
yeah.
potential. Man.
I think that they have wasted Hero and Ruxik. I don't believe in. I think Hero, Ruxik, and Chloric is now a good core, and I feel like they have been the slowest pace to progress. As in, like the roster overall, like they've had 2 years to figure it out, and it felt like, oh, they've realized Angel can't play on the team. Oh, they've realized maybe Shao isn't right, and they've just never been able to find 2 players that I think match even close to the caliber of Ruxik and Hero. And I think Chloric
Yeah.
has been a good addition.
Yeah, Chloric's been good.
And I just
Yeah.
don't believe in. I don't think I believe in Seavoth and Exit.
Mm.
I think Exit has potential, but I just don't believe those two can play anything close to Hero Ruxik. If they got 2 players who could play close, even close, they
I
would
mean,
be
they
top
would-
4.
Yeah, they would like win stuff, but
So then, them not playing close, where does that even drop them to, though? Like, do you still think they're going to do better than Liquid
like-
and Mates? Like that kind of level? Because I think their floor is definitely, like, in the mud at the bottom third
It's
of the
such a
table
toss-up,
somewhere.
I feel like, and I could be convinced between all of them.
See, to me, I'm more inclined to put Na'Vi ahead of those 2 teams because
The superstars.
potential, man.
Yeah.
Do you know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
The
Yeah, I can-
ceiling to me
I think as
seems
well, like
higher.
Angel has also figured out that you don't need to play. Like I said this for like a year and a half, where it feels like Angel's kind of embraced like, let's just play some fucking bread and butter Valorant.
yeah, they play simple.
Yeah, and it's quite good sometimes. Like it is genuinely quite good.
No,
so-
it is
so
good. It's
what if
it's
we-
gonna get them like
7.
7.
7.
Yeah.
So what if we threw Na'Vi 7, Mates 8, because it just makes
Oof.
sense, and Liquid 9?
Holy.
That's quite low for Liquid. I think.
I think that is.
I think
liquid, but at the same time, if we can't work out the roles, like I can understand it more. Until you see it,
I just
it's
trust
so
the
hard to
coaching
understand it.
staff in a way that like I haven't
I
been
agree.
disappointed by them yet.
I
But
would
who would you put on Smokes there? Like Trex has played a little bit of Smokes.
I think it's Kicks.
Kicks.
I think
Kicks has
Kicks.
been
I think
popping
Kicks will
on
play Smokes.
Flash Initiator, but that's where Purple
I think there's a road in which they find something weird in the meta to suit them more. But like they just play double duelist probably with Kick Smokes.
Yeah.
And they're like Trex he wasn't great in the last
No, Trex
adventure,
is good. though.
but he in terms of potential, man, he is like
Yeah.
he's one of the smartest players in our league. And when he isn't like just whiffing, he brings so much impact, it feels like. And especially with the questions over on that side yelling, like Trex is someone who that guild roster just had the best kind of vocal players of all time. I don't know how they didn't win stuff like Safe, Trex, Leo. Who was the other one who was like vocal guy? I can't remember. But like they were able to just play like almost American Valorant, where it's just they're just comment off each other and
Their IGL was Coldamenta, wasn't it?
Coldamenta, right?
what I meant to.
I think.
Yeah.
And then they had Russ.
Yeah, but there
The
was
glue guy.
there were some other variations too. I can't remember. Anyway, who we put in 3rd, 5th, 6th? I think BBL 3rd off instinct. I don't know why. No, that's a recency bias. Maybe I don't know.
I think
put a ton off
Fnatic
Wyatt.
would be the team. Let's start discussing Fnatic, because I
Yeah.
think they would be the
Sure.
team historically that we would be like, they at this point, like they've missed out on two global tournaments. They will not allow themselves to not make champs. That would be the historic argument, right? We've always seen Fnatic do really well. They have a very successful core, best or second best of all time. But I personally do not like the roster change for short-term success of getting to champs. They have right now 6 champs points, so they are almost certainly not making it to champs off points itself. I mean, maybe they will, but it would have to be like specific circumstances.
Yeah, out of their control.
I completely agree with you. I think the positive framing is they would have made London if they didn't have that situation happen. I think.
Yes, but I think
And
this version of the roster
Cloud-
looks worse.
You think
No,
Cloud worse than
I think Cloud-
Vikash?
I'm not saying
Cloud
Cloud
worse than
is a worse
Sivo.
player than Vekash. I'm saying that for this team, when they already have his role, Cloud on an off role or Crashies on an off role, whichever way they do it, doesn't inspire me the same way than just having
Yeah, but
Vekash.
I mean, I wanted to put a ton of fire next, but let me give you the cope for Fnatic. Is they all very almost beat Heretics in that qualification game without Vekash, with Sivo,
Yeah.
who is a sub. Like, if you think that Cloud is better than Sivo, even if the roles are a little bit wonky, they almost made it anyway. It went to OT. It required Rien's fucking hero play
Oh, yeah.
true.
to win for Heretics.
But do you think that Cloud... So, like, the thing about Sivo and Vekash, though, is...
Yeah, but they've
they
still got
just
this
fill
guy
in
called
the roles that are
Alfia, and they've
needed.
still got this guy called Kayak.
Yeah.
And they're way better than almost everyone they play.
the other
Well,
thing I
why
would
don't they
say
play
is
with you, then? Fucking...
Vikash was also playing off role when he joined. Vikash
Yes.
isn't he?
He was a jet
He
man.
isn't a
He was
Viper player.
no, but he had done
it's
Flash
like an
Initiator before.
initiator,
Yeah.
But,
Yeah, but how
I
much
think-
Flash are they going to play? I guess is.
Oh no, I mean that's. What
Do we
I-
know
But I
anything
think
about Cloud?
I think they could find.
Do we know
some roles
anything
that would
about
suit-
Cloud? He
suit
used
them.
to play
Playing
the
anything
Giants.
other than Initiator.
Navi.
My interpretation of this is that they end up playing
Weird comp.
just KO a lot more.
Oh,
And I
Either
think-
a lot of KO or maybe one of them plays Senti and Alpha
I thought
double
they'd
duelist.
go like Heavy Sage or something weird.
Crashies has played Senti in the past, but like 1,000 years ago. I think if I was running this team, I'd put Cloud on Initiator and I'd put Crashies Senti and have Alpha double duelist.
Crashy Senti. I mean, he has played it. I mean, the Alpha double duelist thing I don't think is ever going to happen.
Why not? They were running plenty of that in the past.
Not
Mini's
that
not there now.
much.
I mean, they weren't.
No,
they
no,
weren't.
no, not that much. Like
They-
split.
No, but like during old Haven comps in 2025, for example.
Oh
they
yeah,
used to run it on
when
split for a
Yoru
while.
was broken, yeah. But we had yeah, I don't know. I guess that was more before this era. I
Yeah.
think that it feels like I think it's a big question mark on both in the meta because I think that the 50-second change for initiators isn't actually that big a deal, and now we're at a point where there are questions around Fnatic's like pace and just all-inning and strategic style. I can't. I think I said it before. I don't remember the last time we have like fanatic comps. Like even when we weren't very good in 2024, there were some maps in which people started copying a lot of the stuff we're doing, and I don't see that as much anymore. And I think it's about like how does Eng fit into that system? Like they were still very close to stuff, and they didn't even necessarily need some of the stuff I'm talking about. But yeah, I am concerned about the role
That's
Alpha Harbor.
yeah. I mean, the roles are weird. I think they're going to do some weird stuff, but they could honestly just put Cloud on like Raze as well to give him a bit of comfort. He used to play Raze back in the day, but I think they're going to do some weird stuff and they're going to go Sage. But I think the main thing that's going to come back is they're actually going to find a bit of their identity again, and they're going to be doing the set strats. Like I kind of believe a lot of it, to be honest with you.
All right.
Hope
So-
so. I think it's down to though, like, because Bosos feels like he needs the two, like he's not so comfortable not calling around the cycling anymore.
Yeah,
Like, he wants cycles.
that's what I mean. He needs to go back to set strats because he's lost his main way of calling.
Yeah.
So
Well,
that's what,
yeah, I
in
guess.
theory, Eng should be doing because that's
Yeah,
the
Eng's good at that.
successy. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
his style
yeah.
as well.
So
Dude,
when you
I
believe
would
in
put
them,
him in third here, personally.
you think they would be in third?
Just because it's like, if they were nearly beating some of these teams with Sivo, you put in Cloud, sure, it might take a little bit longer, but once you get to the end, like, there's a long time of playing here, a lot of prac, a lot of preps. You got playing as well, even if you fuck up. Like, I
They
think they
gotta
got
be
a lot
so
of safety
hungry.
nets.
They got to be so hungry.
Yeah, they should be hungry. It's a
Yeah.
disaster of a year. Their worst
that's what
every
I
year
mean,
for
yeah.
every single player.
They've
if they don't
never
make
they've
it.
never not made 2 in a row, and they've never not made champs. So like,
Yeah.
there's so much like
They should
Yeah.
be insanely hungry. And Eng as well, like, loads of people are calling him shit. He should be hungry as well. Like, everyone
yeah.
in that team should be hungry. Like, everyone in that team has a point to prove that they're actually decent. So, I don't know. I'm a believer until I see
they
something
still
different.
have Alfie and Kayak as well, like what TMV was
Yeah.
saying. Like
Of course. Yeah.
But I agree,
nuts.
the roles and stuff, there's a definite question mark there. But I
Alright.
think they have the time to sort it out. Dude, they missed
Fair
all these tourneys. They've had nothing but time.
So if we were looking at the 5th and 6th places, then
we
Are we-
do we genuinely believe Heretics are better than these two teams?
I mean, that's
I would
that's
say
also a
that
good
Eternal
question.
Fire are better.
I would be tempted to say that BBL are better as well. It's so hard with Heretics. It's like what
Heretics
Minnie
is
said.
just
They
their
go
form.
on runs,
Yeah.
and when they look good, you look like an idiot because they're like, wow, they're actually the best. But when they play bad, it is bad. It's very inconsistent.
You two seem to be higher on. I'd be perfectly happy with putting BBL in 6th, and I wouldn't even think about it again. but
Yeah,
you
yeah.
two seem,
No, I agree.
You do seem quite
No,
higher
no.
on
I
BBL,
think
but I'm a little
I think
like
Eternal Fire are the like. It's weird. It feels weird putting a team in like Eternal Fire who hasn't quite reached what BBL and Heretics have been doing, and it could have just been a little run.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
it's quite a
definitely
small sample size.
definitely was a bit of a run. I will say that.
was it
But
not a bit
I,
of a run for
but I
BBL
also think that
first start of the
EMEA
series?
teams struggle against their play style. Like a lot of teams struggle against like this. They are constantly going to fight us, and we can't get you to that.
Yeah.
So I would.
I
at
don't.
lea-
I what? I just don't get it with BBL. I just don't like. They're
So
fine. I
BB
agree, but like they were Yoru merchants, and then as soon as Yoru went away, they were terrible.
Yeah, I mean, dude, I can
But we've
keep
put them
BBL
as
in
the-
sixth. I
We've
don't
put them
mind
as the
BBL.
bottom group, the bottom of the decent teams here, really. I mean,
I think
they're
it's just
one
like
above
I know it's a
potential, man.
I know it's a tournament that like isn't
One
that
above
relevant,
potential.
but the BBL have been beating some teams recently.
Yeah, yeah.
Like I
Sure.
think that there's a chance that they have kind of after like they're the way that they bravado themselves after that first tournament, they've never lost before. Like they kind of like lost, and that there was definitely material reasons for the loss. But I think the biggest impact was the kind of mental state and like, oh shit, we're fucking actually shit hot. Oh wait, no, we're not as quite as good as what we thought we were. They kind of had that like Heretics not winning a trophy but being really good, and then the next year kind of being a little bit worse. That's what BBL happened at the start of the year, if that makes any sense. Like,
Yeah.
so I can feel like they probably got the hunger back a little bit. I'd be happy to put them sixth though.
I think sixth is okay as well because if they're just coming off of EWC, they went relatively far. They're still like behind on the maps as well. Everyone else has been
Yeah,
playing
yeah.
Summit. They don't have a
Yeah.
Summit.
Turn of Fire Heretics. I don't mind which way.
I don't care which way they go.
Heretics in
pick.
fourth, then. Heretics in fourth. Give me a bit of respect on this team. God
Sure.
damn it.
Yeah, surely you haven't been burnt by believing in them before.
Dude,
Never.
EMEA feels hard though because
I mean, Liquid could easily make champs.
I would even say, okay, I wasn't gonna go that far, but I was
No,
gonna
I
say
think
that.
they're good.
Yeah, I guess because the points they could like make
Yeah,
it
they
there
have
as well.
6.
Yeah, yeah. I was gonna say like I feel the only teams I feel comfy about is like Giants and Pacific, I guess.
Yeah, I was
Even
looking at
then,
that, like the tier list there is like there's like 3 tier lists, and one of those tier lists has like 7 teams in.
Yeah. The middle of the pack has a lot of teams.
Mm.
I could even get on board
Also,
with
like the top of
Pacific
the pack.
over
Wait,
Giants,
so
to
can
be
we do
honest.
a thought experiment quickly? Like I was saying earlier about the tier 2 teams could beat half
Mhm.
the league. I'm now starting to think a little bit less about it. Can we bring up the graphic again? Just see.
I'll be honest with you. Like, if they play badly, I think it could be even more than half the league, couldn't it? Well, no, like half the league would take you above Na'Vi. I actually
To
think
be
that is
fair,
about.
I think they could. I don't think it's likely, but I think they could go up until about top 5.
Yeah, I can see
Yeah.
that.
Likeliness is they're probably hovering around that 9, 10, 11. Like,
Yeah, but that's
But
where
those are the
most of
teams they
them-
play against as well, right? It's the
Yeah, that's
are
where
they in
most
the
of-
lower bracket? Didn't
It's
you
the
do
bottom
something
eight.
about the format or something? I didn't
fuck
realize that.
So
If-
no, they don't start in the lows and the play-ins. They start in
Okay.
the normal part of the play-ins. But if you come through the lower bracket of the play-ins, you start in the lower bracket of the playoffs.
Steve, so
It's a
basically,
shit.
if you don't
I work in 2 days. I should already know this.
So
stuff.
if you don't win the play-ins, if you're not in the top 2 in
look
play-ins,
at
you then
playoffs,
start in the
Minnie.
lowest.
Look at the bracket of playoffs,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
then
Yeah,
basically,
good. If you just get up the
fourth-
bracket of a
yeah,
playoffs, it'll
if you
show
go
you.
playoffs on EMEA, then you'll see like there's a lower bracket where is it 4th and 5th? No, go up.
This is
go,
play-ins.
go
Oh,
up and then
okay.
go
Sorry.
to
Yeah,
playoffs.
go
I didn't quite
playoffs.
understand how the
Yeah,
format
Scroll
works.
down.
It's an
Scroll down.
interesting format.
So
and
the
then, yeah,
play-ins, if you finish the
You go lower bracket than the playoffs, which is devastating.
But you get a bye in both. So like if you're a top
Yeah.
team, if you're in the so the top 4 go straight through to playoffs. So if you're in 5th or 6th in your region, you get a bye in play-ins.
Yeah.
And if you're
Who
number
gives a fuck?
1 in your group, you get a bye in playoffs.
Yeah, so
Fucking
number
hell.
1 matters, number 2 matters, and the rest is just fucking skibbity-bee-bee-boo-boo-boo-loo, as Bren would say.
It's all very,
So
very weird.
oh yeah, that's gonna be fun. There's gonna be some drama.
Yes, it's
It's
gonna,
gonna be
well,
so much
EMEA,
fun.
EMEA, I think, is going to be the
Yeah.
best region to watch.
And I think if you look at our rankings, like this is the one where I'm looking at like even the teams that are 10th here, I'm like, hold up, they could actually do some damage here as well.
Yes.
I
So-
better be working those play-ins weeks because I'm gonna be giving it. Like, I'm just so excited for these tier 2 teams to finally like it lets me like usually I can't beat up on these weaker teams because I'm like they are the weaker teams of VCT. Everyone knows they are. They've lost every game. Like we can't be mean. If they start losing to tier 2 teams, I can just be fucking brutal. It's gonna be so much fun.
I think the only teams in EMEA I'm not excited for, and this it's a weird way of framing it because I am excited for almost everyone. I don't really give that much of a shit about Giants and Carmine Corp, but like I am going to I'm going to genuinely enjoy watching 7 play Duelist for Pacific. I'm going to be like rooting for those guys. And then watching Liquid and what the fuck like Na'Vi are doing particularly, and then the
No,
teams at the top, like
It's gonna be one of
Dude,
the
there's
most
some fun shit.
Yeah, it's one of the most fun that EMEA's been for a while. I would
Shame
say.
no one will see it.
if Carmine Corp give me a glimpse of hope, I'll be back on the train. I'll
I
be
think
back
though,
on
like
that.
I
They
think
might.
we look at that top 8 now compared to the start of the year. I think at the start of the year, people thought EMEA like there's a lot of boring teams, but now we look at these teams. I'm like, that like I don't understand. Like there's some people saying they won't watch EMEA because it's shit and boring. I'm just like, Eternal Fire, BBL are like 5th and 6th there, and they're
Yeah.
actually fun to watch. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the top
What?
4 have stakes, and they're pretty good.
And
So-
Fnatic were one of the most boring, and now in theory they should be running a lot of set strats with end comps, and who the hell knows what's going to be happening. So
But I mean, there's like stakes at least as well. Like even if they do
Yeah.
play the fucking most boring Valorant ever,
yeah,
it's
then
like fun to hate watch if you want to.
Yes. All right, let's get into some predictions, shall we? So these are our Oh, first we need to select a match of the week as well. Is there an obvious match of the week that like stands out based on what we were just talking about?
Where is EMEA?
I mean, Foot versus Na'Vi is kind. Oh, Vitality BBL is at the very end of the week, or Vitality Na'Vi. Vitality BBL is kind of intriguing.
Heretics Liquid shit the bed off.
Heretics Liquid.
Anyone got a
I thought-
strong
dude,
candidate?
I think I'm trying to think of like a 50-50 game.
Let's go through them predictions, and then we'll talk about them as
I
they
think,
pop up and see if we've got a natural one that springs out.
Sure.
I think it should be Team Liquid Eternal Fire because it's on at the same time as the England game, and Sleeky's gonna have to watch Team Liquid play instead.
if there's a 2-0, 2-0, I think it's fine.
Uh-huh.
The chance of that is
You
incredible.
got a second monitor.
And
The people in the
and
chat,
I
like, it's
know-
funny. I watch Slicky because he always watches the game, and he seems really zoned out
He's
today.
just
It's
looking
so
at his
odd.
second monitor the whole time.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, I'm
it's
looking
rough
at the
timing.
chat. Wow, yeah, you guys are really putting some compelling.
Well, you just
there.
put the football on your first monitor, and it looks like you're watching.
Yeah, that's true. That's actually true. Then put the game on the right. Yeah.
All right.
Just every so often go, ooh.
Opening game for EMEA is Foot playing against Na'Vi. So the team that surprised everyone and did great at London versus Potential Man. And I'm the only one that's taken a
Potential
punt
Man.
on Potential Man. This one really is just me taking a punt. Foot,
That's good though. I think it's worth doing it. They might have a crazy start. They got a good core. They finally get their fifth. Dude, Na'Vi have potential. They can do it. But I mean, my problem is I've seen Sop on Jet.
Yeah. He looks amazing.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they're definitely the favorites. I think it wouldn't have been mad for us to have guaranteed this game even, to be honest. But Na'Vi...
I'm definitely.
I'm
I think I'm
hoping.
on the same wavelength about Navi. It's just that like, it's only so much time I can be on that wavelength, and I've been on it for just about a year, I think.
Yeah.
And now I'm just like at the point where I'm like, it's the exact same narrative, but the fact that they now have Cloric, who, by all accounts, is looking like a fairly good pickup. But I'm now looking at like next year as being a bit more of an open circuit and all that stuff. I'm like, from the grand scheme of like being a coach and general management kind of vibes, it's like I really wish that they kind of hit whilst the iron was hot with having the team they do, or the players they do.
The fact you're about to give up, that's normally a good sign though. I feel like that's when it hits normally. Just when you've lost
They're
all
winning
hope.
champs.
Yeah, just when you've lost all hope.
To me, I think a lot of it comes down to how Exit plays, and so I'm just kind of hoping he has a life game week one.
Yeah, it'd be
think
good
he
for him.
doesn't.
He had a life game in Ascension and said he was
Yep.
the best player in the world or something, or he's going to be the best player in the world.
Yep.
So I'm definitely going to be using that quote as soon as.
As soon as he drops 2
Mm.
kills in
Yeah,
the first game.
Yeah, he's gonna use it no matter if he drops
Yeah.
30 or if he drops 3. He just has
Yeah.
it ready. Yeah, holy.
And he's like, he's gonna become the best player in the world.
Wait,
So holy
Salah's
shit.
assistant coach.
Yeah,
They
picked
just
him up.
signed him, I think. They just picked him
Yeah.
up. Yeah.
Interesting.
Let's go into our next game. So this is more of a, like, in theory, we've got a more of a middle of a pack kind of game. It's Liquid playing against Eternal Fire. Both of these teams could definitely punch up from where we had them. And it's only Sliggy going with Team Liquid here. But I know that you don't normally go with the contractual obligation
Yeah.
prediction.
It's
So-
it's believing in the coaches, man. That's it. It's coaches and it's Trex makes champs.
Okay.
Why
So
were
I
you
just
trying
gotta
to
follow.
in the power ranking?
Oh, yeah,
Because
don't worry about me.
You were very happy with us putting Liquid.
Yeah,
in the
dude. I'm
power
not
ranking.
gonna argue with it here. I like to be just the sole guy to predict this one, because then I can just go, oh, look, these idiots.
So I think Siggy believes in my theory that like genuinely, if you put pressure on a team, like that shit actually matters because idiots actually watch, stuff we say, or not
Yeah.
just us, but the general vibe of the community actually makes an impact on these stupid players who look at social media.
Yeah.
And apparently, I'm a soulless idiot who doesn't allow fun because I don't want players looking at social media.
No, they should be locked away.
I mean, that's true,
Faraday
but for
cages.
different
That's
reasons.
why I have a jail
yeah, I was
cell.
gonna say.
That's why I live in a jail and a prison. Famously,
Yeah.
Thatcher said the most free he ever felt was when I don't really want to go there, but when Germany took over France.
Mm.
Right. Is that what you feel like working for EMEA?
Yeah.
Wait. Is that what I feel like? Wait, no, I can't go there.
I mean-
Berlin.
I mean, you're the one talking about being in prison. All right, let's move
Jeez,
on to
my
our next
bedroom.
game.
Let's quickly move on.
Fnatic plays against Giant X.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think we need to talk about this one too much. This is a good opportunity for Fnatic to get some
Cloud,
of those
good
much
opportunity.
needed
Cloud
revenge
points.
game.
Cloud, yeah, Insta.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Dude,
yeah,
imagine
yeah.
they fuck up first game.
Oh.
This is a
won't- it
gimme
won't-
though,
it
isn't it?
won't.
Like this is an easy one to get started with. and
Surely.
then get your feet underneath.
Surely,
Surely.
Aura doesn't have his life game.
Okay.
I mean,
They should win. If they
Yeah,
don't,
they
then
should
that'll be
win.
They should
content for
win.
us, and that'll
yeah,
be good.
yeah.
Ara beating Cloud, Net beating Crashies. They
Oh
would
god,
be,
net being crashies.
it would be fun. It would be fun. All right, anyway, it's very unlikely to happen. Let's move swiftly along to the next game, which also is very one-sided. Pacific play against Gentle Mates. And as much as I'm going to be rooting for 7 on the duelist role and Waddle, gotta give that one a guarantee.
I forgot about Waddle.
Yeah, Waddle's a great player.
Yeah,
I really
I
enjoyed
gotta
watching him in
be-
Ascension.
I'm gonna be low key supporting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm genuinely rooting for Pacific. Like, I'm hoping that they at least, I don't know, grab an upset win somewhere, like beat a tier 2 team in play-ins. I don't know where the fucking bar should be, to be honest. But
I mean, this
Win
could be
a game. Just win a game.
Yeah, win a
That is
game.
the objective. They've not won a game.
This could be a good chance to steal a game.
Yeah,
This one.
yeah, possibly. All right, next game is KC playing against Eternal Fire. Second game for Eternal Fire. Very quickly, actually. They play the second and 5th game.
Oh boy.
And we've gone with a guarantee here against KC. Even though this could be a trap game for Eternal Fire, they've got 2 to prep for. No, you're shaking your head, TMV. You don't believe it. This is an easy guarantee?
They just shoot.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, they probably team fight better, but
The copium for KC here is the mid-season. I was looking at Levin's Neon stats. He only played it like 4 times, but
Mhm.
he was like a 250 ACS Neon, and everything else was really bad. And they've now, like with Zaysh now as head coach, Levin is playing a bit more Neon. Narrate is now playing the second duelist, with Aves dropping down to Recon. Aves's
That's
position
good,
on the team
yeah.
was like extremely questionable. I think I said it yesterday. I kept
Imagine
accidentally just saying
Sentinels
that.
fans hearing you say, "Thank God Narrate is on second duelist." Sen fans.
Yeah,
are
I know
losing
it's a
their
weird
mind.
one, but
Yeah.
it is a weird one, isn't it? But
I mean, he was shocking in that role.
it's
What was he playing
Well,
on
no,
Sen?
he was kind of playing primary, though, wasn't he? He was playing primary duelist for them, was he not?
Playing Waylay, wasn't he?
Yeah.
I mean, he's
Yeah,
playing a
it was
technically
Waylay.
difficult agent in a time where I don't think that that he's on Sen with all that pressure. I know KC got pressure, but it's not the same. I don't
There are
think.
no Sen fans anymore, I guess.
And Narrate's playing a
Um,
lot of Phoenix, which to me is like exactly what he likes
Yeah,
to do, which
yeah,
is just
exactly.
util dump and run in and
I think the
gun
biggest thing
people.
is Avis isn't got that weird Phoenix calling stuff that he has to think about anymore.
Yes.
I mean,
Oh, is that-
just taking him off
mean,
of Phoenix is
yeah.
a good move, man.
I kept saying he was
honestly.
good at Phoenix because like he was actually like if he wasn't IGLing, I still think he's actually pretty alright.
I mean, he might be, yeah. But it's just every time he gets his flash out, he must be looking at his minimap or
It's
something.
rough, yeah.
Because
Yeah.
they ain't in.
I think the flashes for
They're
him
hitting
are
the
like
wall, isn't it?
magnetized to door frames.
And I think for context, at the start of the year, I did this thing where like I ranked every player in the role just for my own like prep, and KC had like 4 players that I thought were like top 5 or 6 in their role, which I think is still the case. So I get to narrate.
No, I think they have a
But
So
they're
stacked
yeah.
not
team.
playing like that.
No,
No, that
for
doesn't
sure
matter.
not.
Like if I'm Fnatic and I'm looking at this team, I'm looking at their team a lot more than the teams around them that we're ranking as players that I would steal.
Okay.
I think Narrate is genuinely very good. I think Sagetsu is genuinely very good. I think Dosi is very good. I think Aves has dropped a little bit in my expectations. I think Levin's a bit hit and miss.
Yeah. No, I think that's valid.
Yeah.
All right, let's move on to our next game, which is the match of the week, potentially. Let's go with it. Vitality versus Na'Vi. Match of the week.
Yeah. Dude, we're just gonna. Whoa. Did I do this?
What?
Huh?
Kurt?
Huh?
Did I?
Kurt? Oh, wait,
Huh?
I did click that.
Did
I mean,
we
I
really
mean,
all click Na'Vi
I
to
might
beat
have clicked
Vitality?
it. I did it first thing in the morning,
Yeah.
so I'm trying to work out of my
I think
brain.
I
would
did
do
click this.
So is the onus on me to defend Vitality?
Yeah, go on,
That's
let's hear
kinda
it, mate.
Yeah.
Crazy, yeah. Why the fuck have you picked
so you
Vitality for
think-
this game? Then?
Yeah.
You know, it's my Fnatic
Soulless.
bias. I'm still, I still think that Chronicle and Dirk are pretty good, despite the fact that they're a terrible team recently. And the Na'Vi are the much better team in general.
Yeah,
but,
you're giving them that 30%.
Can I
But
ask,
it's a punt, guys. It's a punt.
Can I ask, when I went for the punt earlier for Na'Vi, when they were playing against Foot, I was alone. And yet when
Yeah.
they're playing against what
Mate,
we
I
think
got
is
no,
the
I
best
got
team
no
in the
idea what I was
EMEA.
thinking. I don't know what I was thinking.
I don't think I know that.
Kurt, flip me. I don't know. This guy was thinking nonsense. Thank you.
Whoa.
Oh!
Damn, that was cool.
Oh.
Okay, and it's got like a little flip-flopper notification.
So you
on it
think
now
the
as well.
potential man? I mean, you do cast America,
wanna
so you're
switch
used
just
to
for the
potential
graphic.
man. Doing well.
Sorry.
I'm just absolutely, I am living or dying by Na'Vi starting very hot and maybe Vitality
And
haven't
being
played
our
too
top
much.
2 in the power rankings in the first 2 games. That
They're
is.
playing too much.
Do you think they're the best
EWC,
team in
coming
EMEA?
back? No, I don't think they're the best team in EMEA. I'm not going to keep predicting them week after week after week. I'm hoping to go 50% on these Na'Vi predictions, TMV. Also, why the fuck are you grilling me when you've got
hold up.
Na'Vi underneath your name?
Hold up, I remember my brain right now. Okay, my morning brain was thinking. Okay, I was actually maybe thinking more than I am now. I went more in depth because if you think Na'Vi have had so much time, they would have timing off in terms of like map veto.
Yeah.
Vitality posted pictures after London of them going on holiday, so you know they haven't practiced Sunset because then they've been at EWC and then they haven't got Summit either. So you could either get Sunset or Summit, so you're map up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I
was
did
right
Na'Vi
there.
earlier.
I was right there, apart
Also,
from stalking the
I
pictures.
looked at
but yeah.
not to bring up the tournament that we're not talking about, but I was looking at that tournament, and dude, someone played against who's the first team to play against Vitality? They played against they play against K Corp, and you know that they've been posting pictures of them on holiday. You've got a map that they haven't been practicing because it wasn't in London, and you don't pick that map against them, and you let them second ban it. That's. Let's move on, but I'm pissed.
Well,
that's crazy.
Are you flipping back?
I'm not flipping back. I'm just pissed at K Corp now. Where's
But
K
you
Corp?
agree with what? You agree with the analysis of your morning
Yeah, but they'll win the
self.
other 2 maps. They'll win the other 2
Right.
maps. It's fine.
Okay.
I'm now pissed at K Corp not picking a map that you know they haven't practiced.
Right.
Fucking hell.
I picked Na'Vi because I think I needed to pick an upset, and I thought this one might be it.
Okay. I really do think though that this is a chance to grab a win against somebody that might be a little bit like either burnout or
Yeah,
just
slow
coming
start.
back or like
Oh, it's a
slow
good one.
start kind
Yeah.
of thing. The only problem is that Na'Vi played twice and this is their second game, which is not
Yeah.
ideal for
Is this
getting, like, a big
Vitality's
upset.
only game?
No, they played BBL last
No,
game.
they play at the end of the week as well.
Yeah.
What's out of the pool again? Fracture
Fracture and Pearl.
and Pro was Vitality's.
Puzzle
Yeah, that was
Stomp
their big
the
thing.
EMEA map.
map.
This was my.
But they
well,
permaban
good-
Fracture, so it's like the exact in between.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they have to.
But they
move
have
on
to
the
ban
bans
someone.
anyway. They have to ban one of them.
Yeah.
They have to practice Sunset or Summit. Yeah.
All right. Anyone else sold on the flip? Or are we 50-50 for this?
Nah, I
It's a
actually
fair
think
50-50.
this is a good match of the week though.
I think it's decent. It's like
Yeah.
a hidden banger match of the week. Because
Yeah,
in
it is.
theory, I think all the people would be like, oh, Vitality should easily win this.
Mm.
Maybe the thing is, if we watch Foot versus Na'Vi and Na'Vi looked god-awful, then this match of the week is going to look really fucking stupid. But hey-ho, that's the world we live in. Let's get on to our next game. It's Mates playing against Foot.
Let's fucking go. What's happened? What's happened?
Mate,
London's
Sop,
happened.
Bruh. Sop on Jet. That's all I need to see.
Sop on Jet, and the coaching stuff went up enormously in my estimation as well in terms of the prep work that they had coming in.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not going to be the same on a week-to-week basis, but
I
definitely.
feel like everyone individually, like Crystali as well, just played so much better than I've
Yeah.
seen him play.
I think my notes were that like the floor of the team at London was much higher than it usually is. Like,
Yeah.
individually speaking.
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
Zeus was the X factor that wasn't appearing so much in the
Yeah.
past. That came, Sop was Sop. Zeus was the god. If they got both of them going, then this is a scary team. What when you talk about the coaching prep, like what was it specifically, Josh, that you were?
So
enjoying?
they changed around a few of their compositions and had really nice ideas for it. So they had like good synergy with some of the, like for example, they played Jet Waylay on some of the maps and they looked really like in sync with the ideas that they wanted to do. But the opening, was it their opening game or was it their second game against Full Sense?
That was
Their
their
first
first
two
game.
games, their first two games, they were really well prepped in terms of dismantling their opponents. They knew exactly what their protocols were going to be on Fracture. They completely read them in terms of their default on the attack side of Haven.
Yep.
They just went
forgot,
in
like, I
and
did-
smacked them.
I did a whole fucking segment post match about their Haven game plan of like
Yeah.
they cancel, like they wouldn't, they like one step of default and just cancel every time, and it was
Yeah.
like just a very good simple game plan. That
Yeah.
yeah, I'm on the same page.
I thought it was
Yeah.
really nice.
The
Both
good
the stuff
thing
that
for
they
Foot-
changed and the anti, it was actually really good from Foot.
Yeah.
The good thing for Foot big time is I was talking to them after they got eliminated, and it was rumored at that point that Haven was going to rotate out. Remember the little Haven
Oh,
Icebox
yeah.
thing?
Yeah,
And then
yeah.
Haven didn't rotate out, and instead Pearl and Fracture, two maps that they weren't very good at, rotate out instead.
That's
It-
good.
And they've still got a Ascent and Haven. So yeah, it's looking good.
Yeah.
Okay. let's move on to our next game. It's Heretics playing against Team Liquid. This one, 2 big names from EMEA, but they're not as high on them as we have been. And it's again
He's
actually
believing.
only,
He's believing.
again
I'm-
it's only
I'm doing-
Sliggy going for Liquid.
I'm doing what you're doing with Navi, man. I'm believing early, and then I can brag. Or I just go, they
Or
were meant to
quiet,
win
get
anyway.
quiet.
Yeah, they were meant to win anyway.
I'm so annoyed I didn't fucking rustle them up higher on the fucking power ranking now, because I'm not as low as
No.
ninth. I don't
What do you
know.
mean? You guys put them in 9th. Just saying.
Yeah,
You
you did the
guys put 'em
sneaky.
in
Someone
ninth.
says something. You do the sneaky, just
What
re-encouraging.
we need
no
to
one else
remember, Mini,
speaks
is if
tactic.
they are shit, we just need to remind Sliggy, yeah, they're actually not even 9th. They're shit. Get them lower.
Get him lower. Yeah.
I think it was it not Sliggy who was saying this is a really defendable position? We can just say we didn't even know what
Yeah, we
roles they
didn't.
were
We
on.
didn't know what the
Exactly.
ball.
Look at
Exactly.
him. Let 'em manipulate.
They don't. If they don't go good, guys, didn't
Sliggy-
realize he
Sliggy
was gonna be on
smoked the
smokes.
most during the fucking power ranking, and now is predicting them every time.
Yep. It's
Yeah.
criminal, actually. It's criminal how
They've got
you've
2
played
pretty
us.
hard games on paper, though. Like Eternal
Oh, they
Fire
got
and
rough
Heretics.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're
Are
definitely
fairly
the
hard
underdogs
games.
in both.
Is it better to play them now, though? I guess
I think it's better to play
Probably,
Heretics now for sure.
Heretics. Yeah, Eternal Fire's a bit difficult.
Yeah. I mean,
get warmed up to
prepping
get
for both of them
punched.
in 1 week, though, makes
it-
the chance of upsetting one of them much less likely, doesn't it?
Yes.
I mean,
It's like-
after Lev won the tournament, I refuse to believe in
That anyone
In
can.
any level
anyone
of
who
prep.
says something about prep. I'm like,
Mm.
yeah.
Well, the thing is, for
yeah,
Heretics,
you work
they
hard,
don't
you
play before
guys?
this.
Staying up to 4 a.m. Yeah, wink, wink. Yeah, I remember using that one too.
Why
All
do
right.
Heretics? But I mean, I guess because EWC, but
Mm.
this is their first game, which is quite late.
It is late.
Yeah,
isn't
it's because he.
So they got a
Yeah.
decent. So they get to watch Liquid's game on the first day. And then get a
Dude, this is.
couple
I mean,
days
this is not to
before
harp
this.
on against Pacific again, but this is what Pacific should have done. But for Nongshim,
Yeah,
but
Yeah.
unlucky.
here we are.
But they got fucked.
Yeah, unlucky.
But also, you shouldn't cripple the VCT system to make space for a third-party tournament anyway, no
No,
matter who's running it.
I agree, but
So,
the same
and
should probably be fair across the board. But here we are.
yes, they should have done the same thing in multiple regions. All right, the second to last game, the penultimate game of EMEA Week 1, there's a bloody lot of them, is Giant X playing against Carmine Corp.
Oh,
Ooh.
oh wow. These are always the ones that go wrong, by the way.
I
Yeah,
feel
guaranteeing,
good
like-
about it.
No, but guaranteeing weaker teams is a recipe for disaster.
The quality of the
don't-
roster, though, they've got top 5 players
Oh
in
my
every
God.
role.
Yeah, but they don't play like that, do they?
every role. He's
Uh,
extended it.
I think it's now 3. It's three roles,
Yeah,
right?
he's
I'd
extended
happily
it.
defend that position.
You've gone up by one. He's gone down by one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How many have Giants got? 0?
West Side is pretty good.
West
West
Side is good, actually.
Side is
Yeah, West
pretty
Side's
good. Yeah.
West
Or
Side,
if he's
West
having a
Side
life game.
on the duelist position.
But I was
Apparently,
going to
is
say,
top 5.
is he now duelist or?
He's one of our best phoenixes, apparently.
He was
But
good.
then the irony with Giant X was that they were winning every map they played the double duelist, and then they lost every map they won.
Mm. They
Yes.
love playing double initiator though. That is their like bread and butter. I can
Yeah.
understand why they would be reluctant, even if the numbers say do it.
Well, that's the weird thing. Yeah.
West Side's a
Yeah.
fun player to watch. I really like the way.
Surely
that he
with
aims.
bringing, surely they're gonna play double duelist now. Though West Side is gonna be perma duelist because they brought in Net. Surely he's playing Seni for them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Flickless has gone recon, I guess. Wait, yeah, we're
Yeah.
recon. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, it'll be a somewhat entertaining game, I suppose. But it does feel like Giants have just kind of
I
put
regret
West
that
Side in a
prediction.
little sad cage. I
There's a
suppose.
stableness to Giants that I feel like there is potential. There is
Who's calling for
potential.
them, by the way? Is it Net?
That's
That's
a
a good
great
question.
question. Who is calling for them?
And if it is Net, is he doing it from Senti?
I-
Flickless?
I got no idea.
I don't know.
They don't have one. They don't have an RGL.
In terms of
Alright.
just like, I'm taking a guess, Flickless to me, but like, it's a pure guess.
They get their old school maps back though, right? Sunset and
What's that,
Sunset and Ascent. That used to be where they
Yeah.
farmed. So there's
But
at least that for Giants.
That was also when they played double initiator and had
Yeah,
a lot of
no,
like set plays. So
yeah.
if you want them to play double duelist, it might not.
No, I
align
agree.
with
They might change it.
I think that
Net is
IGL.
IGLing.
Oh,
Okay.
IGLing.
Thank you, Kurt, and thank you the chat as well for.
Mm.
Sure.
My big thing, honestly, is that these kind of teams should be playing like Love. Like, just set everything. Just have set strats. Just fucking set like the one team who did set strats won.
Yeah,
Yeah.
mate,
Just
I've
do
been
set strats.
I've been saying that for 5 years, dude. That's all we had.
I
Like,
think
that's
legit,
that's
the
legit the only
difference-
style that I know.
The difference now though is that like you can't really rely on that multiple layer default, right? So it's like it's in the strongest position it's ever been.
Yeah,
And
'cause-
EMEA is a region of like coaches who want to do stuff. Like they want to be that person doing stuff, controlling stuff. You
I
just
think-
fucking set strat everything.
That's how you have the most
I
impact.
think these
A-
two
and-
teams would happily take your advice on that, though. Zaisha's the coach of one team, and then Giant X have been like a very set strat heavy team in the past with a lot of their, maybe not like pre-barrier stuff, but a lot of their like replay stuff used to be.
But I don't think we're like, if you look at Lev, I think that's the hardest style we've seen of that for a long, long time.
Since,
Since like 2023.
It's almost like the EMEA teams are almost embarrassed that if you don't show a default, it's like, oh, maybe
Yeah,
he's gonna
yeah,
flame us that they can't default. And
it
I'm
is
sat there
like-
watching Eternal Fire, just like, just fucking run at people. Like I'm a
Yeah,
different man nowadays.
It's
Like,
changed. instead of walking into an
if
op,
I don't
just
see a
set strat.
death ball, I think you're shit in this meta. I think you're fucking horrendous. Like I want to see 4 people at minimum just running up on the map every single round.
Yeah.
The game's different nowadays. Like it ain't,
Yeah, it
it
is.
ain't this fucking fancy stuff. Like it's the opposite of football, where you got Roy Keane on the desk being like, back in my day, 4-4-2, you know, all this fancy shit. I'm the opposite. I'm just like, play fucking 4-4-2, just run at people, you know, like don't try and be fancy. EMEA, man.
Final game of the week, I think, is a bit of a banger as well. This one could have also been an opportunity for another match of the week, but I'm happy with where we had it. It's Vitality playing against BBL.
This should probably be
Ooh.
actually.
Okay. Three of us have gone with Vitality, and then
Is he trying to
What's
think?
what's that
I think he's
pensive-
thinking like, did I really pick this? Now he's trying to think, why did I pick this?
I'm
And now I've got to
remembering
come
why
up
I
with
picked
a now I've got to come up with an excuse.
Because
why
I need to
picked
root
this.
against them.
why?
FUD's champ points.
Okay.
So I need to root against them, so I might as well pick it, I suppose. Look, is it a terrible pick? I mean, I was actually kind of down on BBL. But is
They've
it a
got
terrible
upset
pick?
potential,
I
for
don't think
sure.
so. I don't. It's got a chance. There is a chance here. But
Okay, the
I
problem
am-
is you can't use any of the
Yeah.
EWC
yeah,
like
that
map
doesn't.
pool
That narrative
logic.
doesn't work, does it?
No, because both of these teams have just come back from.
Here's
EWC,
my
and they both
narrative,
made it
then.
fairly deep.
The narrative is that Team Vitality will be coming off a loss, according to me again. So they're going to be 0-2, by the way. They're going to come off a loss in Navi, and BBL again have not played. So they're playing the last game. They get to watch Vitality play. They get to chill out. They've got more time than everyone else, I suppose. Even though they went to EWC, at least they've got this last game they're playing. So
Yeah.
you know,
It is not bad for
it's a while
BBL.
away,
Like the
yeah.
schedule, the schedule's way worse for Vitality. They
Yeah, it
play
is.
and then they play 2 days later, so they have a 2-day turnaround from Navi to BBL.
Yeah, there's one team from each region that gets wrecked. Vitality here, Nongshim, and Pacific. That's who it is in Americas.
there you go. Now you give me your shitty case. Oh, why Vitality are going to win?
Well, they're better, aren't they?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, instantly back down. Yeah, probably. I got a new question while we're doing this. I thought of something. Right, you're Fnatic, you're Boaster. You've historically been bad at calling on Sunset, but now you
Oh,
get
God.
in Cloud, who's historically been great, one of the best at calling on Sunset. Do you just let him take over the map?
No. You just
Perma up, Boaster.
You just listen to me right now and just stop fucking mid defaulting.
Like the way they go top mid.
Why?
Yeah.
Why are they sending 4 people
Yeah, but-
middle at the start of every fucking round? It's
Minnie,
the
that's-
worst thing I've ever seen. And they don't use it. They don't use it to actually split top middle. They just
Yeah.
use it for actual mid control. It's
Yeah,
like
and then they don't know what
I
to
know.
do.
I know. Before that, honestly, that we weren't great at Sunset. I think that since then, like my theories progressed a little bit. I understand a little bit. I worked with PaperX, who are like the best Sunset team in the world, in my opinion. Like I got some of it down, but mid opening is so shit. They smoke the top of middle in the middle and then take middle.
It's
And
what
then
you
it's like, what-
it's
what-
what you have
what?
already for free majority of the
Yeah.
rounds.
You have it for free.
It
The
makes
only thing
no
you're gaining
sense.
access to is the tightest choke point on the map.
Yeah,
It doesn't make any sense.
but that's what I'm saying. What if you just let Cloud take
just
the reins
ask
of it?
Cloud why are we shit
Yeah.
at Sunset, and within 2 seconds he could like, oh, I think I found it.
Well, then that's what I mean. You kind of answered my question though. Is it not going to make them better at Sunset? Like they probably should be floating it.
They can't
Or
be
or
as
do you think they're
bad
just
as
gonna
they
perma?
were. But they, to be honest, though, they've never been. Like when I was coaching as well. Like they never got that groove. So it is going to be a weaker map in their pool. They didn't get a groove. in it,
Pearl's
if that
gone. I
makes
mean,
sense.
they might just ban it. I mean, Pearl is gone.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
That
they
is
could,
usually
they could
their
permaban.
approach.
They could
Depends what
permaban
they feel
into
about Summit
permaban.
as well.
They'll go for Summit, sure.
Summit
think
feels
not.
like a good I mean, if you want to take mid away from teams, Summit seems like a good option for that.
Yeah, if they did a sunset default on on Summit,
Yeah.
it
That
would work
mid-smoke
better
might
than
actually
on
be
sunset.
better.
Yeah, yeah, it's true. That would work. Yeah, no, I
And then
agree with
take whatever you were theory crafting for Summit and just run it on Sunset and it'll be better.
that. Okay,
Doesn't matter
Not
what it
sure that
was.
one's gonna work, but yeah.
Guys,
be
we've got
fun,
to go
though.
cave on the retake. Fucking cave. We're on Sunset. Where's cave?
EMEA is
to
gonna
be fair,
fun.
you could do a B main post plant splat.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
yeah,
does
sure.
have some elements.
Yeah.
Not that they ever found the B site, but I think EMEA is gonna be the most fun region for stage 2.
Definitely. Definitely.
Is
It's
that
gonna be mad
stakes
entertaining.
mostly?
Yeah, mostly stakes.
So-
But
well,
also
but also how
a lot of
competitive it
unknowns. Yeah, there's quite a few unknowns in terms of
Okay.
like I've seen high peaks from 8 out of 12 teams in the EMEA throughout the year.
And also some low peaks.
yeah, no, that's what I mean. So it's like, what are we gonna get? So that's pretty cool.
The historically good teams as well have the pressure on them.
That's true. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's a lot
Top
of fun to
two's
watch
nuts. Dude, Fnatic could
And to be fair, I'm going to be working, so obviously that makes it the best region.
Mm.
for us,
That's-
you know.
Yeah.
skip
There's
the
too.
first
There's a world
15
where
minutes.
Fnatic have to get in through play-ins and
Oh, that would
have
be
to
funny.
fight against tier 2 teams, which
Oh,
I
I'm
think is
gonna
just
be
embarrassing.
Fnatic versus Enterprise and Magnum. I mean,
Doma,
that would be so
Doma,
fun.
and
Oh.
Magnum.
Dormer
Yeah,
against
Dom. And
Fnatic. Yeah, dude. Actually, there's the whole of them.
Because look
That's
at that
awesome.
group that Fnatic's in. It's not impossible that they could be third behind
No.
like Eternal Fire Heretics or something.
There's some
Or,
upset
like-
teams there. Yeah.
Yeah,
Even
It's
Sliggy's
possible.
Team Liquid, if he's right.
yeah. The group alpha looks a lot more competitive though. I think generally.
Yeah, I can get on board with that.
Yeah, more
I think there's
balanced.
some nasty teams in there. I mean, apart from I
I
guess
think Alpha
it all
more
depends, doesn't it?
competitive.
Oh,
Sure about that.
Oh, Dryad's net has died. If anyone would like to stick around for Americas, okay, that's
If Mini wants to do it, he can do it. If not, I'll do it.
Minnie. Do you care about Americas?
Not really. I mean, actually, I said they're the best region coming into London.
There you
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I genuinely don't mind stick if you actually want to do it.
There you go. That's fine.
I'm gonna
We can
talk
flip
some
a coin.
absolute shit. I don't know anything.
Mini's just gonna
I
find
did
teams. That'll be fun.
no prep for this segment, and so
You were
that's
playing
negative
TFT
prep.
for half of it.
Do you,
I came
do you,
sixth somehow.
Yeah, you might as well load up another game, mate,
Yeah,
for America.
I might actually.
Do you want her
Crazy.
Preds or do you want me to send you the form again?
No, do. I'll do her preds.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's gonna be good.
Oh, that's really
Okay.
good. That's really good. I like that.
I don't remember half the rosters.
Well, thank you for joining me, TMV, Sliggy, and Minnie. Appreciate this. We'll be able to follow a lot more of EMEA throughout this stage. I think it is going to be pretty exciting. So we'll say goodbye to TMV and Sliggy, and we're gonna add in Mimi and Mel. But we need to take a little break because we're running a bit faster than schedule again here. And,
Really? I thought we
Yeah.
chatted some absolute shit there.
yeah,
we did.
We really did.
Yes, we
did. Make sure we're sorted with
You have to remember, being on schedule is way ahead of schedule for Josh.
That's true. That's true.
that's
Normally we're like 45 minutes behind at this point, aren't we?
All right.
Yeah.
I'll be
Okay,
right back.
See you guys
goodbye.
later.
All right.
Bye-bye.
See you guys.
See you. All right, let's get Mel and Mimi in here.
Mimi, Mel, and Minnie. That's going to be easy.
Yep. Mimi, and then we're switching Minnie over to the left side, where Dan was going to be. All right. Cool. We should be able to hear you guys now, maybe?
Hello.
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 Was that
Okay, sorry.
Wait,
That
that's
was
a fucking
damn. All
minion
right. My bad. Won't happen again.
Josh doesn't
Can
like
you-
funny noises. He gets.
Can you
scared
give me a
easily.
banana with that?
You know what? Now I'm scared. I feel like I'm not in a safe space now to really express my true minion voice.
How
So I'm
about
gonna
if you feel
subdue
nervous
it.
right now, you just do it at some point during the show today, and you don't have to tell us when. You just let it loose.
Oh, okay. I just let the blow just out and everyone can hear
Yeah,
me.
yeah.
Okay.
We've
Have you
already
seen
been
the
talking
new
about
movie?
cars.
You know what's crazy? I haven't even seen any of the Minion movies.
You haven't seen
neither.
any
Everything I
of
know
them?
is from the cultural zeitgeist of it all, really. I just
Wow.
just secondhand absorbed it.
Which one are you? Are you like Kevin or
They have
the other ones?
Yeah.
I
Okay,
know
hold
one
on.
is named Kevin. I don't know
Let
any
me
of the
let me look him
others.
up. Kevin.
Oh wait, there's one
Minion.
named Mel.
Kevin the
I'm Mel.
Minion.
I'm Mel. I'm literally Mel.
Wait, there is there one named Mel?
Hold on, I
Yeah.
just looked up. Okay, is
Minion.
this? Am I getting AI generated on or what?
No,
It
this
does
is
look
No,
like
this
it
is
is.
from
I'm
the official
looking at
Despicable
the-
Me wiki.
The official Despicable Me wiki.
Wait, can people see us now? Is it live?
Yeah.
Are we
Yes.
live?
Yeah, we're live. They
So this
heard
is
you be
you.
a minion.
Were you unaware that you were minioning to people?
I was completely caught unaware that I was actually full on minioning. Hello, everyone. Hey, so I'm Mel. Hey.
We've got Minion Mel on the show. Minnie, have you
wow.
ever watched one of the Minion movies?
We talked about this. No,
We talked
No,
about this.
We talked about
We
oh
did.
when
we did.
the other
When?
day when Haza or was it Haza or Kyra who was going to the Minion movie and left the
Yes.
charity stream
Oh,
to go to the
right.
Minion
It was
movie.
Cairo, yeah.
What is this? Is that a game?
It's a Minions game. It's what we're talking about.
Wait,
This
is this an
segment, Josh.
actual game or is this an AI generated mobile ad? I'm scared. Mom, I'm really scared.
Well, whatever you are, you're rare.
wow. I'm I'm holding on to those strands of hair.
You gotta give
really,
that up.
we need to shave. We need
Nah,
to
you
just
really got to give that up. If
I'm
if anyone
sorry.
in the chat looks like that, you gotta go bald. Like it's not as bad as you think.
Have you seen that subreddit of the Bald Bros?
bald subreddit.
Yeah.
And they all got they're like it's like a very wholesome, positive male space.
Yeah.
I recommend
Love
anyone
that.
going on it, even if you do have hair, because it's kind of just a nice place.
Yeah.
But like, is there anything wrong with the hair system? Like with the toupee? Like in theory, if a minion wanted to get a toupee because he's hanging on to some threads, is there really, you know?
Isn't
I'm pro
Turkey-
toupee. I'm pro hair system.
Isn't a
Is it-
toupee easier if you're fully bald though? I feel like it would be more because don't you have to like
Is
stick
it?
it to your head?
Isn't the point of a toupee that you still keep the hair around and then you match it to it? If you just fucking slapped it on, you'd be bald on the
Oh,
side.
I'm just thinking of a wig. There's a name for that.
Isn't
see.
Turkish hair just the matter now, though?
Well, I think actually holding on to your own hair with a medication is the current meta. but
Oh,
there's like a percentage. You roll a dice on whether your penis ever works again, unfortunately. So
That's
I'd rather go to
crazy.
Turkey. I think.
yeah. Well, some people
So-
we've been to Turkey, and I don't know.
It is crazy that coming back on Turkish Airlines, it is just like you look at the priority one like Star Alliance Gold boarding line, and it's just like 15 guys who have all come back from hair transplants.
They look
The
like me,
names
but they
are
have bandages
real?
on their head.
Yeah.
Wow.
They
People
got
go a
red.
lot.
They got like red dots in their head and shit.
Yeah. I got an email from a Turkish hair transplant clinic offering to sponsor me.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah. I think they targeted me
How do
because I
you-
was bald.
Probably.
How do
Wow.
you sponsor? They like,
Wow.
give you the procedure. And
They
then
would
you're
give
like,
me the procedure for free if I
You're the
did a
before and
video
after.
about them.
For
Yeah.
free? I'm
Yeah.
not judging. If I
What?
see you posted up with this sponsor, I'm not judging.
No,
I'm
no,
not
I
judging
don't.
at all.
I'm happy being bald. I'm very. I
You've
would.
accepted it, or
I've completely accepted
You're
it.
saying
I've got nothing to
accepted
hold
it
on
like
to.
it's like some
it's a negative
terminal
thing.
yeah. It's just how he is, Mel. You don't have to.
Well,
Tower was
you know,
born.
true. You know what? You know.
I think that's a sign from Kurt to discuss some Valorant instead of
Oh,
No,
Turkish
no.
hair
I
transplant
worth
clinics.
I'm sorry. I haven't been here in a while, so some of this is going over me.
Yeah.
I
If
thought
you
that was
host the
someone's-
show, you have to get like clicker trained. When you hear the fire alarm beep, you have to move it along.
Okay. Heard.
Let's talk about play-ins. So there have been actually America's is a little bit slower than some of the other regions that we've been talking about, but there are still 2 teams that have qualified through the America play-in system. One from North America, I want to start with that, is M80. M80 have Kaplan as the coach. They have Caillou as the IGL, who was previously with Sentinels. They have Nismo, who's been should have probably been in Tier 1 a long time ago. He's incredibly talented. Since they've added Caillou and Kaplan after Sentinels exploded, they have not lost a game. They have absolutely just run through the group stage, the bracket, the grand finals, everything. And they kind of slaughtered a lot of the other teams that they were supposed to be competitive with in those early playoff games too. So we were talking earlier about EMEA because we were asking the question, do any of these play-in teams, like which of them has the highest chance of actually doing something, right? And we were talking about Enterprise in EMEA. But I think this is another candidate as a team that could go far in some kind of play-ins or playoffs format.
Yeah, they look insane. When I was watching the BO5 versus SRB yesterday, and I've caught some of their games just kind of tangentially throughout the season, and they have looked very good. I think they can definitely do really well in the play-ins, especially if like there's been some chaos in some of like the teams that I know we'll get to the power rankings later, but in my mind, like the bottom 4-6 teams, I think in VCT Americas, like this team can definitely take those teams on, no doubt. I think it's also insane how Nismo has not competed in tier 1 yet until now. Like it has genuinely blown my mind how this guy went to being a coach, then came back as a player and is so consistently been on top of the ratings and just has to, with grit, grind his way to this point. Like how has he just not been given a spot? There's so many teams he could have upgraded over the years, and this is just how he does it. It's just insane.
It is crazy. I think also if you're just looking at what's ahead for them going into Americas, this team has some of the best like revenge narrative second chance stuff of all time. The Nismo story that you're saying, and then Caillou and Kaplan, who together got dropped from Sen after their rebuild, as that team has continued to swap around. And if you look at Sen's group, I think there's a really good chance they're going to be in that play-in tournament and playing against this squad, which would be really hype. But yeah, this is like an M80 that they've been one of the most invested like tier 2 orgs for ages. They've made it to like pretty much every Ascension final and have never been able to
I thought they
get
said
it
they were
across the
dropping
line.
out last year, didn't they? Wasn't
They
there something about
were.
M80 leaving and then they came back? But was that because of the format change?
I don't know exactly why, but there's definitely been some like ups and downs. I think they were out for a bit, then they came back. It's been kind of turbulent for them just in general, but yeah, I mean, this is the year they finally did it, and I'm honestly really happy for them just as an org. They've been involved for so long at this point, like you've been saying. It's criminal to have seen it earlier.
Mm. And then from Brazil, we have a team called La Masia. Listen, I'm gonna keep fucking it up. So let's go with one of those. But this has a bunch of players that we've seen before. In fact, I think it's only Zenatsu who hasn't played at the tier 1 level. I think all the rest of them have been in various different teams that we've seen. STK, who's now the coach as well, but, you know, 2Es was on Loud. JCC and Pala were on MIBR, I want to say. I think Mazim was on Furia. I get some of those teams mixed up sometimes, but I think that's right. But yeah, to me, I'm not as excited about the Brazilian teams that I'm looking at. Now, hands up, I have not been watching these games, so maybe I will be excited if I watch them. But the names are more like recycling players that I've already seen at a tier 1 level before versus the up-and-coming talent from Brazil who were fantastic, kind of seemed like they got absorbed by Leviathan Academy or whatever and have come up into Lev, basically, right? So these are more known quantities in terms of what they can provide at a tier 1 level.
Yeah, I think they also won their match versus 2G. And same thing that you're saying applies here, like names will recognize as well. And I think the Zenatsu player is pretty good. I saw some clips of him on Twitter. I also, hands are up with you, I wasn't watching the Brazilian Challengers game because it was happening kind of around the same time as the Americas one, or the NA one rather. So I'm not entirely sure to the form of this team. But yeah, it does seem to be like it's pretty proven formula at this point where you just get like 2 or 3 like tier 1 vets, like they've just come down from tier 1, and then you pair them up with some like young players, and it's like kind of like an undefeatable formula. Like you see it in NA VCL right now too. Same thing on like SRB. No bias, full bias actually, but it's like undefeated. So I'm not like fully surprised that teams like this are making it to the play-ins.
Mm.
Yeah, I think I agree with you, Josh. Like I haven't watched anything, I'll be honest, but it looks like there's so much Brazilian talent now in VCT that you can only expect so much, and so I am less excited by those prospects. But then we did say that I think before, and then 2G ended up fucking winning the final, whatever. So doubting Brazilian Valorant is obviously not the smartest move ever. But
but those were up and comers. Those guys,
Except
rather
for
than,
I guess so. Yeah,
you know, they
I
were
guess
all
so.
new talent.
Yeah.
at that point.
Yeah, that is my worry, that it is all guys who have pretty much been here before, that for all of the teams basically in recent history, except for TUI's going back to first year of America's Loud, there's never really been much success there, but I don't know. Could be exciting. Zenatsu, when I was looking back, had some pretty crazy stats in some of the games, so maybe there's something there.
Yeah.
But definitely, if you're looking at Americas, I think like M80 is going to be the team to watch, just
how
because they
do,
have that mix of some talent and guys who have just been waiting ages for.
What's MAT style? Is it
They
kind
play
of
like
just normal America's style, or
Yeah, I would say definitely America style. You definitely see a lot of like Kaplan's coaching like into the team, especially him and Kai have been working together since the beginning of the year with Sen. But I think what's really interesting is like obviously Nismo allows them to actually play some of these double initiator comps. Like you can actually have a really good KO player, and I think now that with like the buffs are in play and everything, you don't necessarily have to play double duels on every map. Like on some maps, it's definitely best in slot, but there are maps where teams absolutely could play KO, but they don't because he is such a difficult agent to really master, and he's like the KO merchant. And so it's really interesting to see, because when you watch him maybe play it, sometimes you see like old Valorant, like last year Valorant getting played only because they have a player like Nismo that can like allow them to play that way, if that makes sense, like really channel it. So it's actually really fun to watch them. I really enjoy it. And their duelist is unreal. Like Bonnie,
yeah.
it's so fun watching these tier 2 duelists. I'm like, actually, like, it's gonna be really shocking. I think some people are gonna get humbled real quick by the tier 2 duelists. Like, hopefully if SRB make it to play-ins through LCQ, Smoke's gonna be smoking everybody. Like, I would definitely, if there was one person I'd keep an eye on, it's the duelist on these teams.
I think the way I'd frame it is I'd be tempted to flip it though, in terms of like, I'm obviously very high on Nismo. Like, he was someone in 2023 I was even looking at for the super team and kind of thinking about, if there was an import, he's probably the most likely option. I think that after that, he dipped a little bit. I do think that there was a bit of dip in form. And I think that was mostly probably because he wasn't being just put on Ray's KO. Like, he is probably, is it a hot take to say best KO in Americas? Or second best after Ethan? Like, he's up
Sure.
there.
But like Asuna, Ethan, Nismo, definitely. I would say.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
easily
Like, he's
top 3.
So it's almost like, it just feels like Captain's just on the obvious thing of, this guy's good at this agent. It's not bad right now. Just put him on it. And he's doing really well. So, yeah.
What is interesting about the Brazilian team as well, though, is that when things next year become more regionalized, there is going to be like an active Brazilian scene that has a lot of the tier 1 teams playing inside of it too, right? We're going to see, presumably, I mean, we don't know which exact teams are going to get partnered, but let's imagine it's like MRBR, Loud, Furia are going to be playing inside of the Brazilian circuit with some of these teams. So getting some of the old tier 1 players to like show who's still got it is still a worthy thing to be playing for, even if you don't have the same expectations as M80. It'll be
That's a
interesting.
really good point I hadn't thought about. Okay, wait, I have 2 thoughts off that, if that's all right. Like, one, it is crazy to think like how it's very difficult for a region to develop if literally all their best talent is just going somewhere else completely.
Yeah.
Like, they can't even scrim against them. They don't get the impact of the scrims. And like being able to scrim against talent like that, like I know like on SRG was so useful. Like, especially when we start scrimming when tournaments are coming around, like when the internationals were coming to like American like venues, so nice. So I didn't even think about that actually. That would be so helpful for them. And 2, how does MIBR fall into that? Do you think MIBR is gonna be participating in
They're a
Brazil, or are
Brazilian
they
org.
gonna be?
I mean,
doing,
I don't,
like-
if the organization gets partnered, they will be presumably a Brazilian org because their name, their identity is literally made in Brazil. So, who knows what would happen? But like maybe Zekken would relocate to Sao Paulo and be playing in Brazil.
That's
I don't
really
know.
cursed to me. If it's like a majority non-Brazil players, though, do you think there's like an argument for them to?
Well, I
like, they
believe
could
there's
do like
a
Team
residency
Liquid, like in
requirement too,
CS.
isn't there? Of like how many
There has
They
players
said that they
have
would
to be from-
grandfather. They said they would grandfather rosters in to stop them from splitting up.
Sure.
So for this next year, you could have a team like MIBR play in Brazil.
You would keep
Yeah.
it Brazil, Mel, because like in the next 2 years, they will end up being, or 3 years, they'll end up being Brazilian mostly, I don't see,
I
you
see.
know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
as much as this team is good, they're not going to like no team lasts for,
Yeah.
that long. So I'd imagine the goal would be for MIBR to have a majority Brazilian
Yeah.
team at some point.
If it works out that Ospas isn't playing in Brazil for the new
Oh, people will
system,
riot.
that is like that the
Yeah,
people
that's
will
what
be
I'm
in the
thinking.
streets of Sao Paulo. Riot would not be able to get away with that
Yeah.
one.
Yeah. let's talk about some of the news that's happened. We do have a very strange piece of roster move.
Is it
news.
strange or is it just Cloud9?
Well, it'd be strange for anyone else, but it is very Cloud9, isn't it? So after already losing so many of their other players from stage 1, Vic was part of the group of people who decided to leave Cloud9, citing burnout and this kind of stuff. Then they replaced him with Note. Then they were looking to replace Note because they weren't happy, presumably, with the performance, I think. So they had to get rid of Vic. Vic wanted to leave, but they chose to try to replace Note. And then Vic was like, hey, what if I just come back, though? And
wasn't it more like he heard that they were searching for a smokes player?
Yeah.
And then he flagged. Like, I think there's a very key difference between, hey, guys, I actually want to join the team again, and, oh, I've heard that you're looking for a smokes player.
Yes.
Because obviously that means that they were trying to get rid of Note.
Yes, they were trying to get rid of Note, but Vic also, like, wasn't... Yeah, but it also means, though, on the other side of that Vic wasn't proactively trying to be like, hey, I want to get back into tier 1. He's just like, oh, my old team wants someone back. I mean, yeah, might as well. But what he says is that
he's kind of
found
gaggy
his
in
vibe.
this. Sorry, go ahead. I was just saying he's just kind of gaggy in this too. I can't lie.
Kind
What
of
is
what?
What?
Like, I feel like the part, I mean, you guys can tell me, maybe I'm a drama frog, but we had scrimmed each other and my friends in the scene had told me things were not great over there.
Yeah, no, it is
that
rough,
not
isn't it?
gaggy? Sorry to interrupt, but I feel
Wait,
like
what
that's
does
so
gaggy mean?
Sorry. It's like, you know when you get gagged? Like, I just say something that shocks you to your core and you're like, wow,
Okay.
I got gagged. Like, you're correct, I'm wrong. Or like, you know, just like shock, really.
Josh,
It's
you
like,
know.
Yeah,
he's
yeah,
kinda
no, I
gagging
know.
This. He's kind of being like,
Yeah.
wait, he's clocking their tea. Like, he's getting them.
Like,
Like,
can you
a little
explain?
bit.
Like, I understand the gagging thing, but I'm confused. Who's gagging who? What's going on?
well, I mean, it's like a royal, you know how it's like you and like royal.
It's a
There's
royal gagging?
gag because we don't actually know who he's gagging, but the essence of the tweet is kind of gaggy,
Vic's
right?
tweet.
Our royal
Yes,
family got in a bit of
correct.
trouble for
right?
doing that
Because it's
kind of
like
stuff.
when my friends in the scene told me things were not going great over there. It's probably the
Where's
funniest
over there?
shit you could say.
At Cloud9.
Okay.
Okay, so sorry to back up and give people a bit more context because it is a bit more complicated than you might think. So Vic goes down to tier 2. Vic's playing in tier 2 for a while, and he's like finding more of his feet. He's enjoying taking more of a leadership role, that kind of stuff. And then he's hearing whispers on the wind that Cloud9 are shit since he left, and things are not going great. But for whatever reason, he types that out and decides, let's hit send on that one instead of just being like, I've decided to rejoin. He's like, they were fucking shit without me, and so
Right.
I've decided to
Oh,
come
I
back.
see.
Because I don't
Yeah.
think people even knew that they were trying to get rid of Note until Vic posted this.
But-
And he's like, I heard they were getting rid of Note, so I came back in.
But to be fair to him, if he said nothing and no one said anything, they're gonna be like, "Oh, Vic just got him out, like it just immediately out."
yeah. So
Which
he's
is-
pushing the
he is-
responsibility back onto C9.
covering himself a little bit, which I think is,
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, but let's talk about it from Cloud9's perspective. I think this, I mean, all of the moves from stage 1 to stage 2 were weird in the sense that the players initiated them.
No,
Okay.
I gotta be
No,
honest. I understood what gagged meant. I just didn't
Thank
know
you,
who
Minnie.
we were referring to, and
Yes.
what the direction was, and who was
Correct.
playing bad or whatever. I just didn't know
Mate,
pronouns.
that's
of
even
people.
more senile. That's like talking to my dad and he can't follow the movie
It's long,
storyline.
yeah, but I understand.
At least I got what was going on.
I know the Sumo terminology. I just can't keep up. I have some kind of dementia. Like,
Right.
Okay, I can code
And with the
switch
kids, I've
into
just got
more
dementia.
less gaggy language. I'll just code switch away
No,
from.
no, I
no,
swear
keep it
you've
up,
got to.
keep it-
No,
we're-
you've got
we're
to
with
drag
the
us with
times.
you,
you
please.
got a code
Heard.
switch for Plat.
And also, I've got a bone to pick with Wyatt as well because he's like, he's actually doing
Why
it to
does
us.
Why does he even
He's
watch
gagging
this?
you guys, correct?
Why is he
He
watching?
is. He's gagging us. I'm gagged right now. Why isn't he here increasing the?
Why I'm here? Why
Yeah.
is Wyatt not just here right now?
No, but
he doing?
the thing is, you at least knew what was going on. Why am I here? I'm out of touch. Get
Here's the
Wyatt in
thing.
here to replace me.
Oh, I just
Mini-
meant I don't know in America.
You're doing
I
right.
don't- Oh, thank you. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was
Minnie,
Mr. Sideshow,
you're
but you're
saying
doing
you have
great
dementia.
too.
You're saying you're not ready. We're sending you off to Walter Reed. It's time for another cognitive test, buddy. You gotta lock in.
What is the date? What is the time? All right, what the fuck were we talking about?
C9.
From Cloud9's
Gagging.
perspective, I got 2 questions. One, people are framing this as a clusterfuck. Like, oh my god, Cloud9, what a clusterfuck. Is it? And the other thing is, 2, almost unrelated, but it could be related. Does it change your opinion of what like how good the team is actually going to be, having Vic or having Note?
Okay, I'll speak. I'm obviously friends with EMEA, and I have like my biases, so I'm not gonna just shit talk. If it wasn't EMEA, there's a chance I'd just go in here. But so I think that there's too many common denominators for people to not have that response, right? Like I think the community is going to naturally be like, look, this happened before, even with like other players who was it that was on the team for a little bit? Who was in the off season? Rossi was in the off season and
Rossi.
then magically disappeared.
Oh right,
Like,
yeah.
there's enough common denominators here, and then they're also not winning that much. So of course the community is going to be that way. I don't think it doesn't change my perceptions of them whether they have noted or not. I was quite excited for them to actually get players that were tier 2. I think that they should have a long time ago probably looked at more of those players. I think that they were a bit too, the Nepo thing is the joke. I think that Valorant has shown time and time again that if you are a young superstar, that is the place to be. I'd rather have Zelsis and maybe another experienced player with superstars around them. I think that if they did that, I think that they actually do have structure and stuff that could have pushed them to be a contender kind of team. But yeah, I think that there's too many, like we don't know what's going on in the team, but too many repeated instances of the common denominator here is probably C9 in some way, and it's now down to C9 to just win and prove us wrong.
Yep. Yeah, my reaction to this is, wow, holy shit, they've done all these roster moves, but if I just ignore the history of what's happened, they've basically come in with the same team and one change from last stage that didn't really do anything. So it's time for another C9 to maybe look promising in the groups, maybe show up to playoffs, not do super well, have those moments of glimmers of hope, but not continue. Like that's the best way to reflect on this. And it kind of just feels like they're repeating the same story of, well, they've gone back to the well of having an incredibly similar team. They don't have super high expectations. Let's see if they can beat them. That's about it. And I think, understandably, the community, and especially C9 fans, wanted the team to blow up and do a bigger change, and it looked like they might be going down that route. But, honey, wake up. It's time for the 5th year of this Cloud9 in some slightly different variation to come out.
Go on, Minnie.
I'm extremely surprised when Demon 1 popped off like he did that they weren't trying to just like immediately be like, look, well, Oxy and Demon 1 on the same team, just Chamber looked pretty good. Like I thought it sussed it. I was like, oh, EMEA's like actually worked out here. Like Demon 1 on Chamber is an actual, like I know this makes me sound like hindsight, but at the start of the year I was thinking one of the bottom teams should be picking up Demon 1, putting them on Chamber at the start of the year. Like it's just
especially when they worked so well for them. But I think
they actually got the sample of like it working. Like
there are pros and cons to being friends with the people that are on your team. Pro is you're able to give people more critical feedback. You're not worried about the team environment, usually that kind of thing. I think the con is you're much less likely to make an opportunistic move like that and just fuck over someone that you are genuinely
probably
close to.
I think that probably comes down to having stronger management and being like, look, like I mean, I know that these relationships make sense. Like I think you could even say it about PaperX Alex to some degree. Like he has that kind of friends relationship with the players. He's very loyal to them. But I guess when push came to shove on some of those moves, that but I guess he's never had to be in that position where they've kind of fucked up in the same way.
But I mean Mind Freak, I guess. But Patman was a new guy. It wasn't the same like years.
I just mean like
working
sure. I get
but he did do that with Mind Freak, so yeah, I think that's fair. I wanted to bring up your point though, Mimi, where you had said it's basically just the same roster, but they've made one move. You're right that that's the case, right? With they had all of the same players, and now they've swapped Zeppa for Fireball Ops.
Yeah.
But they only played with that roster for one game, and that was against Loud. And that was the only time that Vic and Jack overlapped. And before that, it was Penny, and then after that, it was Note. So they only played one match, in fact, with that roster, which is now one away from what C9 did. So the end of their season was like a bit of a roulette of.
I mean, I think Jack is still essentially like you kind of have to look at him as starting from scratch. Like, do any of you guys recall how Jack performed against Loud and G2 in week 4 and 5 of stage 1?
I think my
I
brain had got
cannot.
worms at
I
that
don't.
I
point.
cannot.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
So,
feel like
like,
a lot of teams made like desperation changes in those last 2 weeks. It's so hard. Even if I did remember, it's like really hold any weight to any of those results. Do you know what I'm saying?
When they had like no practice time
There's
and they
no
changed
time
from one
to
week
do
completely different
anything.
roster, next week completely new. Like, I think the way to look at this roster is it's like essentially a core 3 and the same coach coming back, and they've had the classic Cloud9 turmoil for 2 months of going back and forth on roster moves, and now they've settled on something. But I think to your initial question of like the community's looking at this like it's chaos, is it chaos? From an external perspective, it kind of seems like it, because even though they've ended up with the same 4 players that they've already played a match with before, it seems like they haven't had the entirety of this mini off season to practice with that roster because they've been back and forth. So despite the fact that it's minimal changes in the end effect is that I think compared to other teams that maybe made changes right after stage 1, they won't have quite as much time to have gotten all their shit in order.
Which is funny
this
because
is
they
not normally. Sorry, go ahead.
well, they failed so badly in the EWC qualifiers that they've actually had 2 months off. So they've had like a full 2 months off, and yet they have not exactly known who they're playing with, I guess. Or maybe
I mean, do we
Vic's
know
been
when
in a
they
bit
started
longer.
scrimming with Vic?
That's a good. I was gonna say like they
very
might have
late
2 months
announcement.
off, but how much time did they? I feel like they might have shot themselves in the foot because they might have had 2 months, but then they make a roster change. I have no idea. It's 2-3 weeks away from when America starts, so then you have to redo everything again. Even though it is the same player, it's like there's a meta change, there's a patch change, there's a new map. Like
At
it's
least
like
it's
this
not a
is
role
not
change.
normal. And I feel like it
Yeah.
is chaotic because it's viewed as chaotic because I can't say this is not like something that happens on other teams. Like it's just not.
It's
This
very
is not
Cloud9.
usual
As
whatsoever.
Mimi said at the beginning, it's very Cloud9. Let's place them in the power rankings. Let's go into that. We need to. I mean, Mimi, I want you to start by placing Cloud9 somewhere.
Cloud9 somewhere. Let me take a look at the teams.
Wait, what the dickens was this power ranking? This is our start of year power ranking, isn't it? With
Oh,
Fury
wow.
at 12th. Let's get this off the
Crew
screen as
being
soon as
11th
possible.
is-
Get this out of here.
Oh.
This did not age very well.
I mean, we had the right teams in the
Left
top four.
Yeah, left top. I mean, honestly, top 4 is not too bad.
I'm going to start with Cloud9 in a nice strong 10.
Okay.
I think
Okay.
that I'm trying to think of teams that I think I have lower expectations for. There's not many. So I think that the 9 to 11 area is about where they're going to settle.
Okay. Are we okay with putting Lev at number 1?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. That's an
All right.
easy one.
We're chilling then.
But it is domestic, though.
It is domestic, and therefore I think we should put G2 at number 2.
Yeah.
Yes.
Wait, who won going into G2
Like,
won, didn't they?
G2
G2
won,
won.
yeah.
G2 won, yeah.
It was a 3-2 game in the finals where it's the only time Lev lost on split in the final decider map between the two of them.
Mm.
But I don't think we should be putting G2 at the number 1 position.
Nah, just kind of funny,
Agreed.
though, isn't it?
It is funny. I mean, you could justify it, genuinely.
Yeah.
But I don't think we should.
No. I think the question now might be, is 100 Thieves number 4?
I was gonna wait. My question
Or
was,
are they
are they number
possibly higher?
3?
Yeah.
I feel like just as of right now, snapshot in history, this immediate moment, I feel
But
like
also-
you kind of have to.
So the way that we were running it for the others is less snapshot right now and more where we're expecting them to finish.
Oh, okay,
So-
got it. Sorry.
So just because they've won EWC does not mean that they are necessarily going to win VCT. In fact,
Yeah.
that is
That's so
that has
weird,
never
yeah.
played out that
Yeah.
way. So
Winning a
I-
tournament is usually a debuff.
Yeah.
yeah, well, it does mean that they're going to be coming in without 2 maps. They won't have Sunset or Summit particularly prepped, presumably. They won't have very much time. Like,
I think
Fourth
they
is
were
good,
playing
though.
Sunset at that tournament.
oh, were they? Okay,
Yeah.
yeah, they were.
But I
All right.
don't think they
So
were
it's
playing
just
Summit.
Summit.
I don't know.
It's just Summit.
Something.
But still, I think like if we're arguing this general position, I feel like the teams that you look at are probably 100 Thieves, maybe MIBR. Like I don't feel like there's does anyone have a case for anyone else being up in this area?
You could
From
argue
the rest of that
Crew,
pack? Crew maybe?
because I think Crew was doing really, really well, and then they had like a big fall off. Like,
I
at
mean,
the
they only
very
lost to
end.
G2 and Energy.
Exactly.
At the end.
So I think you could definitely argue. I have them in like my top 5 for sure.
Okay, so the 3 teams we're thinking about are Crew, 100 Thieves, and MIBR. Let's throw them out.
Crew also lost to 100 Thieves.
That's true.
I got a weird feeling about Crew that like they were the best team in the world for like 2 weeks, and I feel like there was just it had to be something behind the scenes where like didn't feel right. It just didn't feel right.
I feel like
the rookies just seemed to just lose all confidence and
Yeah.
just not play anymore.
like Sadok is such a big boon though for this team. Like I feel like I could be crazy at putting Crew above MIBR. I might be on the Sadok like serum or something. I need that shit in my hair to really preserve it so I don't end up bald. It's like truly.
Yeah, I mean, I do think there's some reason to that. I feel like MIBR is still like yet to show that like right now the best teams are the teams who are like Lev, who are playing a lot of set stuff, who are
Exactly.
leaning into set plays, who can play a lot of the more modern compositions. And MIBR is still kind of just like for this whole year been like, we're gonna play extremely slow, we're gonna play kind of old stuff, we're
But they
gonna
are-
be disappointing on the attack side.
Is
Like,
They've swapped their comps, but I don't like the new stuff that they. I mean, again, haven't watched the games, but just looking at VLR, I'm not. MIBR should have made a roster move. The fact that they haven't, I think, is kind of nuts.
Wait, who'd you change?
Tex, definitely, bro.
Tex.
Yes.
I'd be honest though, like the reason they're losing isn't because of Tex though, but
Sure. So
but this
he
like
went
just
negative
do
40
some
in-
fucking set strats.
in their 4 playoff games that they played, he went negative 40. Versus the next highest player went like negative 2 or 3.
No,
or
I
something.
probably make that move.
It's like, it's specifically in the important games. He just disappears.
Yeah, I just think their play style just makes sense.
No, I agree.
Yeah,
I agree.
their
There's
play
more
style
problems. There's
is-
bigger problems. But
It doesn't
resetting
help
a
him
player
out,
helps.
for sure. Yeah,
It's-
I mean,
I
it is
think
definitely controversial.
It's easier at a certain point to do what Lev do it beautifully, and like the stuff they do is like the best of the best when it comes to that style. But it's easier than doing what they're trying to do. Like I don't really get why these teams like C9's another team where I think if they just did some of the stuff Lev are trying to do, it takes the onus off of Verno having to be some superstar IGL who isn't experienced like other.
He's not
IGLs are.
IGLing anymore now, actually.
Who's IGLing?
It's Mazzino. I think there's like an interview that came out in the last hour. Mazzino apparently has been calling since playoffs of last stage. But I mean, I think that actually, for me, as I am an MIBR fan, I'm going to be totally biased. I think for me that actually helps their case. I think Verno, I think his stats definitely had a drop off when he started IGLing, and I don't think the attack was like making up for it. Like the attack side calling wasn't making up for it. And I think putting him back in a role where he can just focus on fragging out and just taking over, like as an initiator
Sure.
can, and then
mean
having
Verno?
Mazzino, Verno,
Right,
sorry,
right.
yeah, Verno, getting taken off the IGL and putting more into that like where he can actually have that crazy like stats that he had leading into the year with NRG for the first time, and having Mazzino call, I think makes a lot more sense.
So
do you
hold on.
think changing
They-
the IGL is going to massively change the style though? Because I feel like fundamentally, like my issue with MIBR all year has just been that they play too slow, they play too defaulty, and they don't. I don't know. I feel like the team has not like adapted to the times really.
It feels like they play Counter Strike a lot when I watch.
Yes.
Also,
Yeah, I can see
Mazzino's
that.
been calling since playoffs of
Yes.
stage 1, where they
Right.
lost 0 and 2.
Yes, yes, right.
And didn't even make the 5th qualification game. Verno at least got them to every qualification game.
This
That's
is true.
crazy. I mean,
This
that
is
is like
true.
a that. Put Aspas on IGL.
They did play the 2 best teams, and they played the 1st and 4th in that power ranking though.
Right. They
I
also
feel like if they're not going to make a
they lost
roster
to a 4th
change,
place
though,
team. They didn't
they
even
need to
lose
do
to a
drastic
team
stuff.
that went to London.
That's a good point. Yeah.
Shite. Get him out.
They're also playing Sky on Breeze, which you're never gonna win doing that.
Well, they're
solo.
playing Sky on Fracture too, still, and I think when you bring up the comps, it's like I don't know sometimes what MMBR
You're
is
good,
doing with the
Kurt. Lock it
comps,
in.
but I'm thinking as well, like apparently Aspas said in the interview he's going to be more vocal, right, about the comps because he wasn't in favor of it and he wants to speak up more. So my hopium is fully in the fact that they're swapping their IGL to make it for the fact they don't make a roster change. So they are viewing that we need to make a big overhaul of our system, and then 2. Aspas is going to speak up more about these comps. So
But
whatever comps they're
wasn't-
running now are Aspas approved.
Wasn't it specifically though about his jet? He was saying that like the jet isn't strong enough right now, which is ironic because
Yeah.
I think it's
I feel
actually
like Jet's
It was
actually
actually
good right now.
incredibly good.
for Aspas. I might just be putting him on jet on
Yeah.
fucking. If SOP can do it on 7 maps, then Aspas
Exactly.
should be able to
Absolutely.
do it.
Oh, it's madness.
Bar fracture, I still think that's a bit shit, but yeah, yeah.
I don't have
I
faith in
get
this
bad.
team.
That's quote. I get bad vibes from. My stomach feels a bit off when I hear the star player of the team is talking to the media about comps. You know, if Turco's talking about comps to the media, I'm like, bruh.
Yeah, I feel you
your
wanna
lane
keep
is the
that
entry for
tight-lipped.
me.
Yeah.
Another team that I don't feel very confident about, by the way, is NRG. I mean, Kurt is just slowly filling this in as we go. But we've got NRG in third currently, which I think is really defendable historically.
Yep.
They were already talking about burnout at London. They didn't do great at London. They then played the whole of EWC afterwards and then made it pretty deep. Mega burnout again. Don't have time to be able to like rejuvenate the strats or the map pool. Like, are they not just killing themselves for VCT stage 2?
Yeah, I think so. I feel like
Yeah.
What's the
they have to
champs
be.
point situation for this region?
Okay, so in number 1 is Leviathan with 15. Then you have G2 with 14, and then NRG with 11. So NRG are doing
in a decent
fine
spot.
because the next best team is at 7. So Americas is not really competitive in terms of champs points. NRG are they're chilling.
So energy could still like maybe come third and be okay.
Yeah. I also
Yes,
think if
depending on who
we're
makes
making this
finals.
power ranking at the end of the thing, like I could totally see an early group stage fall off. But remember, this is going back to week by week play, where I
Yeah.
think energy is exceptionally good in week by week play. And even if they're like not at 100% for the first week, like there's a lot of time. That's what happened stage 1. They came in, they lost 2 games after going deep at in Santiago, and then they turned it around after that. Looked amazing, made it to playoffs, made it to top 3, qualified to London. Like I don't know, I feel like I agree with you that early in the season they're going to get a little griefed by playing London and EWC back to back and being on the road constantly. But I think if you're looking at the end of stage 2, I would be shocked if they weren't top 3.
The grace I give them too is that didn't they make huge identity shifts during like almost just before the playoffs, wasn't it? Stage 1, or was it the start?
Midway through stage 1, yeah. Like
Midway
after
through
those
stage
first two
1, you're
losses.
making the biggest identity shifts of your team's career, and maybe like some of the biggest identity shifts of any team ever. Like a very set identity they had, and they had to 180 it, and then managed to make a run that I thought was kind of I don't know. I thought that run was kind of destined to happen. To be honest, I think third is fine. I think that in a weird way, even though they have. It might be easier for them now they know what they're trying to do, although the Neon Ethan stuff.
Yeah, I was
Huge
gonna
asterisk
say
over
that's
there.
a little
Huge-
crazy to
That's
me.
a
I don't
huge
know.
change again.
Yeah, but I'm
Yeah.
hoping my hope is that they just
They give up.
they just admit that Neon isn't as necessary as what they're saying it is. Or Mada just plays something like a Neon. It's not that deep.
That's what I don't get. It's really not that deep. I feel like they should just put Mata on Neon and have their IGL play
Yeah.
the roles that he's been playing. I feel like.
Yeah.
Ethan was
I
playing
feel
it
that's
on
why.
Ascent.
Yes, they
Yes.
have Neon on his son as well.
That's
Wasn't
freaky.
It is
Yeah.
freaky
Especially when
sad.
it's like KO's maybe like bread and butter map where
Yeah.
Ethan is like even if they play double initiator sometimes I'm not gonna be angry at NRG who you know what I mean. So
They can
I
have
think
it as
third
a
is-
treat.
third is decent.
All that
Yeah,
being
they can have
said,
it as a
still
treat.
third when
All
you
right.
count burnout and the.
I know. That's what I'm
roles.
saying.
End of the season,
I
though.
feel
End
like-
of the season.
I don't even know. I mean, me
They-
personally, I'm swapping 100 Thieves energy.
A
But
burnout energy is they're gonna take this group stage at a bit of a slightly more relaxed pace. And
Okay, if
then-
we're doing the burnout argument to put 100 Thieves above NRG, does 100 Thieves not have the same thing? They
no,
went
because
just
they
as
weren't
deep
at
in-
they
in-
weren't at
They weren't at
the,
London as well, though.
Yeah.
Sure,
I mean,
but they're also. But I feel like the more impactful part isn't necessarily London, but it is playing the Saudi tournament
No,
and
it's
not having played Summit.
yeah, but
It's the fact though that NRG were already feeling burnout and publicly
Yeah.
saying they were burned out at London and then went and played it. It's like it's so much. I think it's a buff for Crew because Crew are the team
Yeah.
that just avoid all of these issues, have made an upgrade roster change, and are just like, you've got a little down, you've got a little problem going on, you've got a little problem going on. Crew, even if we put Crew at 5th, I think they are going to be eyeing up the 3rd position.
Agreed.
Or like even
Yeah.
maybe 2nd position if G2 are also struggling to figure out what the fuck they're doing too.
I like
We-
a crew 5.
I like that. Yeah,
Okay.
that's a really good point.
I think we've got to put MBR 6th then. even though I
Mhm.
think there's a lot of reasons to be feeling a bit rough about them too.
Mhm.
What about the Panther?
The Panther
Yeah, I
has.
don't know.
What the fuck has the Panther done bringing in two completely different players?
Wait.
So they don't have Alim anymore and they don't have Nerf.
Bro, they've got basic though. We've waited 15 years.
He has
for
to be the
basic
next
to join the
coming, bro,
roster.
for this to be worth it. I cannot lie.
He
This
must be
is
insane.
crazy.
Is Judas? Wait, is he?
Well-
Was he playing?
We have seen him play
He's an
before,
initiator
and
player, I believe.
His stats aren't like next level.
No.
Decent.
So wait, what are the roles now? So if they have basic, then it's Koala on
Koala noob.
duelist. Who's the second duelist? Because we are in like a kind of second duelist, second initiator meta.
It's
Who's
also
playing
Shy
that?
and Art also both play the same role.
I think Artscene is probably going to be their second guy. Do you remember how Artscene used to do that sometimes?
He
on,
used to
like-
play Raze
No.
on the best
Yeah.
MIBR of all
No,
time,
no.
2023
I think
MIBR.
if I had to guess, I think it's
No.
Koala Noob first duelist, Artscene second or flex,
Whoa.
and then it's
Shy Senti, EU Initiator, and like basic flex.
oh well no,
I'm not
surely
buying
basic
it.
is gonna be
I go
surely
basic.
is gonna be the flex and Artscene is gonna be the smoke actually. It must be.
I go basic duelist.
Basic must be
Yeah.
the secondary
I want-
duelist
Has
guy.
to.
Genuinely, Koala on Chamber would have fried. I don't know why they didn't do it.
Good point.
Best op player in NA. Like,
Yeah.
By far.
But I think Furia lost their identity, and this is not really going to help them. Like Koala Noob has tried to play primary duelist at the tier 1 level before, and he hasn't looked as good as when he was playing perma-op stuff at the beginning of the year.
wait, so where do we put them? Next or Sen next? Or
I think
it-
I've
Are we
got more
putting
faith in
EG
Sen.
Sen, yeah, I'm done. Like
I'm not even
EG
considering
at this
EG allowed at
high?
this
Yeah,
time.
I was in it. Wait, not loud, really?
Yeah, I'm thinking loud
Wait,
as
loud?
well.
Yeah,
I feel
loud.
like Erde's, dude, Erde really impressed me. I think Luke Show's still good.
Bro, I swear to God, loud. Watch some Lev VODs, steal everything they've ever done.
Everyone watched Lev
You're
Watch
making
do
playoffs,
everything.
baby.
I like loud, but I also think that the roster
Birthday was the
changes that
young
they've-
guy, right? With lots of energy.
Say, what did you say,
Yes.
sorry?
Yeah.
Well, Luke Show also. Like, it's kind of just a young team.
But
Yeah, but Lucia's not got the energy. Like,
No.
Lucia's not positive in that way. Like,
They've also
Erde was
though-
like the bubbly guy.
Yes.
right?
Oh,
Yes.
yes,
Yeah,
yes,
okay.
correct.
they've made roster moves, and they have not had very much time to work
What
with these
moves
roster
did they make?
They got rid of Verti and Kawanzine.
Oh, yeah.
So
Oh.
That's a good point. Yeah, I kind of forgot that they made
who's on the
changes.
roster?
Who's coming in now?
Yeah.
now I'm gonna have to rack my memory and Google it. Who the fuck did they have in instead of that?
Because Verti makes sense. He was like struggling, and then the whole community
Wait,
was
oh.
being.
Yeah, Tikazine. So the guy that's on loan from Crew.
Oh, right.
So he's like a Crew Academy player that's coming in to replace Verti. And then Heat is coming in. No, sorry.
No, Heat's on Crew.
No, Heat's on Crew. Jesus fucking Christ. Who is replacing Kawanzine? Somebody else.
I mean, the time-honored tradition of find a guy with 1.3 rating in Challengers Latam. bring
Davey
him up.
H. I can't remember how to spell his name, but it's
Untapped.
Oh, the Portuguese.
Davey
guy.
H. Yeah, the Portuguese player. Yes.
Ah, he's actually that's a low key shout. That's
So
a
Davey H is coming in to
that's
replace
a
Kawanzine.
Batsy. That's a
and
Batsy
then-
masterclass right
And then
there.
Tukazine is coming in instead of Verti. Is
They-
what the report is.
Davey H is like, I think he played with Batsy before. He's on my list of like maybe next EMEA kind of VCT player. So I think he's
He's on the
that's an
mini
interesting
list. Approved.
But it's a
Stamp it.
lot of.
It's not like I don't know if he's. I mean, it's loud. It's not. I was thinking
Whoa,
Crew.
whoa, whoa, whoa.
No,
whoa,
no,
wait,
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 no,
wait.
He's not that approved.
Only one guy, boom, mini list,
Like-
you skyrocket top 5 Americas.
I feel more confident about Sentinels because I know what I'm gonna get from Sen. Even if they don't cook up massively, I think they're good enough to be able to be 7th and like a loud 8th. That's where my brain is.
Okay.
Mm. But didn't
Yeah, I
Loud
can
make
get on board with
playoffs
that.
over Sen, or did I hallucinate that?
Loud did make playoffs.
Yeah, Sen
Yeah, Sen
did
have a really
not do
close
well
game
in their
versus
group.
Energy, though.
Sen
They did have
failed
a
in their
really
group.
close
They went
game.
2 and 3.
Mm.
Loud were in the other group and went 3 and 2, but the roster changes that they've made.
I don't know. They seem like kind of upgrades for Loud.
I was gonna say like you
getting
gotta
Verdi
view it as,
out,
are they
getting just
upgrades?
random tier 2 duelist player who had the highest stats in his region. Cha-ching,
Yeah.
pull the fucking lever. We're running that shit back. It works every time.
That's
and
who
like,
Verdi was.
Yeah, but well, sometimes it doesn't work. You pull the lever again.
But I mean, you're right. Tukazine might be amazing. Daviage might be amazing. I don't know. I'm just saying I would prefer to go with the more known quantity. I think Redux is very, very good. I think if they can build a team around Redux, that's a great place to begin. But I'm also happy. I'm happy taking a punt on Loud. If you guys
I'm okay to concede. I agree. I think I kind of want to punt, but I think Sen is a safer choice.
Mm-hmm. Louder.
You guys. The one I'm looking at here is Crew and MOBR.
You think MIBR should be above Crew? I would love to veto that. I really hate that. Because MIBR should be, based on everything that's happened in VCT, they should be our 4th place team, really, shouldn't they?
Yeah.
Because they've
don't get me wrong, I hate them.
But they have no identity, no roster move, mixed up their IGLs, failed every time the pressure's been on them. Like, Crew have only looked. This move has got to be better for them. Heat over Silence, who
Crew
Silence
have a
dropped
losing
off.
record in every map but Lotus.
I don't.
Exposed.
I don't give a
Exposed.
shit. I mean, you're right. But Lotus is
MIBR, if
still in the
MIBR just somehow move time, like what is it, like the Rick and Morty, like all time is at different fucking parallels. If they just jump across one parallel, they're the best team in the world.
Yeah.
Crew aren't.
Wow. Okay, they were looking like it for that 2-week
Because
period.
they played Lotus.
Lotus,
and
they are
Dante-
Lotus merchants, I can't lie. Yes.
Dante and there's rookies. Their rookies were firing. The rookies weren't firing towards the end.
But do you don't agree that I feel like Crew does have a more solid identity than what MIBR has? Like they are less chaotic. They have a solid
They are
IGL.
lost. They are lost.
I'm saying this
No,
as an
I
MIBR
agree.
fan too. I feel like it's hard for me to defend. Like I have to see them actually played and then defend off of my eyes. Because
I agree.
It's tough right now.
Crew's leadership is in a much better position. But when I look at Aspas second, Verna, Mazina,
I know, but you're
We've been
getting
doing it the whole
blinded by
year.
the same thing they're getting blinded by, which is, this roster's really fucking good. We probably shouldn't change anything. You're dysfunctional.
they've had 7 months. Surely.
Bro, children get born in 7 months, and they and it doesn't go well. Most of the
Yeah.
time, if they're that young, like it's not time.
What was in your
It's time
drink?
to-
You took a sip of whatever you had and just spouted the craziest shit.
I mean,
Are children born in 7 months, or is it not
9.
later?
It is 9 months. A 7-month
Sorry, I
child is
fucking-
very premature.
Bro, like,
That
Crew
is
were getting
right, things
13-4,
happen.
13-8 by NRG. Like, what am IBR getting? Like,
MIBR
they're
Bro, there's no
fucking
yeah.
smacked
They got
around.
2 more rounds against NRG. They must be the greatest team in the world.
Yes.
MIBR are winning 1 map in their last 3 VCT matches and getting. Look at the MIBR Envy game if you want to pull out a cherry pick.
I'll be
they
honest.
played like
No,
shit.
Can we talk about
Don't do
Envy?
that. Don't do that.
Can we talk
can't
about
see
it?
that.
Yes, let's talk Envy. Let's talk.
Why
Envy.
don't they just play like that more?
Because I mean, no, there's a genuine answer to this, and it's because Poppin wanted them to play like that, but with the
Well,
new players
okay,
that had
what
come
he
in,
said.
well, sure, but I believe him because it's what
Sure.
worked for them in tier 2. But I think with the new players, they couldn't capture that identity. They lost confidence in that identity and then tried to change it, and then the rest is history. They end up playing some shit version of the team that isn't good. What the fuck is Crew doing down there? Swap
Wait a
Crew and
fucking
Loud
minute.
around right now.
Wait, it took us this long to know.
Swap Crew and Loud around right now. Jesus Christ.
Yo, I think her really, really, really likes Loud. I think there is something going on we don't know
If
about.
we, I am
You know
down to
something we
have
don't.
Loud move up, but it would have to be at the expense of Sen and MIBR. I'm not taking the Crew
Ooh,
slander.
yeah, that's a bit
No, I'm
much.
not putting Loud above Crew. My argument is just MIBR. I think I'm.
Nah, I can't do it.
No.
That's
I can't
fine. That's
do it.
fine. I guess.
So envy.
So envy.
So
About that team.
it only
I
works
like-
with those players as the T. Like when I was scrimming Envy and we were all scrimming all these teams, there are genuinely in all my years, there's been maybe one other team I've ever scrimmed like Envy. And I'm talking like tier 1, tier 2, GC, everything. Like they were truly special. That team that made that gauntlet run through tier 2, they were special. And like that is not something you replicate again with like, even if you get 5 players of like like similar skill level, it has to be those exact players. Like everything, they were all on the same page. It worked for them. It's impossible to do that again. Like it's a flash in the pan kind of situation.
But there is one team who's very good who replicated it with different rosters.
The Turkish team, who was it?
No,
Paper
Paper
X.
X.
True.
Right. So the one insane exception,
But
probably
wait,
greatest
but why
of all
is
time
like
roster.
probably the greatest team of all time.
But
Yeah.
why does it being the greatest team of all time matter in this context?
Because they're so
Those players
unusual
are
and unique.
so
I don't think
best
it makes any.
circumstances for that to happen.
But if the argument is it needs to be those 5 players, we would have said the exact same thing about Paper X before they made roster changes. We'd be like, it had to be those 5 players doing that thing. I think that they probably didn't. They could have probably willed themselves into playing like that more. Is probably what I'm
Well,
saying.
they should.
But the
they
other thing
should.
that's very similar about those two rosters is they're intuitive. They didn't sit down and say, we want to play like this and craft it from the beginning. They intuitively wanted to play in that style individually, together as a team. It's how they very began the roster and like formed it, and that's how they've played. So I think the idea of Envy sitting down and being like, we must recapture this lightning in a bottle, and then
Right.
let's put our finest minds on how to recapture this.
It's so interesting because obviously like me and Alex are on completely different wavelengths, but I think Alex is a person who is doing that.
And I think, okay, you're right. I actually completely agree with you. But the problem is like the whole meme is Envy is like a ship of Theseus. Like they don't even have a core of people to all like that
Sure,
are
yeah.
all intuitively doing that. Paper X have had like the same, was it 5 people at this point? And they've just been cycling the last 2 people. And it's just like, they don't even have 3 people, even a soft majority, including 2 players and a coach. They don't even have that.
I agree. I think
at this
it's
point.
fucked now. I guess my point
Yeah.
was 2 months ago.
Oh, 2 months ago?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
They
Why
could have done
why didn't they do that 2 months ago? Was my point. Not
Great
now.
question.
They can't do it now.
My
It's
speculation is that the new players they brought in were too resistant to molding themselves into a tier 2 team style of play.
Yeah, I
but
think you're
that's
right.
speculation.
or a best team of all time level of play.
Sure, yeah. But
I don't even think that's speculation though. Like I think Poppin straight up said in his tweet, yeah, team did not see eye to eye. Like they were not on the same page as me. I was forced to like call on something. I was forced to call away I wasn't even believing in. So I think you're completely right. And I think that's valid.
But I still think
And
they're
I
better
think
than
that
EG.
mismatch of style
Agreed.
just blew him up.
I think
Yeah,
EG is still
exactly.
the 12th team.
After all that philosophical debate, it's so
Yeah.
funny that EG are actually worse, by the way, which is
But I think the Envy squad just has way more talent than EG.
No, I
High
don't
power,
think-
yeah.
EG
I
are going
agree
to
with
play
you.
better.
No,
They're
no,
going to
I'm
play
not-
better,
I'm
but they're still going to
I'm not
lose a lot.
disagreeing with you. I just think it's a funny turn.
Yeah, because Envy are interesting, man. It's interesting when you try and get close to greatness and fall like Icarus. It's when EG turn up, I'm like, well, clocking into my 9 to 5 watching EG, I guess.
Why
They're different.
can't EG, like, I know people say budget, but why can't they get
They did
other-
make roster changes. They dropped Common Okeanos and they picked up Zerona and Pancakes, right? So they've got a new
Yeah.
IGL. They've got some new players.
Serona looks all right. Yeah.
Yeah, the
And
calling was
they're
not
solid
bad.
pickups. It's just like when
Wait.
you look at all the other teams and all the other talent, it's like, what do you even really? You have to make up for the fact that you have like lesser like individually, what's it called, like prestigious players by having insane team play, and it's like rare we see that from EG. Like we're not seeing like crazy moments of like togetherness in a way that's like consistent.
Yeah.
But what, like, when I compare them to Cloud9, is it just it's the argument here just Oxy is just that much better? Because I feel
Well,
like Cloud9 are consistently a lot better
Yeah.
than EG are.
They also, the tier 2 players that they picked up from C9, so Jack and Fireball.
I don't even mean right now.
Yeah.
I mean historically. I
Oh,
think
historically. Yeah, I mean, they just tend to do better as well. Their win rate, like C9 get memed on because they never make it to globals. But the funny thing about
always do well
C9
in
is they
groups.
trip at the finish line. Or
Yeah,
not
yeah.
always at the finish line, but you know, like they run a little bit
But-
and then they
but
fall flat on their face.
I
It's
guess
like,
my point is, like,
you tried to run.
what would your analysis be on that, apart from Oxy?
What in terms of what? Sorry.
In terms of C9, why do C9 manage to do? Again, they don't go to globals, but like I respectably see them in playoffs a lot.
Oh, in terms of quality of the roster.
No, I'm asking you why is that the case?
I mean,
Why
I do think
C9
quality of the
get-
roster is
Why
one
are
of the
C9
biggest
better than
reasons.
EG?
I
Oh.
think that they generally have better individual players as a whole that they've picked up. I think Oxy is like obviously one of the big reasons. But I think even if we're talking about them both being teams that are like taking pieces from tier 2 and trying to make it work, I think they found a lot more success. I think Vic is a great example. Like obviously there was the whole back and forth now, but I think he was an excellent pickup for them going into last
Yeah,
year.
and then
He
his
played
form
really well.
dropped this
Yeah.
year, which was
True.
like a big problem for them. That's one of the
But
reasons
last
why
year was
they've-
very good.
they've
I think he
pulled-
was like a top 4, top 5 controller last year in America.
Yeah. I don't mind our bottom 3. I think honestly in Americas I think the floor is not that bad, but then the middle of the pack I think has got like a lot of weaknesses, and then top of the pack is pretty
Compared
competent
to
again.
like we just did EMEA, and so like what you
Yeah.
think that compared to EMEA?
Yeah. I think the like if you're looking at like 3rd through 8th or something here, I think there's a lot of wobblers. Then again, in EMEA, they've got
Yeah, I
a
think
few
it's the
wobblers as
same.
well. Yeah.
Mel, if you were given one change, would you make a change?
Yeah. I had my own power rankings on my own like yesterday night, and I did put C9 at 12 just out of spite. That is genuinely there's no
Crazy.
logic. Bro, I'm sorry. As like someone that watches tier 2 and I've played with some of these tier 2 players and like I've scrimmed against them for literal years, it's fucked up. Like this guy got one game. He got one game, and that has to be some sort of, I don't know if that's like management or the team or the coaching or whatever the fuck, but it's just fucked. I hate to see a player like that who has had a lot of potential. They're like, here's your golden chance. Finally, you get to play in tier 1. Finally, after all these years of grinding, now fuck you. You're out. Bring back Vic. Like, I have to. I did put them at 12 out of spite, and it's just that's just real for me. But honestly, in terms of the very objective Plat Chat power rankings, I would not want to project that onto you guys.
I think there's a chance that C9 would go up to like 7th as well. I think that's their ceiling. Is
Whoa,
somewhere
boom,
between,
that came
like,
out of
9th
nowhere.
and 7th. Well, like 10th to 7th. Like I think this project for C9 is gonna do fairly well with Jack and Fireball Ops. I think it's
Yeah.
gonna do better than the teams that are like, if there's a few wobblers in the mid pack, I think they can. They're somewhere between the 7th and 10th spot, I think. And
I would hope
they could
that,
punch a bit harder, I suppose.
especially with the roster changing slightly in experience, that they do just look at Lev and do a bit more of the C9 to me are very American peeled in terms of like they rely on comms and kind of mid-rounding, very Counter-Strike kind of style. I feel like if they just ran it down a bit more, especially with this roster, I think
I
that
think they have the
can.
players to do it.
Yeah. Oxy being given just a script would just fry.
Yeah, I think so. Probably. The thing is though too, the tier 2 players that they picked up are a little bit more of the like passive's the wrong word, but like the safe cleanup players. Do you know what I mean? Where they're, I think the style of this team is probably not going to be like, let's all send it in and death ball, rather than like Oxy makes a ton of space, and then we have guys who are really good at cleaning up rounds from the like scrappy situations or post-plant situations or whatever that we get into. That's how I would imagine. this
Yeah,
team is
I
gonna
think you
play.
can still do that with set stuff. If that makes sense.
Sure.
Yeah, you can like have those post plants and stuff like really drawn out. I feel like Fireball Ops and Jack will be really good at that. Well, the matches in tier 2 are like, sometimes they're slothful, sometimes they're really chaotic, and I think when we're looking at it objectively, yeah, I think they're gonna do really well if they play like that.
Okay, these power rankings have pissed off more people than I can possibly imagine in the chat. So
Wait,
that's
really?
a sign that we're doing well.
what-
Much more than the other regions. Much more.
Really? For what?
Oh, just for everything. People
Every
hate the crew
single
and
slot,
loud.
maybe.
People hate the 100 Thieves NRG. People hating C9. Everything.
Not allowed
everything.
too high?
It doesn't matter, Mini, because it doesn't matter what those people think. It only matters what we think, and I don't want to be polluted by their outside thinking.
Holy.
So
No, we're not going to get polluted. I'm just ready to flame.
You're ready to
I've
flame?
genuinely-
To count
I'm
with
like,
the gag
you know, when a
even?
comedian gets heckled, like my favorite comedian doesn't, like he just apologizes to them. Just like, oh, I'm really sorry. You paid all this money. You came all this way. You don't like me. Like I'm sorry, and that's how I feel. Like I'm just gonna reverse heckle like that. Like
Right.
because
Yeah,
they are
well,
idiots. They are fucking idiots in the chat. I'm just trying to get their, you know,
We
want to
can-
know how
yeah,
to
we-
beat them up as idiots.
We can officially
Period,
apologize later when
yes.
they're perfectly correct. And because there's so many different people posting different stuff, one of them will inevitably be perfectly correct with their power rankings.
Exactly.
And then we'll post a formal apology. let's get on to some predictions, because Americas is not doing what the other regions are doing, where they cram a week and a half or even 2 weeks into the first week. We're still taking things at a leisurely goddamn pace, and we only have 6 matches in the first week.
But then the back half, aren't we cramming?
Oh, we're cramming late, but at the beginning, we're taking it nice and easy.
Yeah.
We've got the, if you want to use Uma Musume terms, we're a late surger rather than a...
Yeah, everyone wanted to use Uma Musume terms.
Can
so
we
thank
see
you
the
for that.
cosplay? Can we bring that up, or has that already been talked about?
Hasn't been talked about, don't know what you're talking about. Mel, we're going to talk about predictions
Okay,
now.
I'm changing my virtual cam to the picture, and there's nothing you can do to stop me.
The first game to predict is Leviathan against Furia.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Yep.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, the second game to predict is Sentinels playing against Cloud9.
Is this the match of the week? What is the match of
Furia
the week?
Lev?
No, what's the
Oh,
match
which one
of
is
the
match of the week? Okay, good question, actually. So we've got Sen playing against Cloud9, Evil Geniuses playing against Envy, Crew Loud. I mean, Crew Loud with how
Crew
much the
Loud's
chat was
gotta be.
being...
Nah,
was
I-
being
Or
NRG
G200 Thieves.
versus G200 Thieves, NRG, MIBR too, no? Are those not happening this week as
there
well?
are
It's
actually
a giga banger.
bangers week 1. There are
I think
some
G200
bangers.
Thieves has gotta be.
I think that one's gonna be really, really good, yeah.
Yeah. I like all of these. I like them all. I'm down for whatever. Let's go G200 Thieves as match of the week.
Okay.
I mess with it. But Sen Cloud9 is a good one, and it's also got a huge amount of stakes on the line because it's Zelsis playing against the other teams, and it's only me going
You're
for
crazy.
Cloud9 here.
Oh,
The other 3 of you are going for Sentinels. I've gone for Cloud9. Let me
Defend
my
your take,
Cloud9
because you
pick.
were #1 Sentinels Glazer during Power Rankings.
Number 1 Sen Glazer? What are we talking about? I said I
Sorry,
wouldn't
like
mind you
number
putting Loud
10.
over them.
Number 10.
No, I think both of these teams occupy a very similar spot, which is I do not see them fighting for the top spots, even with struggling top teams, or burnt out top teams or whatever. I see them very firmly middle of the pack, both of these teams. But I do like the idea of how Cloud9 have built their roster with these new tier 2 players. To me, the Vic Note thing doesn't even change anything, genuinely. If Vic's form is still shit like it was at the beginning of the year, that's rough. But if Vic can play decently, I don't even care if he plays like he did in 2025, just decently, then I think they've got a very good chance. I wonder what Sentinels are even going to be running with. I fear that they're going to be building their team around Jerwin, and Jerwin might underperform. What I think they should do is build their team around Redux and have Redux in the star position, whatever they think that is. But I haven't really liked what Sent have been doing all year. So I'm just going to assume that they kind of swing and miss on their strategy. So I've gone with an upset.
Valid, real, and true. King, speak your truth. You gagged us. We're silent, no?
No, that's true. I was thinking, wow, I've absolutely gagged these fools. But
Yes, you
These
really did.
fools is crazy.
My counterpoint
Mimi?
is that Cloud9 has been in turmoil. They've changed their roster back and forth to now probably have a month of prep time. Sen's coming back with the roster. I agree. They fumbled. They didn't look their best, but I think fundamentally they have some amazing players. I think they can take some learnings from the styles of other top teams right now. I think that they can apply the Leviathan model of just a bunch of set plays. Put your guys on double duelists. They're incredibly skilled with Redux and Jerwin, and I think that this team should be good this stage.
Zelsa said a funny thing where he was like, I'd accept going 1-5. It meant just beating Sentinels.
Yeah. They also care a lot about winning this game.
Yeah.
Oh,
I think to me it'd be interesting
I
to
see
see Ewok's development in the team. He obviously came in quite fresh stage 1 and see how that develops, because I think he was doing very good work on RIQ. I think there's some misses so far strategically in Sen, but I'd be interested to see now that it had time to kind of actually develop everything out. I think Kurtis has been back to his normal form from what I remember. He was very good. I think Sen have just got slightly deeper talent, slightly more experienced players. I think it's just the obvious, just slightly better team.
Funny how Kaplan's coaching looks bad on Sentinels, but then apparently looks amazing on M80. And then RRQ, Ewok does great with them, comes to Sentinels, hasn't looked great so far. It's almost like it's Sen that's the problem. Doesn't matter who you get
It's like
coaching
some
them.
curse.
I mean,
Mini could be out there and they'd be playing fucking full retake on the wrong sites. And
I think there's just it's Sen. Like there is like I said before, like I don't make it up that like these players and teams, like when they're reading social media stuff, it does affect them. And I think that being on Sen is that on fucking steroids. Like
it is.
every single time you lose, you got like pressures from every stakeholder. You know.
This
that
should be the least pressure stage that Sen have ever played. I have not heard anyone talking about Sen coming into this stage. I mean, I'm sure it's out there in the world somewhere, like the Sen fans still exist, but this is the quietest I can ever imagine, or ever remember, rather, the Sentinels like buzz about coming into a new stage. They haven't really made any like significant change. No one seems to be talking about them as a top prospect. No one's particularly like excited about them as a dark horse or something. It just seems like, yeah, they're another team.
It's because they don't have that. I don't think they have enough star power quality to get the fans as excited as they used to be.
Yeah.
Like, Redux and Jerwin, like, I don't think hit the same. I don't know, like, maybe Redux played really well last stage, I don't remember, but my gut feeling is like they haven't been like close to like star power Sentinel player in terms of like a Tens or a fucking Zeka, you know what I mean? So
Yeah.
then you got Cortesia, who is probably the best player playing Sentinel. It's kind of hard to get that kind of.
He's been kind of quiet from when he was playing in the off season. Yeah, they don't hit the same notes as like having like an Oxy or like Zakin on the team. That definitely rings true.
But it's time to wake up.
It is time.
It's
feel
time
like
According
to
to Plat
wake
Chat, they're going to
up.
wake up.
in my heart, I feel like a team that has been able to practice with the same five and with a coach that's actually been able to settle in should be rewarded for that versus a team that is making changes and being a little chaotic.
God will not let Sentinels lose after not making roster changes. He won't let it happen.
Let's go into our third game. This is, according to us, the two lowest teams in America's playing against each other. Envy versus Evil Geniuses. At least it's potentially even. Oh, only one person going for EG, actually, and that's Mimi. I really don't mind that punt at all, though. I think that it's entirely possible Envy just falls over.
Yeah. Yeah, that's kind of what I was going for. On paper, Envy has better firepower than EG. They should just outshoot them. But I think that EG is a better team that at least like has the style and identity that they try and play for, even if the execution and the individualism isn't there. I think if Envy isn't having a great day, EG should win, but then they might also just get shot. We've seen this match before. That's how it's gone in the past. I think that this is a pretty reasonable, just like flip a coin, see how good Envy's shooting on the day. And then they either win or lose.
Very stupid question. Who is on Envy's roster? I didn't think Exter was continuing.
He's
PLR.
not. Correct.
So
It's,
who's not playing instead of Exter? Who is playing? Sorry.
They picked up Glyph and they picked up... Did they make two changes? It's Rossi, Glyph,
Demon 1, Kesnet.
Knights, and Kesnet.
Knights is
Knights.
Yeah, that's a pretty big... That's a pretty big exciting move, actually. I know a lot of people are excited to see Knights play. He just turned 18, was it like a week or two ago, I want to say?
Yeah, it's very recent. Yeah.
But yeah, I have to agree. It just depends on who's shooting on the day. I also feel like, I don't know. This could be an opportunity for EG to turn it around because I do want to see like Potter getting the value out of her like rookies like she used to. I feel like it's been a while since we've seen those players like really thrive at this point under EG. It feels like people have consistent. Oh, that's today.
He turned 18 today. What is the emoji? Did he post a black cat emoji or is that what is that? Oh, it is. It's a black cat. Okay, fair enough.
Cool.
Maybe his cat
symbolism
turned
there?
18. I don't know. It's probably him.
That's crazy.
Wait, owns 18 black cats.
Real.
This Envy roster on paper, I just look at it.
Yeah.
It's ludicrous.
Yeah, they've got a lot of talent. It's a bit like MIBR.
I mean, I wouldn't. Yeah, I wouldn't. Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
No, not quite. Let's go into our next game to predict. Crew versus Loud. The one that the people were clamoring about. The one that Kurt wanted us to flip in the power rankings. The battle of match of the week. There are like 4 different match of the weeks going on. Kurt doesn't want this to be match of the week, but in his heart, he wants this to be.
Come
match
on,
of the week.
Dryad.
Oh, we're on the
Where's
croupium.
Why when I'm Dryad does she not punt? She hasn't gone for a single thing.
Because it's
No.
crew.
In her head, this might have been a punt. I'm not sure, but it shouldn't be.
No.
Even in last stage, crew looked better than Loud, so in theory, this should be just like.
I mean, I think we
better
talked
team.
this to death when we were going 7th to 9th. Like, I think
Yeah.
there's a pretty reasonable chance that Loud play up to the potential with the changes, but yeah.
Yep.
Crew was pretty good until they
Wait.
fell over and fucking died at the end of the stage.
Can I say something? Okay, so crew seem to be pretty good with the neon meta. Loud, not so much. No more neon meta. Do you also expect Sodok to be like a top 1 player in Americas again? Also,
mean, the
Loud's
Sodok
changes
point-
seem like fantastic.
The Sadak point is very relevant, but it is still a neon meta,
Yeah,
unfortunately.
Well, not as
She has
much,
not died.
So
She's
Yeah,
hanging on. She's hanging
a
on.
little bit less, but the team that played the most neon won in London.
Dante wasn't very good though.
No, I thought Dante was good, but
He was
you're
one of
right.
the
You
OG
were saying
ones.
over and over that Dante was not good, but I
At the
I
start,
think
those
Dante's
first 2 games, he was the second coming of Neon, and then Neon is the agent. But now he wasn't. Him and Silence at the end of that split were not good.
good. Dante's got
The
it.
only player that was good on that team was Les.
Can't argue with
Dante's
that.
still
At
got
the
it.
end, Les was the one who looked like, oh, you watch his VODs, he's pretty good. The other ones weren't doing well.
Yeah, I mean Dante will probably struggle because he was the guy who abused the like jumping movement probably the most. Andy's the kind of guy that always pathed onto the anchor player and outplayed them with movement, and you can't do that anymore.
Yeah.
So he will have to adjust a lot, but I don't give a fuck. Crew are going to win this game. I don't think it should be a guarantee, but they are going to win.
Yep.
Should have been a 3-1. I think. Should we move on to the next game? This
Yeah.
one's our actual match of the week. It's G2 playing against 100 Thieves. Match of the week. Match of the week.
Not my fucking tempo.
Oh, here we go.
Oh.
Here we
Oh,
go.
here we go.
Wait, I updated mine. It's 100 Thieves. Sorry. You have to believe me. You have to believe me. You just have to believe me. Whoa,
Okay.
you have that functionality?
Kurt's got
Mind
everything.
blown. How did you
Kurt-
do that? What the?
sorry, I didn't update it in the sheet. I have a button for switching.
Kurt can turn
Fire,
you into
thank
a
you.
minion at any point with a click of his
No,
fingers.
I'm gone. I'm out of here. I don't want to be here anymore. I don't want to be.
Yeah,
Scary thought.
live in fear.
Computer, make her a minion.
Computer, make him out of my freaking minion. Sorry.
I do worry about G2. I worry that they might take the wrong lessons out of this meta. I worry what they're going to do with Baby Bay. I am not confident in my prediction of G2 here whatsoever.
Can you expand on how to use Baby Bay and wrong takeaways, or what do you mean?
Yeah, so there was a point in stage 1, or was it even in kickoff? I can't remember, where they were playing double duelist with like they were playing Baby Bay on Waylay and stuff, and like really trying to get duelist value out of him. And I think that was an interesting experiment that worked domestically, but did not translate at all to Santiago.
Yeah.
And it didn't really look like they had a good ceiling with that either. Like
No.
they lost a bit of their identity of being the team that was in control to try to sacrifice it for the like death ball stuff. And I think that he has a lot more success when you put him on roles where he's able to be a bit more like slow and methodical around the map, take his ones on, you know, like he's a Viper lurk on A ramp, and you know you're going to get a 1v1 somewhere along A ramp when the defender peaks. And he can rely on his aim to be able to help him win those kind of scenarios. That's the kind of thing that I think Baby Bay is really, really good at. The Chamber, for example, as well, that he plays on quite a few of the maps. Get
But
an op into his hand.
He's
that kind of
Vice
stuff.
now. Isn't that kind of what you're saying?
Yes. Yeah. I like
so
that.
you're saying that they might have just
I worry about them going double duelist mode with things even further. Because when you look at, for example, what they've been running in the EWC, they had him playing Jet and Neon and that kind of stuff. So I'm a bit concerned. A Jorg, for example, was playing like the secondary duelist role in some of their
Yeah.
maps, where he's playing the Phoenix and the KO
And
and,
like
that kind of thing. So
Yeah.
I'm worried that this new, like, I'm worried for G2 basically, but I still think we should be power ranking them high. But these early games, I'm worried that they're going to lose.
I can see the logic of what they're trying to do. I don't think Jugamo is necessarily a primary duelist. I think that their roles are kind of naturally kind of fucked on the team. I think that Baby Bay makes most sense as the Sentinel. I think that Jugamo does, like, they don't have, in my opinion, a primary duelist who is like G2 level primary duelist. And that sounds weird because Jugamo is Jugamo, but like I think Jugamo is a secondary duelist. And so it kind of,
I mean, when he was at his best was when he was playing with Demon 1, and he was that role.
Yeah.
Well, I guess they were weird because
more
like
entry though. He was a secondary duelist, but entry and Demon 1 was not.
I mean,
as
that whole
much.
team's roles were also
was a
kind of weird, where like
weird,
Demon
yeah.
1's playing a lot of smokes, where he would solo Raze. Like, I think Jaw's thing is he's a very good Raze, but I don't think he's a very good Neon.
Which is so odd because I feel like the way he plays, when you watch him play ranked, you would think it converts like 1-to-1. I feel like he's a very like high sense player, like goes in down to go.
I also
entry,
just think
selfless.
G2's not a amazing like team when they play the Neon. Like the way that they scale off of Jaw, even when he hard entries, it
when
looks
they was Neon meta.
very disconnected a lot of the time. I mean, I'm kind of like dredging up some older stuff here, but
No,
I think that
it's
issue
valid.
still crops up still.
I think it's valid.
But
I think this is a good match of the week one to run though, because 100 Thieves have had no time to turn around coming out of EWC. They have just come off a big high. There's normally some kind of like, Super Bowl hangover-esque effect. They won't have been prepping Summit. So, both of these teams actually, weirdly enough, might be in a bit of a wobbler. You'd expect the form to be great for 100 Thieves, but with the
what
travel
would you
back and
want
that
G2
kind
to
of stuff-
do, Josh? Like, what would you want them to play? Just put Jogamo primary, Baby.
Jogamo primary, Leaf secondary
secondary.
duelist, and Baby Bay Senti is, I think, what I would like from them. But to be honest, I'm not really sure. I agree with you that I think the roles feel a bit strange no matter what, because Jorg is their entry player, but is actually, like, it doesn't ever feel great when he's entering for other people and, like, the way that they play off it. So,
Yeah. I think
I don't know.
like we're having this dialogue extended about G2's roles. 100 Thieves, by the way, in the midst of all this, completely settled in. Like they look pretty good.
Yeah.
Like, just from looking at the stats, like they're very comfortable in the double duelist. They have exactly the right roles for it. They're very. Oh, I'm about to get gassed.
And what have they done, Sideshow, with their roles? It's very interesting what they've done with their roles.
Yeah, fuck you. I know. I know. Fuck you.
Yeah, Aston on the Phoenix looks pretty. Yeah, he looks great.
Yes,
He looks
I
great.
know.
I mean,
I
well-
know. I know. And he's right again.
There's
He's
levels
right
to this
again.
game. Some of them are just podcasters, and other of them's,
Oh wow.
And you know what I love about Minnie? He's so humble as well. He's such a. Whenever
in
he's
Kakuka's
right.
word, I am a cunt.
Oh, you could say that. Damn. Oh,
Whenever he's right, he really never rubs it in. He's
No.
he's a gracious in his victories.
Also,
No, you are
I
right
feel-
though. The roles are looking.
Well, I'm
good for
100
them.
Thieves here. I gotta double down a little bit,
Yep.
Well, yeah.
Yep.
I think Summit too isn't that big of a deal because I just looked at their like vetoes and they don't even really have a perma. It looks like they were just kind of flexing the ban and they can just ban Summit.
That was actually a
Just call it a
great
day.
thing for them. Like, I think the 100 Thieves coaching staff has done such a good job with this team.
Yeah.
But one of the things that they were excellent at was actually finding that, of having like a really deep map pool. So yeah, if they just ban Summit, it will be a little bit tough for G2 to find a map that's like great for them. But I think they can just go to Lotus. I mean, I should say, it's not like I've been watching 100 Thieves in EWC, but G2's Lotus is normally among best in world kind of stuff.
G2
So-
and Energy's Lotus is unreal. But I think that I hope they
should be
treat
fine.
EWC as like a springboard and not as, final stage. Like,
Yeah.
it's champs now. That's the tournament that should be the one that like you get hungry for now, and you're not just like, hey, got the. It should be almost like a relief. We won something. That's a relief.
Yeah.
Now let's actually.
Yeah, you
go
know you can win
you know?
something. Now let's go win a real tournament.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sure they don't have the real bit in their heads, but
Yeah. I meant
also
like a big.
Also qualifying though too, right? Like we haven't even. That's the first step for them, is just proving that they are one of the teams that deserves to be
For sure, yeah.
represented there. Because they actually only have 5 champs points, so they're not making it through on points. So remember, 100 Thieves actually have to make grand finals basically in order to go, which is
it's tough.
even if you just won a tournament, even if you are Leviathan, you can't guarantee that you're going to be able to make the grand finals of Americas again.
I think outside of that, if they play some good Valorant and they don't make champs, then I think the project's been like if they just look good, then I think that they can come away from the year and be like
Yeah.
a
Positive,
bit like,
yeah.
oh, okay, like
If
we've
they make a
actually
top
got
3 finish and they just miss out on it,
yeah,
it's like,
they've got a direction they can work with.
Especially if you look ahead to like next year of like presuming the like big names are all staying. It's like Lev is going to be in LATAM, MIBR is going to be in Brazil. Like I think they would be a lock to make every cup from NA pretty much. Like if they're like a top 3 team. Like I feel like it would be them and our GG too.
Yeah. Okay, let's move us along because
Actually, I
we do
don't know
actually
how many
have...
teams make cups if it's 2. Never mind.
Yeah. But anyway, I understand your point. NRG plays against MIBR to close things out in Americas. This is our bonus match of the week out here. Oh my god.
Wait. For what it's worth, I changed mine again at the last second. Sorry to break the illusion. I changed it 8 minutes before I came on.
Doesn't matter. Doesn't
Damn
matter.
it doesn't reverse it.
Doesn't reverse the
You
guarantee.
still get the flip flopper.
Okay,
Yeah.
honestly, I'm down for the flip flopper.
I don't feel confident about
Why are you
either of these
flip-flopping,
teams right now.
Okay, I mean, I'm flip flopping because I'm just so biased. I want that boy Zekin to do good things. That's it. I love that guy. He's my favorite. Sorry, there's no cool analysis.
The question
really
is,
funny if they win,
who
though.
would be your second player, Mel? Because second of like, what's the question I'm asking?
Yeah, what?
Player, the player that is the best person. I think Zekin's a very
Best
solid shot.
person.
Yeah,
He's the
like
best person in
Zekin
the
might
world,
be the best
yes.
person.
Yes, it's him, and then Valen, and then.
Alan, okay.
Okay, well now I don't want to keep going because I just feel like I feel like
Okay.
I'm gonna leave someone out and feel really
Sure.
bad about it.
I get
I'm gonna
But
very-
if
say
you're
Zekin.
talking in this match, I feel like Kiko could maybe be a number 2 here.
Oh yeah, definitely. Well, I like Ethan a lot, but I know people are what's it called? They don't like
He's
some
a
of his
good
CS
person.
LAN antics, but I like him. He's chill. He's a nice guy.
Yeah.
Who's the most evil
No, I-
person in this matchup?
The
Evil
most
person?
Evil?
Yeah, evil.
Wait,
Bro,
what is
Oh
it?
wow.
Brock 100%, no?
100% Brock, yeah.
Yeah, you have to say Brock.
Brock's a bona fide
Yeah.
terrorist.
Yeah. Well,
crazy.
yeah.
Yeah. Kurt trying to get us in hot water there.
Personally, I
Is
think
this-
all of these players are equally lovely.
Yeah. Is this a good
Mimi
match?
neutrality. Yeah. Yeah.
Is this what, sir?
Is this a good match? It's a good match on paper.
I
I
think so.
don't feel good about either of these teams.
Oh, like that.
I feel
like
better about
in terms of
energy.
quality.
Quality of the match.
Mhm.
I think
No, I think
G200 Thieves will
I got
probably
a
be better.
I got a
Yeah.
weird cope for MIBI, you know. Like I got a
Really?
weird
You want to
cope.
flip flop with me?
No.
Oh, okay.
This
Then
is
you have to try
Triad.
then.
This is Triad, so I
Ah.
gotta stick to the prediction. Yeah.
All right,
sorry.
fair enough. No, that's fine. That's perfectly valid for you to have a weird feeling like you're a fucking mystic that's just been brought
I am
into the
Dryad right
Americas
now.
segment.
I am Dryad.
Yeah? Well, we call it, Dryad Al Gaib.
Yeah.
You can be
I think me and her are top
Nostradamus
2 right now. Like it's me, her, then Achilles. I think are the.
in terms of predictions.
Yeah.
God, you don't want to be with Dryad and Achilles. If those are the top 2, there's something wrong with the way that we're doing predictions.
I'm pretty
It
sure
may-
they are. I saw like a graphic somehow a couple
That's
months
crazy.
I'm
ago.
pulling it up.
That
No,
just
one a
means
month
that
ago.
If you're
clear y'all,
worse than them-
clear y'all.
Then we're frauds.
Okay,
Yeah, we're all
but
frauds.
okay, but you're flexing. Dryad is 72%. You're at 66. Achilles is at 66. I'm at 64.5. Like
I'm not
You're not-
flexing.
you're not
Sorry,
all
maybe
that.
I could have put you into 4th if that would have helped you to not.
it would have
feel
helped.
bad.
My ego really needed
I
it.
didn't know
like,
who was
I'm slowly
usually in
turning into you.
Valorant.
Look at my background now. I'm entering the gray mush, just like you.
Yeah.
Minnie.
Oh, it's
Dude, it's crazy.
scary.
It looks like Minnie is playing Mecha Chameleon, the way that he's blending into the fucking background. He's actually... I can't believe I didn't reference that earlier, but like, you are really...
Bro,
like,
you need
I-
to
I-
change the
part of
color
the
palette.
surroundings.
No, I have a plan.
Dad.
I do have a plan. I purposely like making like I refuse to upgrade anything, and I have like very expensive lighting I could use and stuff, and I refuse to because it became a meme. And so like what it is now is I'm going to move out of the gel cell at the end of the year, and I'm actually going to try, and there's going to be a glow up that happens, and I'll
Oh,
actually become.
man, the mini
Are you
glow up,
gonna
I'm
put
here.
art
Wow.
on your wall?
I'm going to put stuff on my. Yeah, probably. Yeah. That's going to
Beautiful.
take time to figure out what I want though, because I'm.
Sure.
I have a
personally.
question. Wait, can I get the no judgment stick real quick? Like no
Yes.
judgment for what I'm about to say. Have you perhaps posted your living space on the subreddit male living space? And if not, may I post it?
I will give you when I'm about to move out. I'll give you a photo of just before I go. Yeah.
Please.
Thank
It was
you. I
way-
could get you some feedback
there-
for that glow up, King. We got you. Don't worry.
Yeah.
I think
It was
your-
worse before.
Well, I think your room is disqualified from male living spaces because you have books.
Yeah, that's
No,
true.
but that's the like fuckboy thing, isn't it?
No, I was
Like, to
gonna say
have
that's
some
like
books.
pretentious.
Right.
No disrespect.
But the thing
You're
is, it's not
but-
I am
performative
very
enough because he's not dressing performatively.
Well,
like,
true.
He
Well, no,
doesn't
no, no,
have
no,
like
that's exactly
like
the
the
kind of
book
guy,
is
though.
a step of the like male manipulator, like performative guy.
Yeah, but, I'm
But
ahead
he
of them.
doesn't have any of the other hallmarks.
Yeah, but I'm ahead of them. Like they're
You're
just,
ahead of the meta.
yeah, like they've got this symbolic thing going. Like they got
Yeah.
the semiotics of a male manipulator, but like I'm ahead.
This is
I'll go into it
scary.
later because maybe not good now, but yeah,
Right.
later we can discuss.
I fear that
joking. I'm a
Mimi would
normal
actually win a male living space contest as well.
Yeah, like don't.
Okay, I
forget
moved
about
2
her.
days
Let's get
ago.
Back into this.
You've got cardboard boxes behind you.
Is that
You-
a-
Is that
Yeah.
a bed frame?
Is that a bed
The
with no
cardboard
mattress?
box. That's what I was gonna
No,
say.
my bed is my mattress is on a bed frame. Here, I can literally.
Oh,
I have that.
I can
same
literally
IKEA
prove
lamp,
it
by
right
the
now.
way. Oh
Look.
wow.
It's on
I love those
No,
bed
a
like-
bed
shelves.
frame.
She has multiple
clears.
rooms. I just have one gel cell.
Well, that
So,
just
like-
means she's
Is your kitchen
got
in there
wealth.
too? Jesus.
No, but I mean, it's still more male living space to have one stupid room that's.
it is.
Yeah, you're living
My
like a
one
divorced dad.
disgusting
You have a
chud
TV
room.
on a book. Like,
I have a what, sir?
you have a TV on a book, like a book operating as your TV.
No,
stand.
I didn't
that would
have
be max
anything.
male performative.
Yeah. No, I have a projector, so that's.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
I'm done. I
No,
can't-
it's over.
This
It's
guy
over.
is
And
too ahead of
I
the
watch
meta.
I watch Kurosawa films on my projector. That's
Jesus Christ. He is performative. All right, let's get on to our final segment. Let's close this thing out. We've got our most important segment, Wyatt's Weekly Award.
Is it the new Jackass film?
I don't think I've seen that one before. How have I not seen that one?
It's a good one.
Oh, that's so good. I love that. Okay, this week's Wyatt's Weekly Award is going to, well, in some sense, Mimi, myself, and Minnie helped give this award to these people. Because it's going
We
to the
did.
Plat Chat members team from North America, Gen.G, Just Dudes Gaming, who shit on us. Absolutely shit on us during that game. And I think the three of us can only apologize. Ashayo tried his best and then gave up and went to veto. Brand had given up by the end of map 1, I think.
Brent had given up before we entered the game.
Can we
Well,
see like
I
a
think-
scoreboard for context? I want to see the agents. I need to see the stats.
Oh,
like, I
yeah,
wanna
let's-
get stats
They
and
have
so
all
bad.
Yeah, we don't have that.
I'll be honest,
hard to find.
I wasn't
That's
that shit, so I'd be fine
interesting.
with showing.
Mimi pied.
I did.
No, it's a
I did
bakery.
pie.
Oh,
After I
no.
full walked around, I flanked someone grabbing an alt orb, and I whiffed with a guardian to die to them to pie. It was awesome.
This was on the map where Mimi said, I would like to play Silver Ascent. I think it's my best agent map combo. Oh, this is me.
Oh.
Failing drastically, I'm sure. Prowler hit somebody in the left side here. I'm going to util dump them, I guess, even though
that's
my
me.
team is
Okay.
killing
Entry
everyone.
fragging
Oh.
Omen right there.
But backing up into teammates in the midst
Yes,
of the
because
entry.
they util dumped us.
Whiffing on the judge guy. It's not good. I mean, this was the final round, I think, wasn't it?
Getting the other frag there, you see me again. Trying my best.
Yeah.
Stinger dink that guy.
Oh
It's not
wow!
enough.
Wait, Neon. That might be Dante Deus. Hold on. Wait a minute.
It was Dante Deus. They were cheating, of course. The result is invalid.
Yeah.
Okay. So do you rescind the weekly award, or is that just?
No,
like...
they still get it. We're
Okay.
investigating. The president's gonna make a phone call.
Oh, the
I can't believe
president.
beating us means you get a weekly award. Beating
Well, no,
us.
the thing that was important is this
Okay.
team had already won the
Okay,
tournament
fair,
within
fair.
the members' Discord,
Okay.
right? So they'd already proved themselves against our members, and then really it's like an honorary show
Sure,
match
sure,
of just
sure,
like, you know, like a coronation ceremony. You get to slap around some vaguely important people. That's you know, that's in the context of what they were doing. Oh, what are we? Look at
Oh,
this.
it was a BO3.
Look
Oh,
at the
y'all
way
are-
that I was getting
Matt,
wrecked
but
by
we
these
lost
players.
2-0 and had to play the third map.
Did y'all
It was a
lose
3-0.
3-0?
It was
It was
a
a
3.
3-0.
Wait, yo, we gotta get the members chat and take over Plat Chat. I can't lie.
No,
we
it's
gotta
horrendous.
take over.
They might actually have better takes than us as well. It's crazy.
No, we do that. Well, we do the fan thing, don't we?
Why don't you guys have like a heckler come in here? And just
Yeah.
like someone that disagrees, someone that vehemently disagrees, and just bring them up here.
No, we do. He's
Hear
called
them out.
Shy or Wager, and we bring him in every
Yeah.
now and then whenever we want to mix things up a bit. And then
I-
when we don't bring him in, he riles up the chat to push agendas like loud is better than crew.
Oh,
I feel like we did kind of get flagellated after losing map 2, being forced to play map 3 anyway, and then showing up and getting 13 forward. That
who's
was
forcing this? Is it y'all?
the higher
Societal
powers.
constraints, I suppose,
Yeah.
politeness, these kind of things.
There
Oh,
was a
good, let's
production.
show-
They were broke. They were production.
How
It
come?
was-
Sorry, Kurt. Why did you show 2 shit clips of me and then show Shio's ace?
Oh, ace.
I'm just looking at the top clips on your respective channels. This is what's there, man.
You gotta
Yeah.
police your community. Have them clip you more, bro.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't ace, so there's no good
This
clip
is
of
a
me.
nice clip from Shia.
It is,
Wow.
yeah.
He's still
It is.
locked in. It's 5v1. He's straight up locked in. He just got
Yep.
the ace and he's still
He
locked
knew
in.
that the clip was going to get played. That's why.
That was our first
Yeah.
round. Anyway, we suck, and if you wanna participate, normally those teams are not that good. So if you're crap, you can still play in our members tournament. So shout out to that. Sign up for VFL as well. That's what we were plugging at the beginning of the show too. So TMV will be very happy if you sign up to that, and you'll be very happy as well because some of these games are going to be absolute ass. But for week 1, we can all be very excited because they're not going to be. They're going to be interesting and exciting, and we don't know who's good, and lots of our guarantees are going to be poo. Thank you for coming on the show, Mimi, Mel, and Minnie. Appreciate you sticking around, Minnie, when you weren't supposed to.
So good.
And we will see you next week for episode 272.